The main character, Liu Nian, logs into the game Glory and soon realizes he is the reincarnation of Zhou Wang. Determined to change his fate, he gives up the path of the villain boss like in the past. Instead, he sets his sights on winning the hearts of 3,000 beauties, defying fate, and reaching the peak of his life. Let's get to the point. Another failure. These days, finding a job is so hard. When will my life ever get better? I'm Liu Nian, just an ordinary college graduate. Today marks the 10th time I've been rejected. The recruiter said, "We only need hard labor, no days off. You have to be on call whenever we say. Your salary expectations are too high. You're not a fit for our company." Even though I kept failing after graduation, I have a beautiful and caring girlfriend. We met in school, and she always comforts me when I'm feeling down. "You've worked so hard today, babe. Opened your mouth. Here you go." Liu Nian told himself, "Forget the interviews. I'll deliver food for a week instead. Today's our 3-year anniversary. I'll surprise her." Just then, a nearby car started shaking, and he heard voices from inside. "Who's better, me or your boyfriend?" The girl replied, "You, Jian. You're better." Liu Nian realized the voice sounded familiar. Was that Bai Ji? Bai Jie? Is that really Bai Jie? Suddenly, his phone started ringing. "Hey kid, answer your phone already." Liu Nian was confused and thought, "It's so late. Why is mom calling me now?" Liu Nian's mom said, "Liu Nian, your dad and your cousin are in critical condition. Hurry to the emergency room at the city hospital." Liu Nian tried to calm her down. "Mom, don't panic. You're scaring me. Someone threw the cake, and I'm not letting those shameless cheaters get away with this." Cut to Central Hospital. No one. The doctor said, "Right now, your husband and grandson are in a deep coma. Their brain activity is close to flatlining, though for now, their vital signs are stable. Lately, we've had many similar cases, but even the specialists haven't been able to find the cause. The family should prepare for the worst." A little later, Liu Nian arrived. "Where's my dad?" His mom said, "Your dad and cousin suddenly collapsed. What do we do now? I told them not to play so many games. Now look what's happened." A neighbor chimed in, "My son passed out while gaming too. I tried reporting the game, but it didn't help." The police officer said, "The game servers are overseas. We can't block them. Smash the game consoles. Destroy all of it." The next day, something new appeared at the door again. Liu Nian remembered, "A game. Is it that game?" Liu Nian's dad smiled and said, "After Beast Kingdom Revival was released, I thought I'd be out of a job. I didn't expect there to be so many multiplayer online games now. Glory and competition. I'm taking your cousin to explore it. We're starting a streaming channel to make money for your wedding." The role-playing game had only been out for a short time. You just needed to wear the publisher's VR headset to dive into an incredibly realistic experience. Because the game felt so real, it quickly caused a major stir in the gaming community as soon as it launched. It was because of this game that Dad and his cousin fell into a deep coma. What secret was this game hiding? Liu Nian knew he had to find the answer himself. With that thought, he put on the headset. The system chimed, "Welcome to Glory and Competition." Scene transition, 5 hours later. On a mountain outside the beginner's village, Liu Nian encountered a corpse-eating female ghost. The female ghost said, "Man, I want a man." Liu Nian quickly defeated her. Good thing the Newbie gift pack included a Black Blood AK-47. No matter what kind of monster it is, it can still be taken down with pure firepower, he thought. The system displayed. Character, Liu Nian. Class, normal person. Has not yet chosen a profession. Level 3. Experience, 133 plus 50. According to rumors, the corpse-eating female ghosts were formed from the bitter resentment of abandoned young women. They were a type of spirit beast found only around the beginner's village. After killing them all, players would randomly earn between 200 to 300 gold coins, and there was a very small chance of getting a cultivation spirit stone. Liu Nian was satisfied. Not much gold drop, but the cultivation spirit stones I just got can boost my cultivation by 300. Heaven's definitely on my side. He quickly picked up the spirit stones. Even though he still didn't fully understand the game, his current goal was clear: kill monsters to level up. Skipping parties and heading out of the village to hunt rare monsters was clearly the right move. Oh shit, what bastard Madge just ambushed me. Damn it, this is supposed to be the Newbie village area. HP down to 320 out of 500. Took a hit for 180. A group of strangers showed up. A player under level 10 daring to leave the village and fight monsters. Way too overconfident. But he dropped rare cultivation stones. Easier to just rob him. Hunting new players right after they level up was way more efficient than grinding monsters. They stepped out one by one. The one with the shield had the nickname Snap and Stab Your Whole Family. The guy in the hoodie was Suck a Lollipop If You Lose. The red-haired one went by Glorious Swordhand. The one who looked like Bai Ji was called Green Light of Love. and the blonde guy's name was golden-haired blockhead since birth. Baiji sneered, "Look at his trash gear." The blonde guy, who looked like Kim Chow, smiled and said, "No need to talk. I'm taking this guy's head for sure. Time for you to see what a paying player can really do." Liu Nian immediately pulled out a stink bomb. "You think I'm easy? Watch this." System message, stink bomb. A beginner support item that releases an extremely foul-smelling smoke, lowers beast defenses, and obstructs vision for players. I'm about to throw up. Holy shit, feels like I just ate crap. Liu Nian went with the oldest trick in the book. When in doubt, run away. The system announced, target lost. 5 seconds remaining. Liu Nian grabbed all the gold and ran. Good thing I planned ahead and bought every single beginner support item. Otherwise, I would have been ganged up on today. You filthy couple, I swear I'll get you back someday. But he hadn't gotten far when a hit pierced straight through his chest. Shit, my health bar. The system displayed HP 4500s, minus 280. Baiji laughed proudly. Brother Kim Chow bought me a giant staff. Thanks, Kim Chow. Love you. Liu Nian collapsed to the ground. Damn it, those two scumbags. Kim Chow walked up. Run, chicken, run. You think you're getting away today? I'm not just stealing your girlfriend. I'm taking your gear too. Now die, and we'll be taking all your gold and cultivation stones. Thanks. He finished Liu Nian off without hesitation. After that, they left, leaving Liu Nian lying there completely still. Damn it, isn't this just a game? Why does it hurt so bad? It feels so real. The system displayed HP 0. Liu Nian's vision blurred more and more. My heart? It feels tight. I can barely see anything. Is this death? Suddenly, a voice called out, "Your Majesty, please wake up. Your Majesty, you're finally awake." Liu Nian opened his eyes and saw 2 stunning women standing in front of him. "My king, welcome back. It's been a long time, my lord. I've missed you dearly." Liu Nian looked around in confusion. Oh shit, wasn't I supposed to respawn in the Newbie village? What kind of respawn point is this? Who are these gorgeous girls? They don't look like players at all. Suddenly, another beautiful woman chimed in. "My king, do you remember me? I'm DEITY. This time, I finally get to bathe with you." The woman with purple hair added, "Your Majesty, in your past life, you favored DEITY. This time, let me, HUXME, serve you instead." Then the woman with blue hair said, "My lord, your rebirth is a joyous occasion. Allow this humble servant to help you freshen up." Liu Nian looked into a mirror and panicked. What the hell is this place? Who are you 3? And what happened to me? The 3 demonesses immediately bowed. "Please don't be angry, your Majesty. This is the Porch Tomb. We are demonesses assigned to guard it under royal command. When you passed away, it was foretold that you would reincarnate 1,000 years later. Now that the time has come, we've been waiting here in the tomb for your return." Liu Nian realized they were demon guards of the Porch Tomb. Oh shit, I must have triggered a game bug. A glitch made me reincarnate as Zhou, the last king of the Shang dynasty. Wait a minute, does that mean I can have a harem of 3,000 beauties? The green-haired beauty lifted her head, her voice soft and gentle. "Is this humble concubine's failing to have not fulfilled her duty in serving your Majesty? I beg you to punish me severely." Liu Nian smiled. "In that case, I command you to tend to me in a special way. Gently and with utmost devotion shall suffice." Inwardly, he mused to himself, if the game has cast me as King Zhou, then having the harem NPCs serve me like this is perfectly within reason. DEITY stepped forward and suggested with grace, "Your Majesty has only just returned through reincarnation. You must be weary. Why not allow us to prepare a warm bath for your relaxation?" Tears welled up in Liu Nian's eyes from sheer joy. This kind of happiness made him feel like never logging out of the game again. The scene shifted to the bathhouse. As Liu Nian pushed open the door, what met his eyes was a peach blossom hot spring shrouded in mist and beauty. DEITY smiled sweetly. "The sisters and I have been waiting for your Majesty." HUXME and the green-haired beauty had already changed into light robes, standing gracefully by the spring. One of them spoke softly. "We welcome the return of His Majesty's reincarnated soul." DEITY blushed delicately. "You have finally arrived, my lord. I feared I could wait no longer." Liu Nian's face turned red, his heart pounding. The beauty of this spring scene amid the rising steam was like something out of a dream. He suddenly noticed something odd. Huh? Why does the hot spring carry a faint scent of wine? It turned out this game simulated not only touch, but even the sense of smell with remarkable realism. DEITY stepped closer. "My lord, you used to love bathing in wine. You said it not only eased your fatigue, but also boosted your cultivation. The mandarin ducks are already splashing around. Don't keep them waiting. Come quickly." Liu Nian smiled. "So even indulging in a wine bath can help with cultivation. I better take this seriously. Let's begin our spiritual training. Desire filled Daji's eyes, his firm chest, and powerful energy. This was her king without a doubt. To be reunited with him was the greatest honor she could ask for. The other beauties moved in as well. My lord, one said, Taime also wants to train with you. As the ruler of a nation, your affection must be shared equally. Liu Nian relaxed and enjoyed the moment. If that's the case, then all of you, come join me, he said. Inwardly, he thought, this trio is incredible. Each one excites me so much. Please, just let me hold on to this a little longer. He couldn't resist anymore and gave in. The three beauties began to moan, their faces filled with satisfaction. My lord. A system message appeared. Congratulations, you've unlocked a hidden class, Human Emperor. You've successfully cultivated the secret technique, Fleshly Pleasure of the Violet Pool, beginner level. After completing 69 hours of this practice, your cultivation speed will double. You've also learned the secret technique, Explosive Heaven Strike, beginner level. This technique allows instant use of a magical weapon 3 times without needing a countdown, but the weapon will break afterward. Liu Nian smirked. One wild night, unlocked a hidden class, and picked up a new skill too. But everything felt so real. I'm a little worn out now. Suddenly, the blue-haired beauty announced, Your Majesty, we have a problem. Shen Gong Bao just showed up at the porch tomb with a group of people. He says he wants to hold a meeting with the first sister at the Hall of Public Affairs. Liu Nian thought to himself, Shen Gong Bao, the same guy who said, Fellow cultivator, please stay in investiture of the gods. Huex and me warn, Your Majesty, Shen Gong Bao is nothing good. He's a traitor to the immortal world and has ties with the demon sect. If he finds out you're here, there's no telling what he'll do. Daji quickly activated her secret fox training technique. My king, I'll use a concealment spell now. Please come with me to the Hall of Public Affairs. She hid Liu Nian against her chest. Her spell was powerful. Not only did it transform his body into an object, but it also completely masked his energy. The blue-haired beauty urged, First sister, hurry to the Hall of Public Affairs or Shen Gong Bao will start getting suspicious. The sea shifted to the Hall of Public Affairs. Shen Gong Bao greeted them. Daji, it's been a long time. Daji immediately countered, Shen Gong Bao, you once served the king too. That throne belongs to him. Don't you dare overstep your place. The guards quickly stepped in to block her. How dare a mere fox spirit attack the new king of the demon realm, Master Shen? Daji's eyes burned with killing intent. Even a fly dares to speak. She took down one of the guards with ease. The other quickly held her back. Wait, Master Shen has taken charge of running the game. If you want to collect human essence, you'll have to follow his orders. Show some respect and listen to what he has to say. Liu Nian looked confused. Running the game? That doesn't sound like something a normal NPC would say. Daji gave him a chance, then speak. Shen Gong Bao said, The soul of the former emperor, Zhou Wang, has been gone for 1,000 years. I didn't expect you to still be so devoted. But never mind that. We have urgent matters to deal with. It seems this fox has been sealed here for 1,000 years, yet never gave up cultivating. We should make an effort to win her over. The system began recording from the moment the Celestial Prime Lord decided to reopen the deification table. Together with Jiang Ziya, he created the game Glory and Competition, using special helmets to instantly transport humans into the cultivation world. The goal was to find talented people who could ascend to the immortal realm. When humans enter the game, their avatars stay behind and continue to live in the real world. Also, once the immortals learned about this, they started appearing in dreams to guide their descendants. Families rushed to sign up their most promising children, pouring large amounts of money into the cultivation game. Since the game draws inspiration from many popular titles and feels incredibly realistic, including all aspects, if you know what I mean, exploded in popularity as soon as it launched, attracting millions of players right away. In the original system, Jiang Ziya created the game. As long as a player's soul essence remained intact after dying in the game, they could respawn at the revival point with no harm done to their body. However, after Shen Gong Bao conspired with the Grandmaster of Tongshan and sealed Jiang Ziya away, the game mechanics were altered. Shen Gong Bao opened a secret passage connecting the game's miniature world to the demon realm. Demons slipped into the miniature world, disguised themselves as NPCs, and secretly stole and devoured human soul essence. Once a demon takes control of someone's soul essence, their real-life body falls into a coma. The game map is based on a mountain range from the world's largest mountain system. The first level is Tai Fi Mountain, and the highest level is Tu Mountain. To tighten control over the upper levels of the miniature world, Shen Gong Bao brought in the 7 monsters of my son, the many treasures Taoist, the Golden Spirit Holy Mother, and several others to guard the game's miniature world. So far, 80% of the players are still on the first level, Tai Fi Mountain. Only 20% have reached the second level, Elephant Trunk Mountain, but all of them have been attacked by demons. Many are trapped in dungeons we designed, and their soul essence is being drained. Shen Gong Bao smiled. Jiang Ziya has been trapped and sealed by your plan, and Yuan Shi Tianzun is currently in seclusion, but his retreat will last at least 1,000 years. That's more than enough time for us to relocate all of humanity across the universe into the miniature world and absorb its star essence. This essence will greatly boost our power so we can break the barrier. The dream of unifying the three realms under the Tongshan sect is within reach. Inside the Jade Pendant, Liu Nian suddenly realized with shock, this wasn't a game at all. It was actually the miniature world of war and power built by Yuan Shi Tianzun and Jiang Ziya. Shen Gong Bao had sealed Jiang Ziya and taken control, so the so-called NPCs of the game were actually real demons and deities in disguise, and she herself was truly the reincarnation of King Zhou of Shang. The descendants of the celestial clans were furiously topping up their accounts in the game, while they were actually offering up their lives. No wonder the old man had been in a coma all this time. He'd probably run into some demon from the other realm. Shen Gong Bao said, Daji, I remember Xin once said before he died that he would reincarnate 1,000 years later. Do you have any leads on that? The star essence of the human sovereign is incredibly rare. If we devour his essence and soul, the Tongshan sect leader could rise an entire realm in cultivation. Even if you're still in love, you need to know what's more important. Daji replied, Shen Gong Bao, there's been no sign of change near the tomb recently. Even if the Great King is reborn, he won't have any memories of his past life, and he definitely won't come here. Shen Gong Bao smiled. You three demon sisters have been trapped in the royal tomb for over 1,000 years, haven't you? Once you help us find the reincarnation of Emperor Xin, the Grand Master of Tongshan will find a way to set you free. I still have to patrol other areas on the map, so I won't waste any more time here. Let's go, he ordered, and his guards followed without hesitation. Yes, sir. After Shen Gong Bao left, Liu Nian emerged from the Jade Pendant. He couldn't let Shen Gong Bao and the 7 monsters of Mount Mei manipulate things any longer. If they did, millions of players would die and the demon realm could spill over into their world. He had to act. As the human emperor, he needed to train hard, save his father, find Jiang Ziya, and stop Shen Gong Bao's conspiracy. The 3 demon women immediately knelt. It wasn't easy for them to finally see their king again. Daji swore to protect him with her life. We vow to serve and protect your majesty no matter what. Daji took out a box. Your majesty, this golden jade seal once belonged to you. Only someone with royal blood can unlock it. Please take a look. Liu Nian picked it up and examined it. This is Zhou Wang's relic. I wonder what treasure it holds. Daji urged him. Say it, your majesty. Say, I am the human emperor jade seal. Unlock. That will open it. Liu Nian nodded and repeated the words. Understood. I am the human emperor. Jade seal. Unlock. The box immediately emitted a powerful beam of light. The royal seal of Zhou Wang had opened. A system notification appeared. Congratulations, a player has unlocked the rare item, the Zhou Wang royal seal. This item symbolizes royal status. It is a soul-binding item, meaning even if the player dies, it will not be lost. When the player reaches level 20, the royal seal can be unlocked again. Liu Nian, holding his sword in his hand, stared at it for a moment before exclaiming, What kind of sword is this? You're not messing with me, are you? Hugh XMA suggested, It looks like the Dragon Phoenix sword, the one the Great King always carried. The Dragon Phoenix sword has a sharp aura and can wipe out an army of hundreds of thousands, but it requires many rare materials to activate. I'll send you the list of materials later, your majesty. Liu Nian replied, Looks like it can't be used for now. The 8K-47 is still better. I need to level up quickly while the buff is active. Dajai hugged Liu Nian. Your majesty, do you plan to leave the porch tomb? After our long separation, I can't bear to be apart from you. Liu Nian gently patted her head. I'll visit regularly to train with the concubines, and it will give us more training buffs. Be good. Daji smiled with satisfaction. That's wonderful. I'll still be able to serve you, your majesty. I'll also train hard and break the curse of the porch tomb soon to help you, my king. But Liu Nian couldn't teleport. The system showed an error, which was strange. Normally, you could teleport once per hour at the Newbie village. Why couldn't he teleport? Hugh XME said the porch tomb is too far from the Newbie village, so teleportation isn't possible. Liu Nian thought for a moment. Could it be that he was stuck here now? How would he level up if he couldn't fight monsters? The beautiful girl with blue hair looked a bit flustered. Don't worry, your majesty. The jade seal you have can teleport. Just think about where you want to go, and the jade seal will take you there. Liu Nian took out the jade seal, understood what to do, and said, All right, I'm going. Slowly, Liu Nian began to disappear. The three demons knelt down, bowing to the great king as he teleported to the Newbie village, Tai Fi Mountain. Liu Nian sighed in relief. Finally, he was back at the Newbie village. Now, he could go fight monsters and level up. Suddenly, a group of people rushed toward Liu Nian. It was noon. The wild boss had respawned. The guys shouted, "Let's go, brothers. Get out of the way. The good boys don't block the path. You in the middle, move aside." Liu Nian stepped aside. What was going on? At that moment, a beautiful woman came running, pushing everyone out of her way. She jumped over Liu Nian's head and stomped on the others to get ahead. The men were furious, shouting, "That crazy woman stepped on me. She used us as a stepping stone. No martial ethics." Liu Nian was a little dazed. What a good view. This girl wasn't bad at all. And that was a Fang Wing, a super rare speed boost item. Many high-level players spent tons of money trying to get one, but couldn't. The scene shifts deep into the forest where a display system shows a 14th level, rare, superior grade ginseng tree. This ginseng is known for its spiritual essence and its ability to thrive in the earth's boundaries. It's said to have been flowering and bearing fruit for 3,000 years, and in another 3,000 years it will finally ripen. It is truly a rare and valuable medicinal herb that can help one level up. The Brook is easily controlled by the ginseng tree, which keeps attacking them, leaving them helpless. How do we fight this? Liu Nian stands behind a rock and says, "The boss out here must drop some rare materials, right? Let's observe first." The woman from earlier also joins in. "These vines are such a hassle. Let's just cut them off and deal with it. Even though I'm 2 levels lower than this monster, I can handle it." Liu Nian smiles. Not bad. This girl's swordsmanship is pretty good. Suddenly, the ginseng tree wraps its vines around Liu Nian and the woman's legs. Not good. The two of them are pulled together. Damn, I didn't expect there to be more vines on the ground. Before Liu Nian can react, he's caught, even from a distance. He tries to stop the woman from struggling. "Stop that! If you keep moving like this, I can't take it." The woman suddenly feels something strange. "What are you hiding under there that's poking into my stomach?" Liu Nian quickly explains, "There's nothing. But if you keep moving like that, I won't be able to handle it." A few ginseng fruits were swaying around the two of them. Wait, is that ginseng? It felt like it was about to explode, and then it really did. Liu Nian urged, "Hurry, check your magic item. We don't have much time left. The second explosion is coming." The beautiful woman replied, "There's a magic necklace at the back of my neck. The phoenix feathers can help us escape, but I can't activate the magic right now." Liu Nian moved closer. "Let me do it. I'll activate it." He took a deep breath. It smelled so good. The woman was irritated. "The second explosion is almost here, and you're still thinking about that." "Hey, you said you got a way to activate the magic item, right?" Liu Nian reminded her. "Don't move," the woman said, surprised. "You dare to touch me." Liu Nian immediately activated the Heavenly Law's explosive power. "Phoenix Spirit." The woman froze. "Isn't your magic item supposed to need time to activate?" The Phoenix Spirit easily defeated the strange ginseng. People around them were talking excitedly. "One strike and it's over. So powerful. That's a fire-type magic item worth $3 million. I know that beautiful woman. She's the daughter of the Kuishan group, Miss Fang. Who's the person next to her? Stay away from my goddess, I'm scared." Is this the difference between someone who invests in magic items and an ordinary person? "Honey, I also want a magic item to buy for our baby." Looking over there, the mutated ginseng was fighting back, and it had become a mutated form. The beautiful woman was anxious. "Oh no, the cooldown for the magical artifact is half an hour. What should we do now?" Liu Nian reassured her. "It's fine, leave it to me." The men around them laughed. "Listen to this. This person says it's fine and to leave it to him. He's really trying to show off, but he's just an ordinary person who hasn't even reached level 9. Miss Fang, we believe in you. You must have another magical artifact, right? Go for it, Miss Fang." The beautiful woman turned away. "Oh no, most of the magical artifacts are in the city's bank vault. If this really doesn't work, running away is the best option. It's embarrassing, but at least we won't lose our gear." Liu Nian smiled. "Phoenix Spirit, go." The phoenix used fire to burn the strange, rare ginseng. The people around them were stunned. "The artifact is working again. Wait, wasn't it Miss Fang who used the artifact earlier? Doesn't the artifact have a cooldown time?" Liu Nian commanded. "It's not over yet. Burn it harder." The atmosphere became silent. Everyone was stunned, and the rare ginseng was completely burned to a crisp like charcoal. The crowd cheered. "Oh man, it even burned the mutated one to death in just 2 hits. This is a pro player, a real high-level artifact." System notification. "Congratulations, the player successfully defeated the mutated ginseng and obtained 5 ginseng fruits, 5 crystal tokens, 66 gold. leveled up from level 9 to level 12, and earned a mutated spirit stone. Bonus experience 15,000. The beautiful woman was moved. He's so strong, he can land 3 hits in a row. Kim Chow, sitting up in the grass, said, that poor guy Liu Nian got lucky. What is this? A dog catching a fly. So many treasures. We need to find a way to steal them all. Owen, captivated by Liu Nian, said, Liu Nian, you're so handsome. You're so good looking, it's hard to even handle. Others began to accuse him. Black In, I need to report this. There's something wrong with his mouth. He's definitely hiding a magic item that can activate a magical weapon in an instant. The beautiful woman agreed, saying, yeah, there's definitely something off with his mouth. Liu Nian, holding the ring in his hand, explained, the artifact can activate the magical weapon 3 times, but after that, it will disappear. He sighed, that's 3 million yuan right there, enough for a house in the city. At that moment, a group of women rushed toward Liu Nian. Big hero, I want a magical kiss. Thank you for saving us. The beautiful woman thought for a moment, then said, that's right, maybe if I kissed him, I'll learn the secret in his mouth. He probably won't refuse. With that, she rushed toward Liu Nian. Move aside. Liu Nian quickly said, sorry, the Phoenix spirit is broken. But the beautiful woman was determined and kissed him anyway. Oh, what's going on here? She kept probing inside Liu Nian's mouth with her tongue. Here's the translation. The others were getting annoyed. They had been kissing for 10 minutes already. My goddess, how frustrating. The kiss seemed to drag on, and before I knew it, we ended up in this position. The beautiful woman was so hard to read. It was strange. No matter how many times I turned things over in my mind, I couldn't make sense of it. Liu Nian was panting. Stop, I can't breathe. I told you the Phoenix spirit is broken. The woman smirked disdainfully. Oh, if it's broken, it's broken. It's only 3 million. You blocked the explosion for me earlier, and now all my gear is broken. We can head to the saturated auction house and see what's there. Liu Nian was surprised. The saturated auction house, every item there costs over 1 million. The woman pulled him along. Consider it a thank you gift. Let's go back to the inn and change clothes. Liu Nian thought to himself, I'm so mad. Not only did I lose my first kiss, but I didn't find anything either. I can't just let this slide. I'll search his pockets later. She licked her lips. This guy, I'm definitely going to get you today. Cut to the evening, Fang invited Liu Nian into his house. Come in. Liu Nian was stunned. This must be thousands of square meters, right? A villa in the VIP area. He stepped inside and looked around. The game environment and real-world money had a 1-to-1 exchange rate. This house must have cost millions. Cut to the bedroom, Liu Nian happily jumped onto the bed. So rich. No wonder Dad says making money in the game can actually give me money for the holiday. Fang stretched and said, the battle earlier has left me feeling exhausted. I'll go take a bath. You can rest on the bed in the meantime. Fang started the water, and Liu Nian stood outside, feeling a bit confused, asking, wait a minute, weren't you just going to change clothes? Why is it turning into a bath now? Fang took out a bottle of medicine and thought to herself, luckily, I had prepared a bottle of sleep-inducing oil earlier. Once Liu Nian falls asleep, it will be easier for me to gather information without being noticed. Once everything was ready, Fang stepped out, glanced at the clock, and said, let's rest for a bit, and then continue with our work. Liu Nian looked at her, still looking slightly tired, but managed to smile and said, today's been quite intense. Fang looked at Liu Nian and asked, how are your legs? Are they hurting? Liu Nian took off his shoes and replied, no, they're fine. Thank you. Fang smiled and said, don't you want to try something new? Liu Nian glanced at her, then nodded, saying, I'm just trying to find a way to ease this tired feeling. The two continued their light conversation, chatting for a while in a relaxed atmosphere. Fang a bit concerned, asked, why aren't you asleep yet? Liu Nian just smiled and didn't say anything more. Fang recalled, shopkeeper, do you sell any products that can help with relaxation? I'm looking for something that will help me fall asleep more easily. The shopkeeper responded, my dear, it's not just a sleeping aid. This product will help relax your entire body, making you feel much more at ease. Fang agreed and said, all right, I'll buy it. Fang soon realized she had picked a different product, not a sleep aid, but a special essential oil for relaxation. Liu Nian and Fang continued their conversation, relaxed and at ease, enjoying a peaceful evening together. The scene shifts to the next day. Fang grumbled angrily. How frustrating. I couldn't get any secrets out of him, and now I'm tangled up in all this, plus I've been tortured for 6 hours. Liu Nian scratched his head and said, sorry, I don't even know how it happened. Fang jumped up. What good is sorry? From now on, you're going to be the live-in son-in-law of the Fang family. She pulled out a book on men's etiquette. Anyway, you're already mine. If I find out you're not staying in line, I'll have you castrated. Liu Nian stopped her. You can't do that? That's too futile. Fang turned away, clearly impatient, as the time was getting late. Let's pick out a new outfit and head to Saturated for the auction. Suddenly, Fang tripped and fell. Liu Nian quickly rushed over, worried. What happened? Are you okay? Fang snapped. This is all your fault. Liu Nian apologized. I'm sorry. Fang handed him a black card. Get lost. You go by yourself. The card had a limit of 100 million. Liu Nian nodded. Okay, fine. Inside, Liu Nian couldn't help but shout in his mind, oh crap, the legendary black card with a 100 million limit. No wonder she's from the Fang family. Fang lay down on the bed. I need to rest. Buy whatever you want. Liu Nian left. Even though he didn't like being a live-in son-in-law, he had no choice for the sake of his father's safety. Fang thought to herself, last night wasn't so bad. This guy is strong, maybe with a little more training. He could be a valuable asset to the Fang family. The scene shifts to the Fi branch, a display system showing the Saturated auction, the top trading society in the world of glory. Liu Nian walks in and having already spent $1 million. Is this the world of pay-to-play? Pai Ji and Kim Zhou are also there. They mock Liu Nian. Is this the parasite who just sticks around? You want to get into the Saturated auction? Take a look at yourself first. Pai Ji, feeling smug, says, look at how poor he looks. Good thing I'm with Kim Zhou, or my life would be ruined. Liu Nian adjusts his tie, calmly responding, just wait. At that moment, a staff member approaches Liu Nian to remind him, are you here for the Saturated auction? You need to confirm assets over 10 million to enter. Young Master Kim scoffs. You think you're getting in there? If this poor guy makes it into the Saturated auction today, I'll live stream eating shit. Bai Ji laughs, holding his stomach. Liu Nian, stop embarrassing yourself. I know exactly how much money you have. Others join in. This is gonna be fun. This poor guy wants to challenge young Master Kim. Stop standing there. Just go in already. Liu Nian pulls out a black card and holds it up. Bai Ji and Kim Zhou are stunned. How does he have a supreme black card? The others are shocked. Am I seeing this right? Isn't that the supreme black card? Only 3 have been issued in the entire city. Oh shit, could he be the legendary pay-to-play person in disguise? Kim Zhou is seriously considering live streaming shit now. Kim Zhou and Bai Ji are still not convinced, saying, don't panic, it must be fake. Yeah, you guys should investigate if this card is real or not. A bodyguard stepped forward and said, could it really be fake? Well then, kid, you're dead. He swiped his card and the screen lit up. After confirming, the bodyguard immediately smiled and said respectfully, Mr. Liu, please follow me through the VIP entrance. In the next moment, the bodyguard warned Bai Ji and Kim Zhou, no noise in front of the door. If you want to make a scene, go to the public restroom across the street. You're about to get me in trouble with some important people. Bai Ji and Kim Zhou couldn't believe it. No way. The people around them laughed mockingly. Where did Kim Zhou live stream eating crap? We'll go watch and send gifts. Kim Zhou was furious. Liu Nian is so annoying. He's making me lose all my face. I'll make him pay for this. Then the 2 of them were stopped because they were using regular gold cards. Sorry, you can't use the VIP entrance. Please line up over here. Kim Zhou was livid. Damn, today's just my unlucky day. They had no choice but to wait in line. People at Saturated couldn't be provoked. Bai Ji was furious. I was in the mood to show off today, and now I can't even use the VIP entrance. How much money does Liu Nian have to be able to access the VIP area? The scene switched to the auction hall. Liu Nian was thinking to himself. He'd heard that every month the organizers would auction off rare and valuable treasures, but today didn't seem to be a special auction day. Kim Zhou sat angrily behind him, thinking that this guy must have picked up his card off the street. If he's using it, I'll call the police and have him arrested. At this moment, the host of the auction, Saturated, appeared and said, Dear distinguished guests, please don't rush. This auction will start right away. The first item up for bid was the Ice Jade Fragrance Peak, a high-level artifact created by extracting the essence of various marvelous scents. When used in battle, it instantly restores 50% of the user's health. The cooldown time is 0.5 hours. The starting price was 1 million yuan, with each bid increasing by at least 100,000 yuan. The bidding began 1.3 million, 1.5 million, 1.7 million. Kim Zhou stood up and said, 2 million. I'll take the Ice Jade Fragrance Peak as a gift for my girlfriend. I'm not like some people. After 3 years of dating, the total value of their gifts was only 30,000. Bai Ji, smiling happily, said, I love you. I know you're the best to me, Kim. Kim Zhou grinned proudly and said, Come on, let's see you try to outbid me. Liu Nian decisively said, 4 million. The others were surprised and thought to themselves, Oh shit, they just doubled the price. Liu Nian added, the cooldown time for this item is too long. It's not worth it. Kim Zhou, frustrated, said, fine, this guy with the black card is someone you can't mess with. You're just trying to steal someone's money and show off. Better get ready for prison. The hosts, saturated, concluded the bidding. 4 million sold. Congratulations to the buyer. Now let's take a look at the second auction item. Liu Nian stepped forward to claim the Ice Jade Fragrance Peak. This accessory could restore health during battle. He did mind the cooldown time, considering he could afford it 3 times over. It was like buying a life-saving item for 4 million. After all, he had the money. Bai Ji smiled. Could it be that Kim Zhou's words had sparked something in her, and now she was thinking of making it up to herself? As the next few rounds of bidding went on, Liu Nian hesitated. These items didn't really seem to be her style. At that moment, the auctioneer presented a sparkling item. The final item up for bid today, please welcome the treasure of the 9 divine azure dragons. Starting price is 3 million, with a minimum bid increase of 100,000 yuan. This robe is made from premium gold threads and dragon bones, offering both physical and magical protection. Its offensive and defensive capabilities are extraordinary. The crowd buzzed with excitement. This robe was a versatile piece, suitable for both fighters and mages. Oh wow, wearing this could probably block a boss's attacks, right? Someone exclaimed. Liu Nian smiled. Interesting. All right, everyone, let's raise the stakes. I'll start with 3.5 million, then 4 million, 5 million. Kim Zhou grinned. I don't believe Liu Nian would dare use the money from her card. I want this too. Bai Ji flattered him. Kim Zhou, you're so generous. The manly set you have is so intoxicating. Other people admired him, spending money like water. Kim truly had guts. Liu Nian calmly set the bid at 10 million. Everyone immediately protested. Oh shit, did anyone else bid like you? 10 million? Am I hearing this right? This kid just doubled the price. 10 million yuan? You must have generations of wealth to throw around. This is insane, rich enough to lose your humanity. The auctioneer was thrilled, not expecting that such a normal auction would attract a big spender. This big fish, Liu Nian, couldn't be passed up. The auctioneer successfully locked the bid at 10 million. Liu Nian turned to Kim Zhou. Compete with me in an auction. You're not even worthy. Zhou was furious. Bai Ji was calculating. Liu Nian had assets worth tens of millions and even a supreme black card. Could it be that he had more money than Kim? She had to figure out how to hold on to him. A good horse has to eat the best grass. She needed to become a strong horse herself. Cut to the changing room of Saturated, where Liu Nian was putting on a dragon robe. The outfit fit him perfectly, and it felt great. At that moment, Bai Ji appeared. Nian, I was wrong. Give me a chance. Liu Nian smirked. Weren't you with Kim Zhou? Why come looking for me now? Bai Ji wrapped her arms around Liu Nian, gently caressing his thigh. I was wrong. Don't you think we never really celebrated our 3-year anniversary? Tonight, I can give you a special treat. She thought to herself, this sweet, obedient boy will listen to me. Tonight, I'll make sure to take him completely. I'll figure out a way to get that supreme black card. After that, moving up in high society won't be a dream anymore. Liu Nian sneered. You think this little trick will charm me? I'm someone who's seen much bigger things. Without hesitation, Liu Nian slapped Bai Ji across the face. You know we've been together for 3 years, and every time I tried to get closer to you, you always said to wait until after marriage. And yet, you're with that Kim Zhou guy. He then grabbed a bottle of disinfectant spray and sprayed it on the spot where she had been touching. Just then, the owner of Saturated walked in and said, I was wondering why the changing room was so noisy. Seems like there are always so many admirers around a rich guy. Liu Nian looked up in surprise. So, you're the owner of Saturated? What brings you here? The owner walked closer to Liu Nian. It's nothing. Just wanted to ask if the gentleman has time to talk tonight. Liu Nian looked her up and down. Your utilities are all in order. The owner immediately kicked Bai Ji. A low-class woman like you can only be used as a mop in the restrooms at Saturated. At that moment, young Master Kim kicked open the door and said, This is the guy who picked up a black card on the street with unclear money sources. He's suspected of fraud. The investigator spoke up. We received reports that there were irregularities during Saturated's auction. Please cooperate with our investigation. Mr. Liu Nian, we kindly ask you to present your exclusive black card. We need to verify your account. Liu Nian calmly handed over the black card, but inside, she was panicking. Miss Fang, if anything happens later, you have to protect me. Liu Nian thought to herself. Ice Jade Fragrance Peak wrapped herself around Kim Zhou's legs and sighed. I told you, how could someone like him get rich overnight? Turns out this black card was just picked up. How shameless. Still, Mr. Kim sure knows how to handle things. Kim Zhou smugly replied, what else could it be? The game moderators harshly criticized the idle people and those violating the rules. Liu Nian, go sit quietly in the dark room, they said. After a while, the investigator came to a conclusion. After comparison, the owner of this black card is indeed Mr. Liu Nian, and there was no violation of rules. Please take it back. Liu Nian secretly rejoiced. It seemed that Fang had promptly switched the card owner. That's a relief. The investigator warned this is illegal and regulated auction. Mr. Kim, next time you need solid evidence before making any accusations. If you continue to slander others, we'll have no choice but to take you in for education. Ice Jade, Fragrance Peak, and Kim Chow exchanged a look before leaving. Young Master Kim questioned Liu Nian. How did a bug like you get a black card? What kind of trick are you playing? Liu Nian smiled. I love seeing you bark helplessly like this. The young Master Kim, furious, pulled out his weapon and yelled, You bastard, I'll chop you to pieces with one swing. Liu Nian challenged him, Come on, try my new gear. But before he could do anything, the boss woman smacked Kim away. What? She scolded loudly. Still want to make a move here? I'll kill you instantly. Kim began crying, his confidence shattered. The boss woman was too much for him. He grabbed Baiji and ran off. Liu Nian, I'll get you next time. The boss woman firmly kicked both of them out. Get lost, she said, then turned to Liu Nian. Sao Nian, you owe me one this time. How are you going to repay me? Liu Nian awkwardly thanked her for stepping in to help. How about I treat you to a meal? The boss woman suggested, no need for a meal. How about you come to my room and talk? Liu Nian refused. I just had a tough 300-round battle with Miss Fang yesterday. I'm not ready for round 2. I'll be worn out. He backed away, then asked, Wait, you're married, right? The boss woman raised an eyebrow. Are you saying I'm too old? My skills are far beyond those guys you hang out with. With that, she blew softly into Liu Nian's ear. Liu Nian turned to leave. I got something urgent. Next time, for sure. The boss woman immediately grabbed him and kissed him forcefully. A young man needs to understand what's good for him. Liu Nian sighed. Here we go again. The auction house owner used a kiss to probe into Liu Nian's mouth. She had just received news that there might be a magical item hidden in this person's mouth. She had to search for the treasure herself. Suddenly, she noticed the scent. It was the smell of the eldest sister. Wasn't she sealed away at the heavenly abyss? If the scent was here, then it must be there too. Once she realized this, the owner sat down and signaled the servant to relieve her of the pressure. As expected, the scent of the eldest sister was there, along with that of the fox sister and sister Wang, the owner thought. Liu Nian, feeling completely satisfied, muttered, Damn, is this how the wealthy are treated? The owner felt a bit impressed. Apart from Emperor Tian, who else could get the sisters to serve like this? It was said that Emperor Tian worked at the Marriage Registration Bureau in the Celestial Realm, but because he took too many leaves, he was banished to the moral world. At this point, Liu Nian had reached his peak. Damn, I can't hold on anymore, he said, panting. The owner raised an eyebrow. Is the servant's technique not good enough? Liu Nian trembled all over. It's good, it's very good, he said quickly. The owner pulled out a phone. Noble guests who are visiting for the first time probably don't have a way to communicate here. This device has the servant's contact details. You can reach out anytime if you need anything. This place is always respectfully waiting for the noble guests. Liu Nian was a bit surprised. It turns out this world has mobile phones. She had thought it was some kind of sound transmission talisman. The shopkeeper smiled and said, You're quite the joker, noble one. Sound transmission talismans were outdated a long time ago. For long-distance sound transmission, we use phones. For short distances, you can simply use thought transmission. Would you like me to teach you how to use it? Liu Nian quickly pushed the shopkeeper away. So much for keeping her secret. Chu had noticed. That's the Emperor's jade seal. As expected, Liu Nian is the newly appointed heir. She handed Liu Nian a ring and continued. A precious item like this shouldn't be kept out in the open, as it will attract trouble. This is a storage ring that can hold treasures inside, but it's not just any ordinary storage ring. It contains a small magic array that can isolate thoughts from outsiders. Liu Nian eagerly said, Thank you, older sister. Chuvia smiled and replied, No need to be polite, but secretly thought to herself, Older sister, you're my master. The older sister of mine has been suppressed for 10,000 years, and our branch of the clan has fallen to this point. Liu Nian felt uneasy. Could she be from Shen Gong Bao? Is she planning to silence her? Chu Ye reassured her, Don't worry, I have some ties to you. I won't betray you. Liu Nian panicked. Oh shit, she might be able to read my thoughts. Chuhyo whispered, When you're in front of a strong person, it's best not to think too wildly. We can sense what you're thinking. When people pray to gods or Buddha, they're sending out their intentions. Liu Nian flattered her. Sister Q, you're the most beautiful. You're the best. You have amazing skills. Chuhyo was suspicious. You're sweet-talking now, but you don't look like a king at all. Could it be that working in the immortal realm has made you lose your edge? She took out a notebook. All right, enough joking. The world outside this realm is dangerous. You need to be careful. Here's a guide for cultivation. It contains many ancient secrets. Luckily, you met me today. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know how you died. Liu Nian took the book. Thank you, sister. I'll remember your kindness forever. By the way, Sister Q, does Saturated sell information? I want to know the whereabouts of my father and sister. QBS said, actually, aside from selling treasures, we also sell a few pieces of information. I'll make sure to handle that. You'll hear news in a few days. Liu Nian stood up to leave. Then I'll trouble you, Sister Q. I still need to focus on my cultivation, so I won't keep you any longer. Qiu sighed in regret. Well, I won't keep you. I was hoping we could light some candles and have a good chat together. Just then, a rich man walked in. I can stay and chat with you, Boss Q. Yeah, I have plenty of time. Qiu waved him off. Oh, it's you again, you fat pig. Don't you have any shame? Get out. He knelt down. As long as Boss Q agrees, I'll bring out the treasures for my family to give to you. Qiu spat in his face. You shameless scoundrel. The fat man got excited. Boss Q spit tastes so good. Suddenly, he noticed something strange. Wait, today your spit is a little salty, and it even has a bit of a strange smell. Are you sick? I can call a doctor to help. Qiu was furious. Get lost. Liu Nian froze for a moment, thinking to himself, those are my kids. As he reached the door, the fat man blocked his way. Stop right there. Liu Nian was uneasy. He can't possibly know what I've eaten right. Brother, what's going on? The greedy pig wasn't satisfied. Just a regular guy, and yet the boss was willing to serve him so willingly. Liu Nian felt anxious. Dan, you're not being friendly. He wouldn't want to fight you, would he? The pig grabbed Liu Nian's hand and asked, so how did you win the heart of Boss Cubia? You must know the secret to winning a woman's heart, right? Liu Nian was surprised. Hard to change one's nature. You're really just a pig in love. He turned to leave. Sorry, I still need to go kill monsters to level up. The pig followed him. How can something as mundane as monster hunting compare to chasing women? I want to become your disciple. I'm Tian Gang, the head of the Tian Gang Trading Association. We've got resources for cultivation, genius spiritual tools, you name it. Liu Nian thought for a moment. The Tian Gang Trading Association has a good reputation in the black market. If I could get this guy under my wing, I have some serious backing in the business world. He then suggested, here's the deal, but I'm not sure on money. I can buy top-tier items at Saturated already. If you want to learn something from me, at least show me some sincerity. Tian Gang pulled out a pile of goods and said, the prices of goods from my place are definitely cheaper than at Saturated. This is a small token of my appreciation, hoping you'll accept it. Liu Nian smirked. I was just waiting for you to say that. As expected, this fat little kid brought some good stuff. Tian Gang introduced. This is the Fire Talisman and Speed Elixir. Inside, it contains the essence of the heavenly fire, used by the Supreme Elder to refine elixirs. It can burn away evil spirits and demons, along with the speed-boosting medicine that increases your speed tenfold. Master, can you tell me more now? Liu Nian asked, pulling out the 48 Beast Form Scroll. This book recorded the philosophy of the yin and yang of men and women, as well as various martial poses. Up to now, all the techniques have been focused on cultivating energy, strengthening the body, and soothing the mind. Today, Master would pass this knowledge on to you. Tian Gang was excited and thanked his master for the teachings. This is the world's greatest treasure. Liu Nian smiled secretly, thinking, luckily, I had already copied all the poses that Daji taught me. The scene shifted to the forest spirit tree. Liu Nian looked around and noticed the evil wolves would attack in packs of 7 at night. Judging by the numbers, there were probably over 100 of them. System announcement. Speed Elixir has been activated. The evil wolves immediately charged at Liu Nian. This kind of battle was thrilling. One strike and they were gone. System announcement. Congratulations. The player has reached level 20. The job change function is now available. Players can visit the main hall for detailed consultation. Liu Nian thought to himself, the fire talisman from that little pig combined with the speed elixir really works well. I've just leveled up 5 times in a row. However, he realized he was still a jobless player. All the skills he had were limited to level 4, and he needed a class to continue leveling up. First, let's go to the main hall and check it out. The scene shifts to the lobby, where the receptionist asks, hello, how can I assist you? Liu Nian replies, hello, I've reached level 20. Please help me change my class to a warrior. The receptionist responds, I'm sorry, class change failed. Liu Nian feels awkward. Well, in that case, can you change my class to a swordsman? The receptionist answers, sorry, the system shows you don't meet the requirements. Liu Nian, feeling helpless, says, this is ridiculous. Why Why can't I change my class? Could it be because my Zhao Wang status buff, which increases cultivation for 72 hours, just expired? I should probably go back to Xian Yuan and ask Da Ji. He takes out the teleportation jade seal and immediately teleports back to the palace, returning to his Zhao Wang form. Da Ji, overjoyed, says, "My lord, you've returned. I missed you so much. It felt like 3 years, even though it's only been a day." Liu Nian is surprised. "Da Ji, my buff has expired. I came back this time to discuss some matters with everyone." He explains, "By the way, what's the deal with my class change issue?" Da Ji explains, "My lord, you have the royal bloodline of the human emperor. How could those ordinary people compare? I especially prepared the 7 portal spirit fruit for you, which can increase the upper limit for skill learning. However, it requires 3 days of using secret methods before it can take effect." Liu Nian says, "I see. Thank you, my dear." Yu Garen appeared at this moment. There's no need to be formal. Helping the Great King is a blessing for us slaves. Hugh XME hugged Liu Nian from behind. "Great King, don't show favoritism. This time, all of us must be involved." Da Ji spoke. "Great King, actually, during the time you were away, we used cultivation to create a special magical item just for you." Liu Nian was surprised. "Huh? A personal magical item? Da Ji, lead the way, please." Liu Nian was stunned. "Oh no, this magical item, it turned out to be a bed." Da Ji explained, "This item is woven with spiritual power. Lying on it helps to circulate your meridians, balance yin and yang, and will allow your cultivation to be twice as effective." Liu Nian felt a little embarrassed. "Really? This must be a great treasure then." The 3 women immediately began to undress and assume positions on the bed. "The Great King, what are you waiting for? Hurry and cultivate with us." Liu Nian was excited. While others took medicine, he was there to increase his own buffs. Da Ji added, "This isn't just a simple way to boost your power. In fact, we have specially created several cultivation techniques for you, Great King." Hugh SMB moved closer to Liu Nian. "This technique will help you strengthen the 9 openings of your body, making it easier for you to absorb the essence of heaven and earth. This essence is also experienced, and you'll feel that your level up speed will increase. However, right now, you are still immortal. Only by reaching the white level and participating in the trials of heaven and earth can you truly begin the path to becoming an immortal." Liu Nian was surprised, thinking to himself, "If all 9 of my orifices are perfected, I could become immortal." Hugh XME kissed Liu Nian on the lips. "Of course, but first, let me help you refine your oral orifice." Yu Garen and Da Ji were eagerly waiting. "Great King, hurry up and come here. I also want to help you refine your acupoints." Hugh XME paused. The other sisters were waiting impatiently, so they all decided to refine the 3 orifices together. She pushed Liu Nian down onto the bed, and he suddenly felt that this bed was extraordinary. He could feel his kidneys becoming incredibly strong. Da Ji said that the Phoenix Dragon Spring was made using the kidneys of 999 magical beasts refined into the center. A normal person can lie on it for 24 hours without feeling tired. Now, let me help the Great King refine the water orifice in the 9 orifices. Yu Garen also joined in. "I will help the Great King refine the flower orifice." With that, both of them started the refining process. Liu Nian felt excited. "This feels amazing." Hugh XMA sat down on Liu Nian. "The oral orifice isn't perfected yet. The servant will sit down and help the Great King continue refining." The system kept sending notifications. "Progress of oral orifice refinement plus 100. Oral orifice refinement completed plus 100. Water orifice refinement completed plus 100. Flower orifice refinement completed plus 100. Refining successful." After some time, Liu Nian silently thought to himself, as expected, "I have to stay in the Zhou Wang form to refresh the buff. No wonder I couldn't get a hint last time with Miss Fang." The 3 female demons knelt by the bed, congratulating the king. The secret technique for enhancing the core of the deathly forest has reached the intermediate level. Within 72 hours of cultivation, the speed has quadrupled, and I have successfully refined the 3 apertures. Liu Nian said, filled with vitality. "So this is what it means to refine successfully. I can feel my body free of illness, full of energy." Da Ji smiled gently. "That's only natural. The 3 major apertures, the most important ones, have been refined by my 3 sisters. I've also arranged the methods for refining the other apertures properly." At that moment, a beautiful woman entered the room. Da Ji introduced her. "This is my younger sister, the Demon King's disciple, who I took in myself. We are all one family, so you don't need to worry, my king." Liu Nian, still a bit immature, thought to himself, "Damn, this is huge. The proportions of this weapon, kind of over the top." Tian bowed respectfully. Slave Tian Tian greets the great king. Daji, eager, said, "What are you being shy about? The great king values you. That's your blessing. From now on, you don't need to call me master. We'll all call each other sisters. Next, I'll have my sister help you refine your eye apertures. Once you succeed in refining the dual eyes, it will be a priceless treasure, and my sister will certainly serve the great king with all her heart." Tian Tian obediently nodded. Younger sister accepts the command. Daji left, and I excused myself to wait outside, guarding the king. As soon as the door closed, Tian Tian immediately approached Liu Nian, clearly feeling bad for the other concubines. "Your Majesty, please let this humble servant finish training your eyes," she thought to herself, surprised that the king truly respected her. As a practitioner of demon arts, she vowed to dedicate herself fully to assisting him. She then removed her outer garments, revealing her ample chest to Liu Nian. "Your Majesty, I'm here." Liu Nian felt a wave of milk pouring directly into his face, something dripping into his eyes. It was smooth, sweet, and delicious. Tian Tian hesitated for a moment before saying, "If your Majesty likes it, once I've finished training your eyes, I will personally serve you." Liu Nian eagerly replied, "Yes, yes." After a while, Tian Tian sighed, "I'm struggling a bit, Your Majesty. Please, could you ask the king to help me?" At that moment, a phone rang loudly. The boss answered the call. "My lord, we just received some intelligence. The whereabouts were found near Bitchbutt Dam, but the demons in that area are a bit unusual. You should be careful." "Thank you, Miss Q. I didn't expect to get back so soon. I'll head over to Bitchbutt Dam and check it out." Tian Tian, looking regretful, asked, "Your Majesty, are you really leaving?" Liu Nian patted her head. "The king has something to do. Be a good girl, okay?" After saying that, Liu Nian left. Tian Tian, frustrated, muttered, "I can't bear it." Liu Nian handed Tian Tian a melon. "Here, take this for now. I'll be back soon to continue training your eye skills." Sea changes to Tai Fei Mountain at the Bai Bei Lake. Jin Chao and his group were attacking someone based on a report that there was a tip-off in Bai Bei Lake. "Fish monster, hand it over. If you don't give me some valuable materials, I'll come and kill you every day." The one being attacked was Nian Yu Jing. He said, "Masters, I'm just an ordinary NPC. How can I drop any rare gear or materials?" Liu Nian froze. "Damn, but is the fish monster being attacked, my little brother?" He called out to his brother. The fish monster quickly ran over and hugged Liu Nian's leg. "Liu Nian, is that really you? You came for me?" Jin Chao and Bai Ji laughed. "The Wanderer calls you brother? You're not some rich, spoiled brat, are you?" "Don't tell me he actually looks like a mudfish." Liu Nian sighed. "Why are there such a pair of annoying people here? My mom said my little brother and dad were playing the game and got knocked out, so I came to find you guys. By the way, where's my dad?" The fish monster replied, "He and Uncle were fighting monsters up to level 20. When they went to the main hall to change classes, something went wrong. Uncle successfully changed classes, but we were suddenly teleported to Bitchbutt Dam in a way that didn't make any sense. The system also said that I was the reincarnation of the Wanderer. Brother, please save me. The headless insect placed a barrier to trap me here, making me fight with other players who are fishing every day." Suddenly, a fish monster noticed something strange. "Ah, run fast. The boss of this area, the headless insect, has appeared. Level 25, 10,000 HP. A mortal dares to enter my domain. Prepare to offer your essence to me." The group started to stir. "Damn it, the area boss has shown up. It's definitely going to drop some good loot. Perfect timing to test my new gear. If it drops anything good, no one's taking it from me." Liu Nian was skeptical. The nine-headed insect wasn't originally designed as a creature for players to train on. It absorbs essence so players can offer up their energy, and that can only mean one thing. It's related to Shen Gong Bao. "Brothers, let's attack together and take it down." The nine-headed insect issued an order. "Stop!" Immediately, everyone was sent flying. Bai Ji trembled. Just the pressure alone had knocked everyone back. How could a level 25 boss in a small area be this strong? The nine-headed insect laughed. "I've been suppressed for over 1,000 years, and my cultivation has been severely drained. You're just in time to help me replenish a bit of that." The people lying on the ground immediately turned into dried corpses. "I'll digest this for a while. Brothers, capture them and bring them back to the lair for later use." The nine-headed insect's minions charged toward Liu Nian. He quickly pulled out some talismans, thunder talismans, fire talismans, and launched an attack. The nine-headed insect's minions instantly exploded. Liu Nian turned to his younger brother and whispered, "Now, Wanderer, pretend to ambush me so I can escape. I'll figure out a way to save you later." The younger brother nodded. "Understood, big brother." The two people immediately rushed into a fight. My cousin gave the order, "Hurry up, I've got this handle on this side. You guys go over there." Ice Jade Fragrance Peak, feeling weak and worried, said, "What about young Master Kim? Everyone else has already been killed, and there are too many of these little demons. We'll eventually be worn out and die." Kim Chow kept fighting, silently cursing, "Damn, before I had weapons. With just one shot from the firecracker cannon. Even if close combat doesn't work, I can fight from a distance. In battle, you might have to take down the general first. I don't believe I can't wipe out this swarm of insects. Die already." Kim Chow grabbed his gun and shot a large hole through the 9-headed insect. Feeling smug, he said, "See that? That's the power of this technique. This boss is definitely finished." Baiji hugged his leg and sighed in relief. "Young Master Kim, you're so powerful. No wonder you're so much stronger than that useless Liu Nian." Kim Chow, feeling pleased with himself, thought, he's just a useless guy. How could he compare to someone like me? Liu Nian was still pretending to fight with my cousin, thinking to himself, these two idiots think they're playing a game. Wait until later, then they'll know, but for now, I'm getting out of here. At this point, the 9-headed insect was completely enraged, roaring, "Good, you lowly mortal, you've really managed to piss me off." Immediately, Kim Chow turned into a woman, panic-stricken, shouting, "What? Damn, why did I turn into a woman?" The 9-headed insect laughed and said, "My brothers have been working hard lately. It's time to relax a bit." His comrades happily replied, "Thank you, your majesty, for your generosity. We won't be polite then." Kim Chow struggled, shouting, "Get away. Even if I turn into a woman, I'm still a man." The 9-headed insect's allies, still forceful, tore Kim Chow's clothes off, saying, "Our sea tribe also has a way to turn a woman into a man. It works perfectly." A person took off their pants, and since I'm stronger, I'll go first. "Shark, we have 2 treasures. Little sister, let's go until we're exhausted." After that, Kim Chow was flipped over to be dealt with, and Bai Ji was also pushed to the ground. Why not just kill us right away? Why torture us like this? I've never heard of a game with this kind of mechanism. Liu Nian and his cousin were powerless. "My eyes are blinded," Liu Nian suddenly said, and the hostility toward Kim Chow decreased by half. Readers don't look. The 9-headed insect noticed Liu Nian's cousin. "Wanderer, what the heck are you doing? Why haven't you taken care of that kid yet?" The cousin hurriedly pushed Liu Nian away. "We're in trouble," Kim Chow complained, "because they're all in it together." Baiji added, "He's Wanderer's older brother. They're just acting together." The 9-headed insect was furious. "Nice one, you. Then die with humanity." Liu Nian stepped forward to protect his cousin. "Damn it, it's been exposed." He was immediately sent flying. Liu Nian's health dropped sharply. Even with his enchanted cursed dragon cloak, he was seriously injured. The 9-headed insect was truly a mythical figure. If he took this hit, he'd be completely destroyed. Kim Chow and Bai Ji were smug. "Liu Nian, hurry up and come join us in facing the consequences. A pissed-off mermaid still dares to look around? Take a hit from me." Bai Ji quickly grabbed his meat club to deal the blow. The angry shark growled, "I have 2 of these. Let's see who can make her scream louder." Liu Nian took out the Ice Jade Fragrance Peak and immediately restored health 3 times. After using it, Liu Nian's health bar was completely filled again. The system notified that the Ice Jade Fragrance Peak was damaged. Liu Nian thought to himself, these 2 idiots want to drag me down with them. If they survive this, I'll make sure to tear them apart. Right now, revealing my identity might not help. The Imperial Seal of Teleportation. If I don't use it now, I'm definitely dead. I hope I can take my little brother with me. The 9-headed insect smiled. "You are the new emperor. The seal is open." The system announced, "Teleportation failed." Liu Nian helplessly muttered, "It's over. This is really the end." The sea tribe was shocked. "He's the new emperor. He's Zhou Wang reincarnated. I heard that eating his flesh grants immortality." One of the rebels shouted, "That's the monk Tang Sang. A single drop of his essence could enhance your luck for 1,000 years, and becoming immortal would be within reach. This is unbelievable." The group continued to be attacked. "Zhou Wang reincarnated? Does this game have buffs now?" The sea tribe responded, "We are not NPCs in a game. We are demons from the demon realm. If you kill us, we will die for real." Here is a small class on commentary. Why is it that when we were killed by the wild beasts of the game before, we could still revive? Because they were just NPCs in the game created by Jian Ziya. So why is it that now those wild beasts can kill us and we can't revive anymore? Because they are real demons from the demon realm that have entered the game. Real demons can obviously kill people. The small class ended. Please continue following the main story. Kim Chow trembled, still thinking this was just a game. They're real demons, not the beasts set up in the game. We've been tricked by the demons. Bai Ji had reached his limit. Young Master Kim, you need to think of something quickly. This is already the 7th beast. My brain is about to explode. I'm running out of oxygen. The sea tribe grew more excited. So now you realize we're real demons who have entered this game world, huh? Too late now. Just obediently serve your master, and when the time comes, I'll let you enjoy yourselves before taking away my treasure. The system kept announcing, teleportation failed, teleportation failed. Liu Nian was determined. He couldn't die here. The only option was to charge forward recklessly. The nine-headed insect attacks, but even after walking miles, it's nowhere to be found. I gathered the human emperor's essence. Die already. Liu Nian shielded himself with his hand. It's over, but my cousin got there just in time to block the blow from me. Cousin, you should run now. Thanks for coming to save me. Liu Nian's eyes filled with tears as he remembered the time he spent with his cousin. The nine-headed insect shoved his cousin aside, calling him a little fish who didn't know his limits. Next, it's your turn, it said. Liu Nian lost his temper. I'll kill you. The nine-headed insect laughed. Who do you think you are? Just a regular human. I only need one finger to deal with you. Liu Nian pulled out a talisman, but the nine-headed insect sneered. Just some cheap talismans. I can tear them apart. Liu Nian then took out a bracelet, but the fight was far from over. The bracelet's seal activated 3 times, reducing the insect's HP by 1% each time. Next, 3 deadly lightning strikes hit, each reducing its HP by 1%. Then, the Phoenix Fire Needle followed. The sea creatures in the distance were in chaos. Why is the prince being suppressed by a mere human? Can this artifact really keep triggering endlessly? The nine-headed insect's HP continued to drop, losing 1% each time. Kim Chao and Bai Shi were shocked. Impossible. How does Liu Nian, that useless fool, have so many treasures? The helpless girl cried out, Please, Liu Nian, you must kill that monster and avenge us. The merman immediately grabbed her and killed her. The noise was deafening. The others watched in fear. The nine-headed insect smiled. You think these useless trinkets can hurt me? The gap between a mortal and a cultivator is something you will never bridge. Liu Nian continued his attack. Damn it, the nine-headed insect remained calm, holding that rusty sword as if it could challenge me. Does it think it can make me laugh to death? Suddenly, his entire body froze. Ah, what? Taking advantage of the moment, Liu Nian struck down. The sea creatures were stunned. Could he really be immortal? The prince consort had been a demon who achieved immortality thousands of years ago, yet he was injured by a mere human. Liu Nian thought to himself, I just use up all the charms and magical items that Fat Pig gave me to keep the pressure on. Finally, I managed to make the nine-headed insect freeze for half a second. Even though the Dragon Phoenix sword hasn't awakened yet, the power I still have should be enough. I need to finish this quickly. The nine-headed insect, enraged, shook off Liu Nian's attack. If I hadn't been suppressed for 1,000 years, even if you were the newly crowned emperor, you wouldn't have been able to harm me. Let me show you the gap between a mortal and a true immortal. Liu Nian wasn't intimidated. Then let me use this rusty sword to cut through that so-called gap. Liu Nian's health kept dropping by 5%, but his attack power and speed were increasing. The nine-headed insect realized something was wrong. He was burning through the essence of the human emperor. At the blink of an eye, Liu Nian sliced off one of the nine-headed insect's heads. Meanwhile, in a hidden cave, Shen Gong Bao sensed it. The new emperor, you've finally shown up. Back to Liu Nian, the crowd cheered. We're saved. Liu Nian killed the legendary demon. The sea creatures laughed. You guys are celebrating too soon. The severed head of the nine-headed insect slowly started to regenerate. The new emperor, I underestimated you. But from now on, I won't give you any chance. Liu Nian thought to himself, this brat actually sacrificed one of his snake heads to regenerate the human head I chopped off. Looks like my attack wasn't enough after all. Damn, I'm completely out of energy now. Nine-headed insects attack. You're nothing but a mere mortal, no different from a tiny ant or a worm. Yet you managed to injure me. Even if I chop you into 1,000 pieces, it still won't erase the anger I feel. Liu Nian made no attempt to resist and simply closed his eyes, accepting it. Father, cousin, at this moment, a massive force comes rushing in to kill the nine-headed insect. Don't even think about harming my lord. The nine-headed insect yelled out, unwilling to accept its fate. System notification. Congratulations to the player for helping defeat the wild boss, nine-headed insect. You have obtained the nine-headed insect's essence pill, which has leveled up from 20 to 24. This high-grade essence pill, formed from the inner core of a great demon, can be used to activate and refine magical treasures. Liu Nian was curious. How could a single strike have killed the nine-headed insect so easily? Who exactly was this person? The one who just killed the nine-headed insect was Wen Zhang, who was once the grand tutor of the Jinseng family. He died fighting for them, and his soul was later absorbed by the deification table. He was eventually promoted to the Nine Heavens Response Origin Thunder Clear Universal Transformation Celestial Venerable. Wenzhong knelt down. I, Wenzhong, failed to arrive in time to protect the king. Please forgive me, your majesty. I never imagined I would have the chance to meet you again. At this point, the Sea Tribe was completely wiped out, and two other figures quickly appeared. I am Zhang Guifan, the general of the Great Chang Qinglong Battalion. I humbly asked to see his majesty. Liu Nian was shocked. Wasn't this the famous Zhang Guifang, known for his incredible horsemanship? He single-handedly defeated dozens of the Western Zhou's best warriors, Nan Gongxi, Xin Jia, Huang Ming, and Zhu Ji. He was even ranked among the top 10 undefeated generals of the Western Zhou. In the end, he was defeated by his own soldiers, and his soul was forcibly sucked into the deification table, where he was later promoted to the Celestial General of the Sacred Gate. The other person was Zhang Ku, the great general of the Shang dynasty. He respectfully asked to meet the emperor. Liu Nian thought to himself, this is the same Zhang Ku who had once hunted down the Earth King. Both he and his wife had been loyal warriors who died for the Shang dynasty. It's hard to believe that after 1,000 years, the high-ranking officials of the Shang dynasty are still so loyal to the new emperor. In a way, it feels like I've been given another chance at life. Thank you all for your help. Please calm down now, Liu Nian said. At that moment, his cousin, weak and frail, called out, Cousin, help me. Liu Nian turned to Wenzhong and the others. Can you save my cousin? Fang immediately gave the cousin a medicinal pill. Don't worry, your majesty. After taking this restorative pill, he'll be fine in no time. The evil energy in his body will be gone, and he'll be fully restored to his former self, Fang assured. Soon after, the cousin fully recovered. Cousin, I'm better now, the cousin said happily. Liu Nian expressed his gratitude. Thank you, General Zhang. Fang replied humbly, Your Majesty, please don't mention it. It's nothing, really. Wenzhong added, all of us have entered the deification table. Our souls are bound by the table's restrictions, so we can't act independently in the immortal realm. It's truly unfortunate. Zhang Ku spoke up, we, your humble servants, are trapped by the deification table. We hope that, Your Majesty, you will ascend to immortality soon, so you can help us break free from these chains. Liu Nian confidently said, everyone, please stand up. From now on, I'll definitely work hard on my cultivation so I can reach the highest level as soon as possible. Oh, and I still want the generals to take me to the dungeons for a bit. After that, I'll just stand by the door and enjoy the crazy level-up treatment from the boss. That's when I'll really soar to new heights. Wenzhong replied seriously, Your Majesty can't think like that. The path of cultivation must be taken slowly, step by step. It's the only way to do it right. Liu Nian hesitated. All right, I was just saying that off the top of my head earlier. I'll make sure to focus on my training. Zhang Ku asked, Your Majesty, what should we do about the other survivors? I suggest we kill them all to prevent them from exposing your identity. The others gasped in fear. No, please don't. At this point, Kim Chao, back to normal, begged for his life. We didn't see anything. We don't know anything. Liu Nian thought for a moment. If we could erase their memories, there would be no need to kill them. Just wipe their memories and that should be enough. I'm limited by the game's system, so I really can't kill other players. If Wenzhong kills these commoners and the deification table detects it, it could bring disaster to them. Wenzhong, Guifang, and Zhang Kui looked at each other before kneeling down. Your Majesty, you are wise, Wenzhong said, activating his third eye. The group immediately fell into a deep sleep. I'm so sleepy, they murmured. The system announcement sounded, players present have encountered Liu Nian at the Bichba Dam, and all their memories have been erased. Once Wenzhong and the others left, the situation here was resolved. To avoid being detected, we shouldn't stay for long. I wish the Emperor would quickly reach the peak of his training and ascend to immortality. Liu Nian also said goodbye to his cousin. Now that you've recovered, you can return to the beginner village and continue your training. I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave first. His cousin happily replied, Thank you, cousin. I'll work hard to level up my cultivation. The scene shifted to the demon realm, where the order talisman had shattered. Who killed my consort? Who was it? Princess Wansheng, daughter of the Wansheng Dragon King from the Baibai Lake and wife of the nine-headed insect, had been thrown into the demon realm after being suppressed by Zhu Beiji and others for obstructing the journey to obtain the scriptures. Her soul was now trapped there forever, unable to turn back. Wansheng left, saying, I need to go out for a while. You all prepare yourselves. Once I uncover the truth, I will definitely avenge my consort. Whoever killed him must die. The scene shifted back to Liu Nian. He silently realized that he had forgotten to tell the others about Shen Gong Bao. Never mind, I'll tell them next time we meet. The danger this time made him realize something important. He needed to quickly increase his strength. With that, the Jade Seal activated, and he teleported away. Scene shifts to the porch of the tomb. My dear consorts, the king has returned. 3 women greeted him. Your servant humbly greets the great king. Liu Nian said, my consort, please stand. Where is Daji? HUXME replied, Your Majesty, my older sister said she needed to prepare the essence for warming the acupoints in the inner palace, so she couldn't come to greet you. Please forgive her. Liu Nian looked at Tian Tian. If that's the case, then I'll continue training my eyes as I didn't finish last time. With that, he pulled Tian Tian into the room. Tian Tian was extremely pleased. The Great King is really amazing. System notification. The eye acupoint training has been completed. You've learned the basic skill of fire eyes and golden eyes. Liu Nian felt full of energy, as if his eyes could strike down anything in the world. This was really something. At that moment, Daji walked in. The Great King has finally returned. Daji has been in the inner chambers for half the day. Liu Nian pulled Daji into his arms. You've worked so hard, consort, helping me with the training of the 9 acupoints. Tian Tian blushed. Your Majesty, I will take my leave now. Suddenly, a beautiful woman appeared at the door. Who was she? She stepped in. Your servant is Shuai Ning. I humbly greet the Great King and wish him eternal health and peace. Liu Nian curiously asked, Daji, who is she? Daji replied, My lord, you don't know. She's a spirit from the Eastern Sea. The first drop of her blood is very special. It allows a person to hear all the subtle sounds in the world. It took me a long time to find her so she could serve you. Liu Nian had a nosebleed. I see. So how do we get it? My lord, Daji said, As you know, I have been working hard for this, but would you like to have some blood now? Daji took out a ceremonial vessel. My lord, the first drop of Shuining's blood is very precious. It cannot be contaminated. We must carefully collect it using the vessel and jade urn. Liu Nian pouted. Are you saying that means I'm dirty? Daji smiled. My lord, please don't be angry. Would you like to try collecting it yourself? Shuining quickly positioned herself on the bed. I was just a small spirit before. Being able to help you, my lord, is the greatest honor. Liu Nian smirked. A small scene. Liu Nian uses the vessel. Are we ready? Here I come. Shuining trembled. It hurts, my lord. It hurts so much. Liu Nian spoke gently. Relax, it will hurt more if you're tense. You'll feel more comfortable if you just let go. Daji saw Shuining trembling uncontrollably and hit her on the back. How can you not handle a little pain to serve the king? Liu Nian reassured her, My beloved, don't be upset. It's my technique, not you. Shuining hesitated. Thank you, my king. It's my fault. Let me try harder, she thought to herself. The king is so kind. Liu Nian continued, All right, this time I'll do it stronger. Try to endure a bit more. After a moment, Liu Nian successfully collected Shuai Ning's blood. It seemed to be her very first drop. Shuai Ning had endured a lot. I'll reward you generously in the future, he promised. Shuai Ning asked with hope, My king, does that mean there will be a real reward later? Liu Nian called Daji, who had already filled half the vial. My king, Daji said, You should rest your head on my lap so I can finish the final part of the process for you. She held the jade vial up to Liu Nian's ear. Are you ready, my king? I'm starting now. Liu Nian felt a cool liquid slowly flowing into his ear. The sensation was extraordinary, like he was in a fairyland. The sound of celestial music echoed in his ears, and all the noise of the world seemed to vanish. System notification. The ear refining technique has been completed. You have learned the basic skill of wind flow ear. Once everything was ready, Liu Nian asked, I've successfully completed the refining process. Now there are only 2 acupoints left, 1 at each nostril. Has my beloved consort prepared anything for this? Daji replied, I've already made the necessary preparations. Please, your majesty, follow me. Daji then went to where HUXME and Yu Gairen were. Sisters, have the Linglong fruits been properly preserved? HUXME responded, Of course they have. We just need to fetch them. As soon as Liu Nian saw the Linglong fruits, his eyes lit up. These are the Linglong fruits used to refine the acupoints in the nostrils. I remember Daji mentioning something about increasing the skills I've learned to their highest level. I wonder just how much they can be improved. HUXME explained, the Linglong fruit needs to be refined before it can be effective. Your Majesty, please focus on the acupoints in your nose. Liu Nian took a deep breath, inhaling the fragrance of the delicate fruit. It had a refreshing scent of seawater, and as he smelled it, he felt a sense of comfort and joy. Suddenly, golden spheres appeared around Liu Nian. A beam of light spread throughout the room. A system notification sounded, Congratulations, all 9 of your acupoints have been successfully refined. You have unlocked the royal key. This method can raise the skill cap by 6 levels. Liu Nian was overjoyed. This is perfect. I couldn't advance before because the skill cap was only 4, but now with 6 more levels, I can reach max level. Does that mean I'll be the strongest from now on? Not only will I be able to use all my skills, but I'll also have maxed out abilities. This is what it means to be a true expert. 3 Divan girls bowed and congratulated the great king on successfully refining the 9 orifices meridian. They expressed their hopes that he would become truly unstoppable in the future. Liu Nian smiled and thanked his loyal companions, saying, "In the future, I will focus on cultivating my strength and do everything I can to free all of you from the Xian Yuan tomb." Just then, the system sent a notification. "You have an event update. Please check your system interface." Liu Nian tapped to open the display. A new message appeared regarding a Glory Continent event. A large-scale dungeon will reset in Wanming Valley at 9 o'clock a.m. tomorrow. The featured rewards include Ming Bing Stone and Han Yuan Guk Swan Yuan Steel. Hugh XME pointed toward the list and noted, "These are crucial materials needed to forge the Long Phoenix Sword." Liu Nian nodded, replying, "Exactly. In that case, I'll head to Wanming Valley and do my best to secure those materials and forge the Long Phoenix Sword as soon as possible." Scene shifts to the Valley of 10,000 Echoes, where Princess 10,000 Saints is filled with a murderous rage. Hearing Shen Gong Bao's words, she learns that her husband, the prince consort, has been reincarnated by Zhou Wang along with Wen Zhong to carry out a brutal massacre. Although Wen Zhong is temporarily out of her reach, she is determined to capture Zhou Wang and tear him apart, skinning him alive. The scene shifts to a time before this where Princess 10,000 Saints, enraged, demands Shen Gong Bao, "Who killed my husband?" Shen Gong Bao sighs deeply. "Princess 10,000 Saints, please try to calm down. Your husband, the 9-headed insect, was stationed in the 3 Lagoons, a place that was supposed to be incredibly safe. But unexpectedly, among the group of players, there was someone with a reincarnation of Xin. He burned the blood essence of the human emperor, which led Wen Zhong and his group to kill your husband. It's truly a tragic loss, and I am deeply pained by it. I originally thought Wen Zhong would wipe out the remaining mortals to protect the secret of Zhou Wang, and that we could use the power of the Divine Ward to control them. However, when I sent my subordinates to investigate, the surviving players had not yet died. Princess 10,000 Saints grows impatient. If that's the case, why didn't you capture all the players near the 3 Lagoons and force them to reveal Zhou Wang's whereabouts?" Shen Gong Bao sighs again. It's easier said than done. Wen Zhong used a spell that caused all the players at the scene to lose their memories, and Zhou Wang has already fled. 10,000 Saints said, "It seems that Zhou Wang is being very careful. They'll probably stay in the shadows for a while." Shen Gong Bao reminded him, "Don't rush. Tomorrow, the Valley of 10,000 Echoes dungeon opens. It's filled with rare materials, and I'm sure Zhou Wang will be interested. The blood of the human emperor is incredibly valuable. If you can help me uncover Zhou Wang's true identity, the Celestial Master will reward you generously. Eternal youth or immortality would be just a small part of the prize." 10,000 Saints smile. "The Valley of 10,000 Echoes dungeon, I understand." Shen Gong Bao thought to himself, before the Celestial Master shows up, it's better to be cautious. I might get a match for those old gods who owe me favors. I'll let her scout ahead, and I'll go talk with the 7 Saints of May Mountain. Then he stopped 10,000 Saints. "Princess, please wait." The scene shifted to near the Valley of 10,000 Echoes. 10,000 Saints Princess was thinking, "First, I'll pretend to be a regular player and listen to the thoughts of these mortals." Note, powerful beings like great demons or enlightened immortals can hear the thoughts of lower-level mortals. At that moment, Liu Nian also arrived at the Valley of 10,000 Echoes. The previous battle had almost revealed his identity, so he knew that with so many people involved in the dungeon activity, it was best to stay careful. He decided not to use the Dragon Phoenix Sword for now. He couldn't handle everything, so he focused on gathering some items first. Liu Nian called out, "Isn't that Master Liu Nian? What brings you here?" Liu Nian replied, "Little pig, I need to buy some items for the dungeon." Tian Gang agreed. "All right, there's a new batch of items. Master, take a look and see if any of them catch your eye." The screen displayed a list of props being sent. Liu Nian reviewed them. "We can't use the Dragon Phoenix Sword casually, so let's prioritize the battle talismans. You decide, but all right, let's go with 50 of these for now." Tian Gang happily replied, "You're so generous, Master. Give me a spot, and I'll send them over to you right away." The player, Liu Nian, had paid 10 million, and his delivery was on its way. Please accept it when it arrives, and don't forget to leave a 5-star rating. Tian Gang expressed his gratitude. "Thanks for your kindness. I'll add an extra item for you, a strength-boosting prop that can save your life at a critical moment." Liu Nian opened the chest. "All right, thanks in advance." Tian Gang continued, "Wait, don't hang up yet. I finished reading the Hu Yao 48 techniques you gave me last time. Is there anything else? Liu Nian replied softly, I'm kind of busy right now. I'll find something for you when I have time in a few days. Okay, thanks again, master. At this point, Fang Qi gently approached from behind. Liu Nian, where have you been? You didn't even answer your phone. Liu Nian quickly hung up and stopped talking. Someone called. I'll call you back later. Liu Nian said to Fang Qi, I suddenly found out where my father went missing, so I rushed over right away. Fang Qi asked, Oh, is the money I gave you not enough? Liu Nian replied, It's enough. Fang Qi, are you joining the dungeon activity too? Who are the two people behind you? The system displayed the characters. Xu Meiqiao, warrior, level 22. Hexu, archer, level 21. Fang Tai introduced them. These are my close friends, Su Meiqiao and Hexu. We're still looking for teammates. Meiqiao asked Fang Qi, Do you know this kid? Fang Qi winked at Liu Nian. He's the live-in son-in-law at my place. He's really strong too. He's the one who defeated the rare Ginseng monster. Maybe we should let him join the dungeon. Hexu and Meiqiao were surprised. Huh? This is your husband. Fang Tai emphasized, he's just the live-in son-in-law. Liu Nian introduced himself. Hello, I'm Liu Nian, a freelancer. He thought to himself, the people with Fang Kai should be fine. Hexu disagreed. What? We're lacking a control mage. This kid is just a level 24 free player, and he hasn't even changed his class yet. His control skills are only level 4. He can't control small monsters. He'll only slow the team down. Meiqiao was skeptical. I've seen plenty of glory players, but you want to be a free player. Do you have a skill like Heavenly Secrets Dispersed? You'll see how weak you are later. I don't get why Miss Fang even values you. Liu Nian felt uneasy. Why do these two people seem so hostile? Have they been hurt before? The system displayed favorability towards Liu Nian, 0. Wan Sheng appeared and said, If you're short on teammates, how about forming a team with me? Fang Qi was eager, saying a level 26 female mage. Her outfit doesn't look bad either. Ice Magic is a powerful control type, definitely one of the best applicants for the team. Hexu and Meiqiao happily welcomed her, saying, Our team is just missing a mage. Come join us, big sis. We're like family here, and when items drop, we'll split them evenly. Wan Sheng asked Liu Nian, Handsome, would you like to come to the Three Lagoons? Liu Nian immediately activated his specialized skill, the Fire Eye Golden Star. He could see Wan Sheng's true identity. Wan Sheng was a level 26 princess, the daughter of the Wan Sheng Dragon King from the Three Lagoons at Chaos Stone Mountain. She was the wife of the 9-headed insect who had been suppressed by Zhu Beiji for hindering the journey to fetch the scriptures. Her soul had been cast into the demon realm, unable to escape forever. Liu Nian was confused, thinking to himself, Three Lagoons, where is that? He also thought, this girl is really beautiful, with a slim waist, a full chest, and a curvy figure. She's hot. Note, having seen through Wan Sheng's identity, Liu Nian knew that those with high cultivation could easily probe the thoughts of mere mortals, so he deliberately thought random things to confuse her. 10,000 Saints Kin Tang, Du Sel Bo Thoi Tha, Cut Ra. Liu Nian felt heartbroken. This girl is so strange. 10,000 Saints trembled. Today, I listened to the hearts of hundreds of men, and not a single one is decent. If it weren't for the fear of the heavenly soldiers and generals patrolling, I would have sucked all of you dry by now. Fang Qi questioned, How dare that ugly thing touch my men? Liu Nian stepped in to mediate. Sorry, let's go. We have a more important dungeon to tackle. 10,000 Saints quickly stopped them. Wait, aren't you short one wizard? Actually a wizard. I was just joking earlier. Please let me join your dungeon. In her heart, she seethed with resentment. How dare you call me ugly? You will all die. Once we're inside the dungeon, I'll kill every one of you. Cut to the entrance of the Valley of 10,000 Echoes, where Zhang Guifang said, The major dungeon, Valley of 10,000 Echoes, has opened. Players can now enter. Everyone was excited. Look, that's the Tangmen Star Lord. How can someone this handsome be called the Tangmen Star Lord? Zhang Guifang was heartbroken. This is too much. Once the Great King transforms into a saint, I'll definitely set fire to the Divine Board. Otherwise, I'll forever bear the title of Tangmen Star Lord. To explain further, Zhang Guifang had sacrificed himself for the country. His soul was absorbed by the Divine Board. After being taken in by Jiang Ziya, he was granted the title of Tangmen Star Lord upon using the Divine Board. The players began entering the Valley of 10,000 Echoes, where the resources that drop were limited. Everyone hurry up. I have to get those rare materials. We need to enhance the magic artifacts. Fang Qi urged. The first one in there gets it. We can't fall behind. Move fast. Zhang Guifang noticed the female player, Wan Sheng. This player has an unusual aura. I need to check it out. Suddenly, Huang Ti and Kang appeared. You, 3-gate star, didn't pay attention. Where do you think you're going in the dungeon? Zhang Weifang was startled. Huang Ti and Kang. Huang Ti and Kang scolded. You have guts, 3-gate star. I'm from the Big Dipper, one of the leaders of the Tian gang, and you dare call me by name? He continued, let me add, I'm the star of the heavenly direction, Huang Ti and Kang, general of the Western Chu army, one of the 4 sons of the Martial City's king, Wang Fiyu. I've killed major generals like Fang Lin and Dao Ying and subdued armies. Zhang Guifang was eventually captured and executed by the armies of the Shang dynasty. Zhang Weifang angrily responded, what's there to be afraid of? If it wasn't for all of you surrounding me back then, you alone would have been nothing. Huang Ti and Kang laughed. You remnants of the Shang dynasty today, I'll show you the consequences of offending me. At that moment, Naja appeared. Enough! Making such a ruckus till you have any dignity left. It's been over 1,000 years and you're still dividing factions like this. Now, everyone is working together to maintain order for the heavenly court. Don't make the world laugh at us. Huang Ti and Kang quickly lowered his head. You're right, 3rd Prince Naja. After Huang Ti and Kang left, Zhang Guifang reported, 3rd Prince Naja. Just now I noticed that there seems to be a demon hiding among the players entering the dungeon. I was planning to investigate, but was stopped by the celestial guards. Naja immediately left. I've also heard that demons have infiltrated the smaller worlds recently. You stay here and keep watch. I'll go check it out. Scene transitions to the dungeon Valley of 10,000 Echoes. Fang Qi was skeptical. This is strange. There were so many players just now, so why are there only a few of us after entering the dungeon? Liu Nian explained, the system of the Valley of 10,000 Echoes dungeon is quite unique. It has an elimination mechanism that randomly assigns each small group to different areas. Only those who reach the final boss at the last floor can participate in the group battle. Before we came here, Dev Ji gave me detailed information, clearly explaining the situation in the dungeon. This place is far from Princess Wan Sheng, so she probably can't sense my feelings. The only reason she's here is because Fang Qi called her strange and ugly. There are celestial soldiers and generals outside, so she's too afraid to act. I purposely stayed behind Zhang Guifang earlier, but Fang Kat pulled me into the dungeon. Do you think Zhang Guifang noticed? If I had known earlier, I would have directly used the life-saving bagua. If I called out her name, Princess Wan Sheng, it would expose the fact that I have the Fire Eyes golden pupils, which can see through demons. Those demons would definitely target me and try to kill me. But I still have a backup plan. I'll first use the Fire Eyes golden pupils to check if there are any demons hidden among the NPC monsters in this dungeon. If they are just regular NPCs, I can let them kill me, and I can revive to avoid trouble. In this situation, with my strength unknown, it's best not to directly confront any major demons. Liu Nian activated the Fire Eyes golden pupils and saw all the monsters ahead. Good, they're all real NPCs. My cow said, wait a bit, I'll leave the small monsters, and then you, the mage, freeze them all. Hexu agreed, right, and we need to use the blizzard attack on the small monsters to slow them down. Princess 10,000 Saints suggested, leave it to me. I'll do my best to fight alongside everyone. She thought to herself, once we go a little deeper, I'll take care of all of you and drain you dry. Fang Qi warned, the miasma is getting thicker. Everyone, be careful. The first wave of monsters is approaching. Up ahead, the Ghost King was preparing an ambush. Fang Qi took the initiative to attack. During this time, I did my best to join the fight, and my level increased quite a bit. Mai Chao and Hak Su were no slouches either. They were just dealing with spirits and ghosts. With a flurry of strikes, Princess 10,000 Saints used a blizzard storm, killing most of the Ghost King's forces. Fang Qi encouraged, our attacks are working. A little more effort, and we'll wipe out the entire Ghost King's army. Liu Nian smiled. The time has come. Just before we entered the dungeon, I bought some power-up items to test the area of magical poison water. The plan to wipe out the group began, but things didn't go as expected. This doesn't make any sense. Why are there more and more monsters? Explaining further, Liu Nian was holding a monster summoning potion. Its special scent attracted the small monsters to gather around them. Daji's small class began. In the previous session, the Demon King had successfully trained his eyes and could now see through the true identity of Princess 10,000 Saints who came from the demon realm. In the game, if players are killed by NPC monsters, they can respawn. However, if they are killed by a demon infiltrating the game, they can never come back. So, the Demon King wants to trigger the dungeon's wipeout method to avoid being killed by Princess 10,000 Saints. Mai Chao and Haksu were scared. Kid, are you blind? That's not a poison swamp. It's a monster-sucking trap. Your stupid teammate just wasted too much energy, and now they're definitely gonna die. The Princess of 10,000 Saints quickly used her ice magic to wipe out all the small monsters. Hexu admired her. Mage, you're amazing. You killed all those monsters in just 1 or 2 seconds. Mai Qiao agreed, acknowledging that she truly lived up to being a level 26 mage. The Princess of 10,000 Saints smiled. Don't be polite. It's just what I'm supposed to do. I'm excited, but I can't let you all get killed by these NPCs. Hexu and Mai Qiao turned to scold Liu Nian. You're level 24 and you didn't even check the item description. You're useless. Go back and study again. You almost got us wiped out. I want you to go crash your head into a wall. Fang quickly stepped in to smooth things over. Sorry. This kid's head's not working today. He's causing everyone trouble by using random items. She then reminded Liu Nian, next time, read the item descriptions carefully. Don't make mistakes like this again. You're part of my team, so don't mess things up and get me killed. Liu Nian nodded obediently. Got it. I'm really sorry, Miss Fang. Mai Qiao and Hexu warned him, we'll let you go this time because of Miss Fang, but if you mess up again, you're out of here. The mage sister added, let's go. No need to argue with that idiot. Fang led the group, saying the boss is getting closer. Powerful monsters could appear at any moment, so everyone stay alert. As soon as he finished speaking, the level 26 Lord of the Mountain appeared. Look what I found, fresh prey coming right to my door, it said, its voice booming. The Lord of the Mountain was huge, its body covered in thick, blood-stained threads. It immediately lunged forward, ready to devour anyone in its path to gain more power. The boss quickly grabbed the weapons of Fang, Hexu, and Mai Qiao. My gun. Give me back my sword. My talisman. They shouted in frustration. Liu Nian acted quickly, following the rules, and cast a fire talisman. The Lord of the Mountain smirked. You think a few weak talismans can defeat me? You should just accept your fate and become my nourishment. It used its threads to bind Liu Nian and the 3 beautiful women. Mai Qiao fumed. Damn it, get away from me. Liu Nian, feeling helpless, responded, I don't want this either. Fang urged Liu Nian, think of something fast like last time. If the Venerable Saint gets angry, we'll have to use a big move. The Lord of the Mountain dares to mess up my plans, it's dead. Bitch Beizai handed over his sword. With one strike from the Venerable Saint, the Lord of the Mountain was pierced through and died instantly. Everyone cheered, yes, we made it through. 1 hit and the boss is dead. This is amazing. The system announced, congratulations, player has defeated the Lord of the Mountain, the boss of the dungeon. The event has begun. Fang pointed and said, everyone look, that's the entrance to the boss level. Everyone was excited. They've finally reached the boss level. I've come here for the rare materials. Suddenly, Liu Nian signaled everyone, hurry up and go. The Princess of 10,000 Saints smiled. Sorry, none of you are going anywhere. Mai Qiao and Hexu questioned her. Liu Nian, what are you doing? In front of my sister, a powerful mage. Stop this right now. Liu Nian responded, you 2 idiots, don't you understand yet? Do you really think a normal level 26 mage could defeat the boss in 1 strike? She's a demon from the demon realm who sneaked into the game. If she kills us, we'll actually die. That's why I wanted to wipe out the whole group and have everyone respawn in the dungeon. The Princess of 10,000 Saints was impressed. So you actually have the ability to recognize demons? I've really underestimated you. The system reminded them. You cannot use any teleportation items in the Dark Realm, nor can you leave by any other means. You can only eliminate the demons summoned from the Dark Realm in order to break the domain. Mai Qiao was worried. I knew from my family that this game allows players to cultivate into immortals, but I never heard of real demons. Are they just NPCs created by Jian Ziya, harmless to players? Hexu anxiously said, yesterday I also received a notice from my family. They told me that demons have infiltrated the game world. If you're killed by them, you won't be able to respawn. They warned me to be extra careful, and now I can't believe we're running into them here today. During Daoji's class, the water god opened the divine board to recruit heroes to the heavenly court. They instructed their descendants to send elite members into the game to train with the goal of eventually earning a position in the heavenly court. Whenever major events occur, they would also remind the younger generation through dreams. My dear grandchild, the ancestor of the Ha family, the master has instructed me to notify you. Demons have sneaked into the game world. You must be very careful, because if you're killed by them, you will die for real. Remember this well. Fang apologized. Liu Nian, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you earlier. Let's focus on dealing with this demon first. Once we get through this, I'll make it up to you. Mai Qiao regretted. Hexu and I are both sorry. As soon as we take her down, you can do whatever you want. Liu Nian asked eagerly, are you serious about that? Hexu blushed. Yes, we're serious. Hurry up and think of a way. Show us your true skills or we'll all die here. At this point, there was only one way left to survive. They hoped Fang Ke's earlier words about being very strong were true. The 10,000 Saint Princess immediately swatted away Liu Nian and his group. You're just a few ants. Do you still think you can defeat me? How delusional. Go die. Mai Chao, in a panic, asked, Is this the true power of demons? Liu Nian was also shocked. I can't believe such a simple wave of her hand has so much destructive power. The 10,000 Saint Princess smiled. You're just mortals, and you dare insult me. All of you go die. Liu Nian took out a magical artifact, a defensive mirror, modeled after Zhu Beiji's mirror. Little pig, so you're relying on your artifact. A demon like her can't be handled by a regular player. The three of them hurriedly said, We need to hide behind a shield. Don't act rashly. The 10,000 Saint Princess commanded, Break it for me. Liu Nian turned to Fang Ke. If we stay here, we're definitely dead. I have to go outside and try one last time. Maybe there's a slim chance of survival. Fang Ke disagreed. No, I'll fight with you. Liu Nian said, Fang Ke, forgive me for being blunt, but after that last move from the 10,000 Saint Princess, I can see that you can't fight her. If you go outside now, you'll just get in my way. Fang Ke started crying. Fang Ke swore, I was born for Liu Nian, and when I die, I will be a ghost of Liu Nian. From this moment on, I am officially your wife. Liu Nian stepped out of the barrier. I understand. Mai Chao and Hakshu trembled, holding each other tightly. He stepped out of the defensive circle. If we can't defeat them, we're going to die. The Myriad Saint Princess smiled. Don't worry, I'll push you forward. Soon, your souls will be offered as my sacrifice. The scene shifted to a high point nearby, where Naja was observing Liu Nian. Interesting. This mortal isn't scared at all of the demoness. I want to see how he'll fare against the Myriad Saint Princess. Liu Nian used the thief technique, the shadow battle cloak, to fight back, followed by the Taoist flag, the electric talisman, and the magician technique, the great fire dog. The Myriad Saint Princess's defense started to weaken, and finally, he used the ninja technique, the shadow clone, combined with the warrior technique, and the wild insect charge, delivering continuous fatal blows to the Myriad Saint Princess. Mai Chao was surprised. Is this how free people fight? It's so powerful. Haksu said, It's useless. Free people don't have a class. The highest skill level they can reach is level 4, so they won't be able to do any real damage to the Myriad Saint. Naja smiled. That's right. Free people can learn all kinds of skills, but the highest level they can reach is only level 4. The damage they deal to someone above level 20 is almost nothing. Could this kid really be that clueless? Immediately, Naja's attitude changed. What? How is this possible? The clothes of the 10,000 Saints Princess were torn to shreds. Fang Ke was stunned. What's going on here? Is he really that powerful? Is my man really this strong? Mai Chao and Haksu were overjoyed. That's the great demon from mythology. Liu Nian was just an ordinary person, yet he was able to defeat such a great demon? That's incredible. Liu Nian, we were wrong. The 10,000 Saints Princess's body trembled. Damn it, that damn bug of a mortal actually dared to hurt me. You're just a free people with only a level 4 skill. How could you deal such high damage? Liu Nian proudly responded, Who said my skill level is only 4? I'm a free people unlike any other. After Liu Nian successfully trained his 9 orifice acupuncture point, he unlocked the Emperor's key skill. This increased all combat skill levels by 6, meaning each skill was now at level 10, fully maxed out. System message. Congratulations on successfully training the 9 orifice acupuncture point. You have unlocked the Emperor's Key. This skill increases the upper limit of all your combat skills. Liu Nian happily said, I don't have 8 class change skills with a limit of 4, but with an additional 6 levels, they're all maxed out. From now on, I'm the strongest free people, aren't I? Not only can I use many more techniques, but they're all at max level. I'm a true, glorious expert. The Princess of 10,000 Saints was furious. I don't care what kind of free people you are, you're going to die here today. Hurry up and die for me. The sky turned dark. Naja felt uneasy. This is bad. Fang Ke, Mai Chao, and Haksu were all worried. Honey, be careful. Grandpa, be careful. Liu Nian thought to himself, this attack is really powerful. If I hide behind the defense, it could end up hurting them. Fang Ke threw out a magical artifact. Darling, take this. The system announced the activation of the Wind and Thunder Feather Strike artifact. The Princess of 10,000 Saints kept attacking. It's useless. As long as my death serpent locks onto you, there's no doubt you're going to die. She thought to herself, and as for those women over there, once this guy dies, I'll capture them and send them as gifts to my subordinates. Then I'll strip them of everything. That would be the only way to satisfy my anger. Mai Chao and Haksu were terrified. We're done for. We're definitely going to die. Fang Qi reassured them. We have to trust Liu Nian. He will definitely defeat the Princess of 10,000 Saints. Suddenly, from a distance, Liu Nian's weakness was struck. Oh no, my chrysanthemum. Fang Qi thought to herself, Liu Nian will be fine. He just wasn't careful. We can't just stand here doing nothing. We need to cheer him on. If there's a chance, we should use our magical artifacts to help Liu Nian win. The Princess of the 10,000 Saints frantically chased after Liu Nian. Was this kid a mouse or something? How could he possibly escape? As they flew, Liu Nian coughed up blood, and everyone grew worried. What's happening? Why is Liu Nian spitting up blood? The Princess of the 10,000 Saints smiled. Earlier, that kid was bitten by my heavenly serpent. My serpent's bite is venomous, so the poison must be spreading by now. Liu Nian quickly recovered. I'm fine. I still have my blood replenishing pill. I can't keep running. I need to find a way to fight back. Could it be that the Wind Thunder Warrior doesn't have any special abilities? In Liu Nian's mind, he remembered the warning from the Princess of the 10,000 Saints. It's useless. If my heavenly serpent locks onto you, you're as good as dead. Liu Nian risked everything. This was his one chance. He activated his most powerful technique, the Heavenly Cataclysm, and used his Wind Thunder Warrior's abilities to unleash 3 consecutive strikes, triggering hidden effects that dramatically increased his speed. System notification. The Wind Thunder Warrior has been dispelled. Liu Nian smiled. As expected, the Wind Thunder Warrior had a special skill. Combined with the power of his Heavenly Cataclysm, Liu Nian quickly took control of the Princess of the 10,000 Saints. He hid behind her to deceive the Heavenly Serpent. The princess's system notified the original target is out of sight. Target lost. New target acquired. She refused to believe it. Impossible. And just like that, she exploded into pieces. The system notification read, the effect of the dark domain has been lifted. Combat status canceled. The protective shield from the 8 Immortals defense simulation has been dispelled. Everyone was excited. We won, we won. Naja smiled. This little kid not only managed to master all the skills in Jian Ziye's game, using just basic spells, but also managed to trigger the properties of a magical item 3 times in a row. It seemed like he had a natural talent in his bloodline. With his current attack power, it would be very difficult to quickly defeat Princess Wansheng. Luckily, it was his idea to aim for the left and strike the right, which allowed him to land the attack. System notification. Congratulations, the player has defeated Wansheng and received a demon pill, as well as a Ming Ice Stone. Liu Nian thought to himself that the Ming Ice Stone was one of the old Dao items needed to activate the Long Phoenix Sword. Now, all that was left were the Chaos Origin Jade and the Swan Yuan Iron. Fang Qi and Haxu rushed over to hug Liu Nian. Sweetheart, Liu Nian is so handsome. How about you come live with my family? We could become a big immortal cultivation clan. Mai Chao admired him. You're so strong. Would you be my master? Then we could interact even more. Fang Qi scowled. Hey, have some decency. You have to be careful with friends. Watch out for thieves and friends alike. Liu Nian could only marry into the Fang family. She kissed Liu Nian on the lips. Thank you for saving me, but remember, I'm yours. Hexu and Mai Qiao watched, fuming. Liu Nian said, now that the fighting is over, let's first use the healing items to recover, and then we can head to the final boss level. At that moment, Naja appeared. Not bad, a free-to-play player only level 20, and yet he managed to defeat a powerful, legendary demon. This kid really is a genius. Liu Nian became cautious. Who are you? Naja looked confused. I'm in this outfit. Don't you guys know who I am? Everyone was surprised. It's Naja, the third prince. Naja walked closer. After watching him fight, he felt the kid had some real potential. How about becoming my little brother? I'll take care of you from now on. Liu Nian was taken aback. Could this Naja, the third prince, be into men? Note, Long Yang Chi Hao is a term used for homosexuality. Naja was angry. Hey kid, what are you thinking? Has no one told you that you shouldn't think such things in front of immortals? The others were confused. What's going on here? Fang Qi knelt down. Your Highness, the third prince, Liu Nian, isn't from a cultivation family. He's just started playing the game and doesn't know the customs of this world. Please forgive his rudeness. Naja lifted Liu Nian's shirt. I'm not hurting him. It's just that the poison from the purple dragon inside him is acting up. If it's not treated, it'll die. Everyone was shocked. So he was poisoned by the dragon earlier. Fang Qi was worried. Your Highness, the third prince, Liu Nian is in danger. Do you have an antidote? Naja said, yes, it's possible, but this medicine of mine can only remove the poison that's entered the muscles. The poison on the outside still needs to be cleaned by Eaver cells. Only then can it fully heal. Fang Qi pleaded, please, third prince, tell us how to clean the external poison. I'm willing to do anything, as long as it saves Liu Nian. Naja smiled. It's simple. 3 people need to work together to gather their inner energy and use their tongues to gently lick the wound. Your inner energy will gradually wear down the poison and eliminate it. Fang Qi, Mei Cao, and Haixu blushed lick. Liu Nian had been bitten on the butt by the poison, and if they weren't careful, they might end up licking the wrong spot. Haixu reminded them, Liu Nian saved our lives. It's only right that we help him cleanse the poison. Fang Qi spoke sincerely, Mei Cao, I know this is uncomfortable for you, but considering the bond we share as sisters and the fact that Liu Nian saved you earlier, I hope you can help. Naja quietly observed them. From the energy he sensed from the 3 of them, he could tell they each carried the aura of the legendary healers and warriors from the old myths, one from the line of the divine General Miao Gan, and the other 2 seemed to be descendants of Xian Gu, a Taoist immortal. These girls must be their descendants. General Fang Xiang, a famous general from the Yin Zhao Wang's palace and a merchant from the Western Banner, had fallen in battle during the 10 Greats. He was later appointed by the Divine Board as the god of opening the road. General Chu Mao Gong, another great general from the Tang dynasty, had been honored by Emperor Taizong for his contributions in pacifying the world and was granted the surname Lai. Xian Gu, one of the 8 Taoist immortals in folklore, was said to be able to use lotus flowers to cross the sea, bring rain, and eliminate epidemics. Mei Cao hesitated and said, all right, as long as Fang Kai doesn't get jealous. I'm afraid I won't be able to stop myself from licking that spot of his. Naja, frustrated, snapped, are you guys still trying to stave him or not? The kid is about to die. You can't expect me to go and lick him, right? At that moment, Liu Nian's blood pressure dropped significantly. Fang Qi said, it's too late now. First, let's remove his lower half armor so we can treat the poison. As soon as they took his pants off, a strange light radiated. Mei Cao was surprised. It looks like the Rui Jingu Bang, a magical staff, but why would Liu Nian have it hidden in his pants? Naja replied, that's not the Rui Jingu Bang. It's just Liu Nian's water outlet that's been polished and refined. But the fact that it's developed such a strange phenomenon means this kid has a rare dual cultivation talent. If we could dual cultivate with him, our spiritual energy would increase rapidly, our experience would double, and our souls could be tempered as well. This kid is a true dual cultivation genius. Mei Cao and Haixu were excited. A true dual cultivation genius. Fang Qi, annoyed, urged, stop standing there like idiots. Hurry up and save him. Everyone began gathering their spiritual energy to the tips of their tongues as the system announced that it was purging the toxins. Mei Cao smiled. With his strong, impressive physique and his thick veins, just like the 3rd prince said, he really is a dual cultivation genius. Haixu reminded, hurry up and focus on cleansing the poison. Stop looking around. Suddenly, Haixu touched the wishing staff. I just touched it once, just once. What kind of ultimate dual cultivation immortal item is this? Fang Qi snapped. What are you 2 doing? If you don't focus on treating him, Liu Nian is going to die. I know what you're thinking. If Liu Nian comes back to life, I'll share him with you. Mei Cao and Haixu eagerly asked, really? You better not regret it. He's a legally eligible bachelor who's just come of age. We can't wait any longer. Fang Qi promised on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays he's all mine. The rest of the time, you 2 can split him. Mei Cao and Haixu protested, no way. We'll draw lots to decide. Fang Qi disagreed, don't be unreasonable. Liu Nian is my husband. The fact that I'm willing to share him at all shows my dedication. Haixu and Mei Cao chimed in, we want to marry him too. This game world doesn't require monogamy. At that moment, Liu Nian started to recover. Why can't the 4 of us cultivate together? He asked. Immediately, the 3 of them, Fang Qi included, gave Liu Nian a good scolding. Fang Qi, worried, asked, are you okay? Don't tell me the poison is still there. Naja fed Liu Nian a pill. He's fine now. After he takes this pill, he'll be healed. System notification. The death poison has been completely eradicated. Naja said, consider yourself lucky to have met me. Since you're here, it's decided. You'll be one of my subordinates. Liu Nian hesitated, but Naja cut him off. No refusals. I need some face too. Take this. It's my basic technique. With so many rich women supporting you, you're probably not lacking gold. Now go. I've got other places to patrol. The system displayed that this was one of Naja's specialized magical treasures. This item had been temporarily created by Tai Yi Zhenren. Naja's brute's attack weapons could cause widespread damage, and this treasure made of golden threads was a financial asset. Naja left his usual fur cloak shimmering with the colors of dusk, untouched by the moral world. He left a mark on Liu Nian's lower back. Kid, if anyone dares to bully you in the future, just show them this lotus mark. Train hard. I'm waiting for you. Liu Nian groaned, great. How am I supposed to show a mark on my lower back? Meanwhile, Naja reflected on his patrol. It was a nice coincidence to run into the kid his mother had asked him to look after, and even better to see another little drama unfold. It was all quite amusing, but the kid's talent wasn't bad either. The scene shifts to the past, where Madame Anne assigns a task to Naja. A few days ago, Master Wen came to ask me to have you take care of a player named Liu Nian. Master Wen rarely asked anyone for help. Naja, can you help him out this time? Naja agrees. Okay, mother, you can leave this to me. Right now, Liu Nian has the lotus seal I've given him. If he encounters any danger, the lotus seal will help him hold out for a while, so I can consider the task you assigned to me as complete. The path to immortality is very dangerous, and I hope he makes it to the end. After that, I'll continue my patrol. I've heard that a group of demon rats from the demon world is sneaking into the game world, and they need to be dealt with. The scene shifts to Lanru Temple, the final boss level of the Valley of 10,000 Echoes. The Yuming Guild, ranked 168, appears. A member named Su Zai Wen, a level 23 swordsman, speaks up. I've heard that demons have been sneaking into the game world recently. The young master should be careful. Xiao Yan Mo, the president of the Yuming Guild, a level 24 soul summoner, responds calmly. It's fine. Aren't you all here? Besides, we are descendants of the great Emperor Fang duo. With our bloodline and our innate abilities in the underworld, we can deal with these small fry. The Emperor of Fengdu is the leader of the underworld, the lord of the gods in hell. All demons and evil spirits in the world fall under his control. At this moment, there was a strong aura of killing intent ahead. The black and white twin assassins, members of the underworld guild and a level 23 mage, immediately set up defenses. Young master, be careful. A group of level 24 zombies charge forward, attacking. With the black and white twin assassins here, you won't be able to harm the young master. More and more zombies appeared. Su Zai Wen immediately drew the Mystic Ming sword, launching hundreds of swords in a single strike, wiping them all out. Hong Zhu, an elite member of the Spirit Guild, level 27, ranked 6th in the guild standings, appeared. He clapped his hands, clearly impressed. Daji's brief lecture led hundreds of guilds in the game's miniature world, with 6 major guilds at the top. Vermilion Bird, Dominance, Imperial Court, Peach Blossom Nest, Rampage, and Spirit. Hong Zhu's teammate reported, Little guild leader, I've investigated. They're a newly formed guild not even established for long. The guild only has 6 members and is ranked 168th. Hong Zhu smiled. Outside the top 100, and they only have 6 members. He glanced at the chests of the 2 black and white assassins. I am Hong Zhu, younger brother of Hong Jin, president of the Spirit Guild, one of the 6 major guilds. Everyone respects me and calls me Little Guild Leader. I have my eye on you too. I thought to myself, a newly established guild like this will definitely be eager to latch onto a big power, and when the time is right, I'll find a chance to deal with these 2 sisters. Hong Zhu wore a lewd expression. The young beauties in front of him pushed forward and leaned back. Just follow me, and you can have all the resources you want, said a proud member of the Spirit Guild. You're so lucky to be favored by our guild leader, Hong Zhu. We're one of the 6 largest guilds on the entire server. One of the 6 biggest guilds. Do you know what that means? It means our progress in the game is ahead of everyone else's by a step. We have access to intelligence, resources, and equipment. No one would dare to randomly PK you when you're out in the wilderness. How great is that? Plus, our guild leader used to freely wander the Sacred Kingdom University to study game strategies and is someone who can easily break through different dungeon levels. Soon, they'll be promoted to vice president. Xiao Yan Mo stared coldly. You looking for a death wish? The black and white twin assassins were radiating murderous intent. Get lost now. Hong Zhu trembled in fear. What do you want? I'm a citizen of the Free Nation and my brother is the president of a super guild. The Spirit Guild member angrily shouted, You guys refuse a drink that's offered to you, but you're asking for a penalty drink? What's the meaning of this? You think you can mess with the younger brother of the president of the Hong Guild? Just wait until your guild's experts become the targets of our PKs. By then, don't even think about leveling up in the wild map anymore. I only regret not being a woman so I can serve the young guild leader better. Suddenly, a brick flew straight at Hong Zhu's head, and he panicked. Who's the coward who doesn't know martial ethics and attacks me from behind? Protect me now. The Spirit Guild member yelled angrily. Which trash dares to hurt a member of our Spirit Guild? Liu Nian smiled. It seemed the secret skill he had just learned wasn't quite mastered yet. The golden brick didn't hit the big brute, but instead struck the small shrimp. What a waste. The system displayed current gold deducted 500,000, skill basic golden brick acquired, a PvP skill in the game. Throwing it during a PA results in a 500,000 gold penalty. Hong Zhu fumed. Who are you? Your guild is just a tiny one ranked 168th. I suggest you mind your own business. Liu Nian took a stance. I've always loved stepping in when I see injustice, shouting when I see wrong, and acting when it's time to act. With that, he threw the brick directly at the 3 members of the Spirit Guild. System notification. Current gold deducted 500,000 x3. Liu Nian felt heartbroken. Every time that golden brick flew away, it cost her 500,000. Was this rank 168 even worth trusting? Just now, as a precaution, I used the Fire Eye Golden Crystal to check these 4 people. It showed that they were all from Fengdu City, but their professions had a special prefix hidden that masked their true roles from Fengdu. The system displayed one after another. Xiao Yanmo, summoner from Fengdu City. Su Zai Wen, swordsman from Fengdu City. Black and white twin swords, sorcerers from Fengdu City. According to the cultivation handbook given to me by Sister Qin from the Bao Plot Tower, it mentioned that some of the elites from Fengdu's circle could use spirit magic to summon divine beasts. Some could even resurrect and bring back heroes from history. The people entering the miniature game world were all the elite of their respective races, so they were bound to have such abilities. Their rising ranks were only a matter of time. Moreover, once they reached a high enough level, they could very well become immortals in the underworld. I could also ask them to help extend my parents' lifespans a little bit. I really need to hold on to these powerful allies. I can't let them slip away. A member of the Spirit Society groaned, holding his head. It hurts so much help. Hongzhu shouted angrily, "Don't panic. This skill costs a lot of money. Let's use our magic tools to kill them and see how much he can burn through." Fang Qi smiled and said, "Is that so? The Kuaishan Corporation of the Fang family?" Mai Chao added, "And my Daitang Food Corporation." Hexu joined in, not to mention the Hef family's martial arts academy. When these 3 came together, they formed Liu Nian's powerful business empire, and we would provide Liu Nian endless cash to use. The members of the Spirit Guild were shocked. The Fang family with the Kuaishan Corporation, Mei Qiao with the Tang Food, and the Ha family with the Martial Arts Academy. These 3 major families were top tier in Huaxia. How could this be? Liu Nian smiled and said, "Let's see which one I should take down next." The system originally subtracted 500,000. The basic golden brick skill and the PvP skills passed on to Liu Nian by Naja. When engaged in PvP, 500,000 in game currency would be deducted. Liu Nian looked at the member next to Hongzhu and said, "It's you." Hongzhu, furious, snapped, "You little brat, don't push it. Even though the 3 families are rich, this is a game world now. Big guilds for the real power, the warlords. Do warlords fear the rich?" Liu Nian immediately used the golden brick to take down all the members of the Spirit Guild. Really? The system kept sending notifications. HP 0 initially reduced by 500,000. The Spirit Guild members disappeared one by one and their equipment dropped. This was the power of money. The people around him trembled in fear. This kid took down the vice president of the Spirit Guild. He's dead for sure. Quickly informed the Spirit Guild. The old man sighed, "Youth is full of energy. Sometimes stepping back can open up new possibilities." Liu Nian regretfully picked up the equipment, throwing out several million in one go. His heart hurt a little. Even though his beautiful and capable friends were all very rich, if this kept up, his stomach would get worse and worse. He could only eat soft rice. No, he had to rely on himself. Maybe he could recover some health by picking up this junk. Fang Qi said, "Honey, stop picking up trash. It's just a few million. Throw it away if you don't want it. I prefer giving you money to spend. The more you spend, the happier I am." Mai Cao smiled and said, "All you need to do, Liu Nian, is focus on perfecting your body and becoming a saint. No matter how much money our families will invest in you." Hexu hugged Liu Nian. "Liu Nian, you should come to my house and be my son-in-law. Don't worry about a few million, even a few 100 million. It's all yours." Fang Qi warned, "Don't try to take advantage of this. Liu Nian is mine." Liu Nian felt helpless. So this is what it feels like to be taken in by a wealthy woman, huh? The 2 sisters, Black and White, approached. "We are the Black and White duo. Thank you so much for your help." Liu Nian smiled. "No need to be polite. This is something I should do." Xiao Yanmo also expressed her gratitude. "Thanks again for earlier." Liu Nian introduced herself. "My name is Liu Nian, and these are my teammates from the harem." Xiao Yanmo observed, "Your free people level isn't high, but that move you just used was clearly Taoist magic. This person isn't simple, and their character seems pretty good. Definitely worth getting to know." Both Liu Nian and Xiao Yanmo had the same thought. Let's team up and take down the boss. Then the 2 shook hands. Su Zai Wen, Xiao Yanmo's subordinate, spoke up. "The boss of the mountain, the old demon of the La Ruoxi temple, has thick health and high damage, but our current team lacks a defender who can take the damage. We're probably going to struggle against regular damage as well." Liu Nian smiled. That's easy. The team for La Ruoxi Temple is limited to 10 people, so we can just invite a tank to take the damage. The system displayed in the World Channel recruiting for the team. Our team is missing 2 tanks. Equipment and materials will be distributed based on dice rolls. Fang Ke pulled out 2 golden cards. Tanks who want to join can find Liu Nian to get into the team. Each person will get a 1 million subsidy. The other's eyes lit up. Oh wow, no wonder she's so rich. I'm a tank, but my character's only got a blue quality. Bro, let me in, big boss. Let me in. I've got thick blood. Pick me. Hongzhu threatened. I'm watching to see who's dumb enough to join them. Anyone who joins that bastard's team is going against the Spirit Guild. If anyone dares to accept their invite, I'll make sure more than 10,000 members of our guild put their ID on a blacklist. If they see you, they'll kill you on sight. And don't forget, our guild has an assassin ranked #1 in the server. No one can escape his pursuit. The other side joking that messing with the Spirit Guild meant being hunted forever. It wasn't worth it. Money wasn't easy to come by, and offending a big guild made it hard to go anywhere. Fang Ke quickly tried to convince them. Anyone want to join? I'll pay right away. The others hesitated. Hongzhu smiled. It's useless. They all know that earning money this way is pointless if they don't live long enough to spend it. This is the real power of the Spirit Guild. Mai Chao and Haksu were furious. You dare threaten others to team up with us? If you're so tough, why not PK? I'll beat the teeth out of you. I'll remember you, that I won't let this slide so easily. Hongzhu said casually, I admit that your families are very wealthy, but in this world, it's not just about money. You also need power and influence. We have so many members like that, and just one of them spitting would be enough to drown all of you. Liu Nian replied, it's fine if we don't have a tanker. I've figured out a way to clear the level. In fact, we might even break the record for completing it. She thought to herself, I am the strongest free agent, plus I have the armor that boosts both physical and magical defense and a skill that lets me take damage above my level. I can even heal myself. Clearing this dungeon will definitely be no problem. Hearing this, Hongzhu and the others burst into laughter. Listen to this, Hongzhu said. She says she can break the record and get the special reward. This is what you call a ridiculous boast. Xiao Yamo said, Brother Liu, I believe in you. Let's give it a shot. Hongzhu interrupted, wait a second. Why don't we make a bet? If you manage to clear the level, I'll kneel down and bow to you. And from now on, I won't let anyone from the guild cause trouble for you. But if you lose, it's simple. Let these 2 tall ladies join my guild. Xiao Yamo warned, don't even think about it. Hongzhu grinned smugly. What's wrong? Didn't you say you trusted him? What now? You don't have faith in your own brother Liu. All I'm asking is for them to join my spiritual guild. I've got the best tanker. At this moment, Fan Wen Cheng, a level 28 warrior from the Spirit Guild, appeared. Everyone was in awe. Wow, he's fully equipped with Blood Bowl purple quality gear. This is amazing. The strongest tanker set under level 30. Hongzhu smiled and said, did you see that? After joining our guild just 1 week and he's already the strongest tanker among the newbies. Joining a big guild gives you a future. These 2 girls joining our guild, that's their fate. I won't treat them poorly. Liu Nian then threw a gold brick toward them, saying, all these little punks everywhere are the same. Nothing but trouble. The system notification, which had initially deducted 500,000, immediately knocked Wen Cheng out. Hongzhu couldn't believe it. How is that possible? You brat, you're done for. You've ruined my plans 1 too many times. I want to make sure you never leave the safe zone again. Xiao Yanmo spoke up, Brother Liu, this is a matter for our guild. Don't make trouble with the Spirit Guild. They have the top-ranked assassin in their ranks. Liu Nian advised, don't agree to their bet. I just can't stand these little punks bullying others with their power. He then thought to himself, I wonder if pressing the lotus flower on my rear end has any real effect on ordinary people. Xiao Yanmo said, black and white, I believe I can handle the dungeon, so I'm willing to accept this bet. The black and white twin assassins nodded in agreement, following the young master's instructions. Xiao Yanmo continued, all right, I trust Liu and I'm confident we can clear this dungeon, so I'll take the bet. However, you must promise that once we clear the level, you won't use the power of your Spirit Guild to seek revenge on me. Hongzhu smiled, of course. I swear to the heavens, if I break this promise, I'll be struck by divine fire and never be able to reincarnate. At that moment, thunder suddenly roared from the sky. The others were confused, wondering why there was lightning out of nowhere. The system prompted, do the players wish to challenge the final boss of Lanrui's temple? Liu Nian smiled. If Xiao Yanmo had accepted the bet, he might as well take the opportunity to break the record, boost his reputation, and set the stage for recruiting members to form a guild in the future. The participants quickly entered the teleportation circle. Hongzhu smiled. No tankers, yet they want to clear the level. Once these girls join my guild, I've got plenty of tricks to win them over. The scene shifted to the final boss level of the Valley of 10,000 Echoes. The system reminded players. An ancient black mountain demon is guarding the Lan Ruoyu Temple. Defeating it will reward you with powerful items and boosts, strengthening the player's abilities. Xiao Yan Mo said, according to my research, the boss at Lan and Huozi will use a powerful move every 30 seconds. If there isn't a tank in the team, we'll be instantly wiped out. So, to ensure safety, it's best to have both a primary and a secondary tank in the team to alternate using their life-saving skills to block that big move. Liu Nian reassured him, don't worry. When the time comes, we'll focus our firepower, and I'll use my ultimate skill to absorb the damage. Don't forget, my class is free people. Xiao Yan Mo looked worried, but Liu, your skill is only level 4. You'll need someone to heal you. I have a very special bloodline talent that allows me to switch to a hidden class, either summoner or healer. If you don't mind, I can help heal you. Liu Nian threw his arm around Xiao Yan Mo's shoulder. It's fine. Just focus on your skills. I can heal myself. We not only want to complete the dungeon, but we also want to break the time record. Xiao Yan Mo blushed a little. All right then, I'll follow your lead. He used his summoner skill to summon a hell imp. The imp grinned and said its usual lines when it appeared, Boss, can't you even defeat this one? System message, Hell Imp, a demonic creature that can unleash attacks like hellfire. Daji's brief lecture. There are a total of 10 professions in the game Glorious Battle for Supremacy. Warrior, swordsman, ninja, mage, priest, monk, Taoist, summoner, marksman, and rogue. Among these, the professions that can serve as tanks are the warrior and the monk. In other words, the main character, Liu Nian, just happens to have 2 life-saving skills, one from the warrior and one from the monk. The cooldown time for each skill is 60 seconds, and they can be used interchangeably. At this moment, a wave of dark power appeared. The black and white twin serpents were on high alert. Young master, be careful. Finally, a boss appeared. The system prompted, the boss ahead is the Black Mountain Old Demon. Would you like to watch the introductory video? Liu Nian selected yes, thinking to himself, it's probably better watch it. Maybe I can find more clues for the strategy from this video. I can also use my fire eyes to see if they are really demons. Ni Xiao Kan and Ning Kai Chen are lovers. They, along with the Black Mountain Old Demon, come from the story of Liu Zai. The Black Mountain Demon hugged Ni Xiao Kan from behind. Ni Xiao Kan, you don't want Ning Kai Chen to be eaten by me, do you? He slowly started to remove Ni Xiao Kan's outer robe. The Black Mountain Demon, not there. He bit into her neck, muttering, don't, but your body is being honest. Ni Xiao Kan resigned. Please no. As Liu Nian was watching, he sensed killing intent from 3 people, Fang Qi, Mei Cao, and Hak Su. He decided to skip the introduction video as there didn't seem to be any useful clues. Liu Nian thought, forget it, it's time to prepare for the attack. Xiao Yan Mo, who was also watching, quickly turned away. Liu Nian thought to himself, that old man Jiang Ziye must have watched a lot of pig movies, because this game doesn't make any sense at all. At the same time, the Black Mountain Old Demon, level 28, appeared. This is the territory of my Demon King of the Underworld. I want your souls to stay here forever in the Lan Ru Temple. A bit more about the Black Mountain Old Demon. He was the Demon King of the Underworld. Originally, he was a black mountain in the underworld that had cultivated into a spirit. With profound power, he was both the Demon King among demons and the King of Ghosts. Liu Nian activated the Fire Eye Golden Crystal system to display the Black Mountain Demon, a level 28 NPC boss for the dungeon. Everyone was ready. This Black Mountain Old Demon was just an NPC in the game. I was part of my dad's Golden Gaming team, so I have a lot of experience with multiplayer games. Everyone follow my lead, prepare to release the monsters. Hi-bye, Xiao Yan Mo, and Ha Chu. You'll stand at the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock positions, 30 steps away from the boss. The melee team will attack from behind the boss after 5 seconds. Liu Nian rushed forward, using a combination of the warrior's mocking charge and the priest's electric body spell to control the Black Mountain Demon. I've set up the aggro, so I'll take the boss. The higher the aggro, the more the boss will target me and ignore the other players. Next up were Hai-Bai's twin assassins. They combined their Ice Blast and Fireball spells, while Hexu attacked with Spirit Energy bullets. Fang Qi and Mai Qiao quickly moved in on the Black Mountain Demon, using their sword techniques, Mystic Ice Dragon Dance, which matched perfectly with my 4 directions, Heaven Shattering Slash. Next, Xu Zai Wen practiced the Infernal Fire Sword technique. Xiao Yan Mo asked anxiously, Brother Liu, are you sure you don't need any treatment? Liu Nian smiled and reassured him, I'm fine, just watch me. The system notification sounded. Revitalization Technique level 10 restores 3% of maximum HP. Xu Zaiwen and Xiao Yan Mo were both shocked. How is Revitalization Technique at level 10 even possible? You can only learn it at level 10 after changing your class to Priest. Liu Nian smiled again. That's not all though. There's also the Sacred Word Healing Technique. The system notification popped up again. Sacred Word Healing Technique level 10 restores 20% HP to the player. My child imagined the scene, marveling at Liu Nian's constant, flawless movements. It was amazing. Its precision almost took her breath away. Fang cheered, "Brother Liu Nian is unstoppable. We should keep going and give it our all." Liu Nian warned, "Back off in close combat. The boss is about to use a big move." Black Mountain immediately pushed back Liu Nian's team and unleashed a powerful strike. Liu Nian quickly defended, the warrior skillfully blocking the attack while he steadily backed away. The mage knew he had to pull the monster out of the crowd, otherwise people would start losing health. A light injury could be healed with a potion, but anything worse would be a problem. Liu Nian took a hit from Black Mountain's attack, losing 50% of his HP. He quickly cast the Holy Word healing spell. The first big move from the old Black Mountain demon is over. Let's keep going, everyone follow my lead. After some time fighting, Liu Nian warned again. This is the 6th big move from the Black Mountain demon. We need to use the Martial Monk's life-saving skill this time. Black Mountain's killing intent was overwhelming. You mortals, feel my wrath. The surrounding people were immediately affected, their health dropping steadily. Liu Nian quickly activated his priest skill, the Soul Shield for all teammates. System notification. Level 10 Soul Shield for all envelops all teammates in a Soul Light sphere, reducing 30% of damage with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. That shield actually absorbed the damage from Black Mountain's big move, but our health is low, and even with the 30% damage reduction, the next big move could wipe us out. Xiao Yan Mo was amazed. The healing amount is insane. The system just notified that HP dropped by 50%. Holy Word healing spell activated with a 60-second cooldown. Liu Nian wiped off the bloodstains. Just now, he almost had to reduce the number of team members. This was likely the Black Mountain Old Demon entering Phase 2. Healing the team would take time to recharge, and next time would be even harder. But he had seen his dad play Warcraft, and his dad had killed the boss even after all his teammates were wiped out. In this game, he's the strongest free person, so there definitely won't be any problems. Xiao Yan Mo said, "Brother Liu, even though you've mastered all the basic beginner-level immortal skills, you're still just the strongest free person within the game's limits. But I'm a buff player and I can summon power beyond the game's scope. That's why I'm willing to take on this bet." Jian Ziya had divided the basic beginner-level immortal skills and the top 10 career skills in the game. The main character, Liu Nian, had mastered the top 10 career skills. This meant he had also mastered all the basic beginner-level immortal skills. Xiao Yan Mo summoned the Imperial Hearing Spirit Beast. In the name of the Demon Lord, with the power of the Spirit Realm, obey my call. Imperial Hearing Beast, appear now. The Imperial Hearing Beast, a spiritual creature hiding under the altar of Earth deity Xidigarba, had the ability to sense everything in the world by listening to the hearts of people. It was especially skilled at hearing the unity of movements among a group of wild beasts, the calm and synchronized rhythm of their entire pack. The black and white duo were worried. Why would the young master summon it? If he can't summon such a powerful spirit beast, he'll suffer a backlash and his innate bloodline will be damaged. "Young master, stop!" Liu Nian said in panic. "What exactly is going on here?" The spirit beast let out a roar, releasing an overwhelming pressure that affected everyone present. "It was a little brat like you who summoned me?" Xu Zaiwen quickly shielded Xiao Yan Mo. The DEITY was the divine beast mount of the great Tathagata Bodhisattva, and to think the young master was able to summon it. Xiao Yan Mo was bleeding. His energy was still lacking a bit, and he was experiencing some backlash. The black and white duo immediately knelt down. "Great DEITY, we humbly ask for your help." Meanwhile, on the battlefield, the fight was still raging on. Haishin grinned confidently. "You're finished." Liu Nian stood firm, increasing his martial arts skill. The bell shielded the Divine Lummo Gold, and the second phase ultimate move was almost ready. The second stage boss is still very strong, so it looks like breaking the record for clearing the level is still going to be tough. Everyone, keep going. The three elders immediately followed, agreeing. The scene shifts to Xiao Yan Mo. "I've prepared a gift for Lord DEITY." DEITY was still sitting, angry. "How bold of you, youngster. Do you think I can be bribed by you?" Xiao Yan Mo pulled out a chicken leg. "This is a gift I've prepared for you, Lord DEITY. Surely in the underworld, you don't have enough? If not, I still have more." DEITY was immediately swayed. Fine, since you're the descendant of Emperor Fang, I'll reluctantly help you this time, but don't expect it again. Oh damn, this is really good. The scene shifts to Liu Nian. He's been blasted away by the Black Mountain, his health significantly reduced. Damn, it hurts so much. His healing skill isn't available anymore. He takes a medicine, and then, just to give you a glimpse of what a Free People player can do, he casts a mage skill, Fireball. The scene shifts back to Xiao Yan Mo. I respectfully ask Lord DEITY to take action immediately. DEITY replied indifferently. Why the rush? Isn't it just a puppet created by Jian using the soul of a demon? You mortals are so weak. He observed Liu Nian. This kid with the Free People class is a bit interesting. He's mastered all the basic beginner-level immortal techniques. Also, it seems I can smell the scent of a king. Daji's class and the career skills in the game were actually reworked by Jian based on beginner-level immortal techniques to help players find their direction. Jian deliberately set the career skills so that they could only be leveled up to level 4, hoping players would focus on studying their character's profession carefully. Additionally, the Emperor's hearing is very sensitive. It had previously helped distinguish between a real and fake beauty monkey king, so it could vaguely sense that Liu Nian was the true heir to the throne. The Emperor's hearing brought out a beast theory, the Earth Seal, and the Black Mountain detection, identifying a new enemy. The boss sensed a huge threat. The hate points that Liu Nian created earlier couldn't hold the boss back. The boss will automatically attack any enemy that poses a significant threat. The Black Mountain was quickly controlled by the beast control technique. Damn it, the Emperor's hearing is here. The boss puppet in this game is so realistic. There might still be a trace of consciousness in its spirit. I can't help you kill it. If the immortals find out that I helped you defeat a monster, I get punished when I return. You can deal with the last 10% of its health. Liu Nian smiled. This is a great chance to finish it off. With only 10% health left, we can use the execution skill. Where the boss's health drops below 10%, players can use the highest damage execution skill to finish it. The black and white combined their attacks. It died. Fang signaled. Hurry up, we might break the record. Mai Chao and Hak Shu immediately sprang into action and it was clear. With everyone working together perfectly, the Black Mountain was completely destroyed. Is it over? My eyes are filled with nothing but darkness. System message. Congratulations to the following 8 players for successfully defeating the Black Mountain Old Demon boss of the Dark Fog Valley. Liu Nian, Fang Shu Mei Kiao, Su, Xiao Yan Mo, Su Zai Wen, Black and White Twin Serpents by Black and White Twin Serpents High. Time taken, 9 minutes and 6 seconds, breaking the dungeon record. A lottery draw is awarded. The angry couple, Baiji and Kim Chao, grumbled, Liu Nian, how can he be so strong? That one-eyed freak actually broke the record for clearing the dungeon. Cut to the dungeon entrance, where everyone was buzzing what's going on. No way. They cleared the dungeon? Wow. And they broke the time record too. Remember, this was the record set by the core team of the guild last month. The most important thing is, they only had 8 people, no healer, no tank. Hongzhu fumed. Damn it. Liu Nian. You care to mess up my plans, I won't let you get away with this. Call our people, we'll ambush them and steal their loot. The guild member hesitated, but, guild leader, didn't we make a bet with them? You even agreed to it. Hongzhu slapped him across the face. Did I tell you to talk so much? I told you to go call someone, so go do it now. I'm a bad person, all right. Can you really trust the words of a bad person? My staff was eager, almost starving for action. The black and white twins. I got them covered. Inside the dungeon, everyone was celebrating. We did it! We've defeated the Black Mountain Old Demon. The system notification appeared. Congratulations, you've received the Black Mountain Sorcerer's Robe, 2 pieces. You've received the Hairpin Magic Charm from Meep Xiao Tian, 2 pieces. You've received the Black Mountain Sorcerer's Staff, 2 pieces. You've received Ning Kai Chen's Green Helmet, 1 piece. You've received 50 pieces of Swan Yin Stone, 50 pieces of Hun Yuan Jade, 10 pieces of Ming Ice Stone, and 88,888 pieces of Golden Ore. Liu Nian asked, these rewards are amazing. What the heck is Ning Kai Chen's Green Helmet? The system displayed Ning Kai Chen's Green Helmet significantly increases physical defense against enemies under level 50. Using it activates a special skill that grants 1 instance of damage immunity. The cooldown time for this skill is 24 hours. Liu Nian thought for a moment, this green helmet is pretty strong, it can save your life. It's just the color, it really bothers me. Xiao Yan Mo expressed his gratitude. Thank you so much, Lord DEITY, we really appreciate your help. DEITY reminded him, kid, don't act so recklessly next time. I can see you have potential. We might run into each other again in the underworld. Focus on your training here. I'm off. Xiao Yan Mo's group bowed, respectfully seeing Lord Daiting off. Liu Nian watched them leave and said, well, they're gone. Now let's divide the loot. I need materials, and I also want that green helmet. I can pay for it if needed. Xiao Yan Mo replied, I see that you, Liu, are really skilled at free people. Killing the boss is no problem for you. It was my sudden decision to summon Lord Daiting, so feel free to take what you need. As for the rest of the items, we'll handle them among ourselves. Any chance for a prize draw will let you have it. I don't think anyone will have an issue with that. The three wealthy ladies completely agree. For Liu Nian, we have no objections. Liu Nian said, it's not that I'm greedy. It's just that I had to do this to save my old man. The system notified him. Receive 50 Xuanwen iron, 50 Hunyuan jade, 10 Mingbing stones, 1 record-breaking prize draw box. Liu Nian sighed. This time he owed them a favor. He had taken all the materials and he wasn't sure if they were enough to activate the Dragon Phoenix Sword. Recently, he hadn't dared to open any new player gifts from leveling up outside. When he got back to the CNU Tomb, he planned to open all the new player gift boxes and prize draw boxes. Xiao Yanmo smiled. No need to be polite. Getting to know a player like you, Liu, is the best reward we could ask for this time. A while later, Fang approached the dividing gate, signaling that the dungeon run was complete. Which dungeon are we exiting from? Liu Nian asked as he stepped out, and the group immediately started chatting. Hey look, Liu Nian and the others are out. I wonder if they got any good loot. There's definitely going to be some drama to watch later. I heard the Spirit Guild has gone to call for reinforcements. Hongzhu blocked their path. You little brat, if you don't hand over the gear and rewards from the dungeon, you won't be leaving here today. He had just defeated the boss, and he was definitely feeling tired. Everyone get ready. Drop the good gear, and if they get any, we'll split it fairly. Liu Nian pulled out a charm. You think just because of you guys, you can take advantage of the situation. The three wealthy women were also prepared for a fight. There are two main people from the Spirit Guild. Me, Hexu, and Shu, my cow, will hold them off. Liu Nian, you should run. Hongzhu laughed. You think running is that easy? Surround them. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck from the sky. The group of Hongzhu was thrown into confusion. Why is there lightning? They wondered. Xiao Yanmo thought to himself, I cast the Soulfire curse when you made that oath. Anyone who breaks the oath must die. Xiao Yanmo summoned an item that didn't belong to this game world. His body was severely affected by the Soulfire curse, and he was in intense pain, blood dripping from the corner of his mouth. At that moment, Hongzhu was struck by lightning and his body was burned to ashes. The members of the Spirit Guild were in a panic. How could the vice president have been burned alive? Quick, use ice magic. Fire can't put it out. Hongzhu screamed, it hurts so much. Hurry, save me. In the end, his body was charred black. Xiao Yanmo smiled. The purity of the hellfire I summoned is still not high enough. If it were my mother's fire, she could burn him to the point where nothing would be left. In the special class, Zhang Ziya had initially set up a death limit to avoid players dying in the game. When a player was on the verge of death, they would immediately be transported to a resurrection altar. However, this protection would only work against damage caused by creatures or items introduced into the game system by Zhang Ziya. So if someone was killed by a demon sneaking in from the demon realm or by an item summoned outside the game system, they would die for real. Later on, because Jian Ziya was sealed, the game couldn't continue developing. At this point, the spell Snile Yan Mo used to summon the Hellfire couldn't be integrated into the system, and that's why the vice president was burned to death. The members of the Spirit Guild were worried. The body of the vice guild leader had been completely burned. If he died, wouldn't his body disappear as well? Quick, check the game status of the vice guild leader. Has he respawned yet? Because the vice guild leader was killed by an item that didn't register in the system, the usual protection rules didn't apply, and his body remained exactly where it fell. The system shows Hongzhu, a level 27 swordsman, with no current HP, status, dead. His last online location was at the entrance of the dungeon Lanru Zi Yuming Valley, belonging to the Spirit Guild. The Spirit Guild members were stunned. The vice guild leader is really dead. Others started discussing, it must be the demon realm sneaking in. Only they can truly kill players. What is the demon realm? Has anyone heard of it? I don't know. Someone from our guild went into the secret swamp and disappeared. Our guild leader went to investigate and heard rumors that demons have infiltrated the game. I didn't believe it at first. Turns out it's true. Black and white remind us, those who break the oath will incur the wrath of the gods, and it's no surprise they were burned to death. Everyone in the members of the guild were terrified. Run quickly, they're demons. You dare to team up with demons? I'm reporting this to the game administrators. You're all as good as dead. Liu Nian sighed. Looks like we're in a bit of trouble now. Xiao Yanmo quickly apologized. It seems we caused trouble for you, Liu. We'll explain what happened here to the game's divine administrator. We'll take full responsibility for the consequences. Liu Nian replied, I don't think it'll be a big deal. If the administrator of this area is Zhang Difang or Naja, I can probably talk my way through this. Xiao Yanmo whispered, please don't mention the divine administrators by name. It's disrespectful. Liu Nian patted his shoulder. It's fine. I know them pretty well. But you all can't reveal this to anyone. Hixi reminded, you may have some skills, but you can't just talk like that. Shu angrily retorted, your chest is just a little bigger than mine, so what? How dare you talk like that about Liu Nian? Hixi shot back, yeah, it's bigger than yours. Are you jealous? Mai Chao and Fang Kai joined in, so we're comparing chest sizes now. Fine, let's go. Our Liu Nian knows Naja, the third prince, by the way. Are you jealous? A new danger is approaching and a thrilling game is about to begin. Black Sato said bluntly, you're just an ordinary person. How could you possibly know someone as important as the third prince? Fang Qi smiled, is it because your young master doesn't know him? So, you're jealous? White Sato insisted, you're speaking nonsense. My young master is a descendant of the great emperor of Fengdu. How could he not know him? Fang Qi grinned, why are you quiet now? Losing confidence, huh? White Sato was furious. You're bullying me. Mai Chao immediately stepped in to block the attack. Leave the defense to me. Then the battle between the balls began. Xiao Yanmo shouted, all right, Black and White Sato, you two step back. Liu Nian scratched his head. Hey, I really do know Naja. System announcement. Attention players, in 3 seconds, the administrator will arrive at your current location. Suzai Wen warned, the young master is a mighty celestial god under the command of the Sky King. He must be here to demand an explanation. The giant celestial god landed with tremendous power. I am the game administrator on a mission. Just now, I received reports from many players that someone among you has been colluding with demons. The guilty parties kneel and surrender. Xiao Yanmo took out the token from the Wind City Emperor, along with a red envelope filled with incense and merit. Great God of the Ancients, this matter has nothing to do with Liu Nian. I respectfully ask you to be lenient. The incense and merit have the power to replenish divine energy and extend one's lifespan. The red envelope with incense that I present here was given to me by the Wind City Emperor to help me build connections with gods and immortals across the realms in this miniature world. The great god of the ancients smiled, his face resembling a noble phoenix, his eyebrows graceful, not at all like someone from the demon or evil side. On the contrary, his expression looked shrewd. Based on my many years of experience in handling cases, the person who committed the murder is you. Liu Nian was confused. What do you mean? The great god of the ancients thought for a moment. The only person here without the aura of a celestial descendant is you. Therefore, you should be taken away for further questioning. Fang Qi disagreed. Great God of the Ancients, you can't judge a case like this. I refuse to accept it. Mai Chao whispered softly. Fang Qi calmed down a bit. It wasn't wise to argue with an immortal. Hakshu intervened. That's right, you must trust Liu Nian. He will definitely explain things clearly. Xiao Yanmo pleaded. Great God of the Ancients, they are all my friends. Please show mercy and let them go. I promise we will repay your kindness in the future. The Black Guard sighed. The young master treats Liu Nian so well. Looks like we're going the more incense and merit. The White Guard whispered, Sister, when dealing with immortals, don't say too much. The ancient spirit glared. You are an arrogant junior. I have spared your life out of respect for the Wind Emperor, which is why I accepted your offering. And now, you think you can ask me to spare you just because of some incense and offerings? Everyone immediately felt the pressure. This was the overwhelming aura of a divine being. Liu Nian stepped forward and raised a hand to stop the situation. We are innocent. I have a way to prove it. The ancient spirit responded, then show me. Liu Nian whispered, it's not convenient to show it here. Let's go somewhere more private. You're a divine being. I'm sure you don't fear that I might set you upright. The ancient spirit scoffed, you and you're a junior. Do you think I fear you? He began walking ahead, thinking to himself, what trick is this now? Xiao Yanmo, uneasy, asked, don't tell me Liu Nian is planning to make a move against the ancient spirit. The black and white twins nodded. Stay on alert and watch from a distance. If anything happens, let us know. We'll recover from our injuries first, then come right away. The black and white twins acknowledged the order. Yes, young master, they thought to themselves, we're also curious to see what Liu Nian plans to do. The scene shifts to a desolate place. Come on, show me what you have, the ancient spirit urged. Liu Nian pulled out something from his clothing. Here, look. This is the proof. The ancient spirit was taken aback. This is the lotus seal of Prince Naja, the third prince. The black and white twin assassins were watching nearby. The The white assassin said, "Sister, Liu Nian wouldn't actually be foolish enough to do something dirty with the giant spirit god, would she?" This is basically asking for trouble. This is the perspective of the black and white twin assassins. What were they up to? The black assassin grumbled, "This person really isn't any good. She went on and on about knowing Prince Naja, and after all that, turns out she's just a kept woman." The white assassin blushed. "This person will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. We need to remind the young master to keep a distance from her." The giant spirit god admitted, "It's not fake. It's really the lotus seal of Naja, the third prince. If she's truly from Naja's side, then she's one of ours. I'm the vanguard of the giant spirit god under the command of the heavenly king, who is Naja's father." To add some context, the giant spirit god was a vanguard under the command of the heavenly king, Naja's father. He had been accused after an unsuccessful campaign against the Flower Fruit Mountain, but Naja, the third prince, spoke up for him, and he was later cleared of the charges. The white assassin quickly shoved the black assassin aside. "Sister, stop looking already. If I watch too much of this, my mind won't stay clear." A while later, Liu Nian and the giant spirit god returned. Xiao Yanmo was worried. "Is Liu okay?" The giant spirit god smiled. "It was all just a misunderstanding. I'll report to the game administrators that Hongzhu's death was due to a game accident, not because of any demon chaos." Liu Nian, embarrassed, said, "Fine, it's fine, as long as the misunderstanding is cleared up." The giant spirit god said goodbye. "I still need to patrol this area. Farewell." At that moment, Fang finally regained consciousness. "Where is the great spirit god?" she asked, still disoriented. Liu Nian replied calmly, "I persuaded him to leave." Haksu rushed over and hugged him tightly. "Liu Nian, you're amazing. I admire you so much. I will give you a hug of gratitude." My cow smiled faintly. It must have been the divine seal given to Liu Nian by Prince Naja that made it possible. "Our clan is weak. I have to work my way up to become the main wife. I'm sorry. Thank you, ya." The black and white twins glanced at each other skeptically. Was it really just persuasion, or was there something else going on? Some people sure talk a big game, claiming to know this god and that deity. But in the end, they just rely on charm to survive. Xiao Yanmo bowed respectfully. "Once again, thank you, Liu Nian. We have urgent matters to attend to, so we'll take our leave. I hope our paths cross again soon." He added silently to himself. Even the great spirit god seemed taken in by Liu Nian's presence. Remarkable. Liu Nian waved. "Farewell. Let's tackle a dungeon together next time." Xiao Yanmo smiled. "Looking forward to it." Scene shift. Elsewhere, Mike Xiao lounged on a bed with a playful expression. "Liu Nian, tonight. I'd like us to cultivate together. Let's see if you can help me reach a new level of refinement." Scene shift. In another location, Shen Gong Bao sat relaxed while a woman beside him gently fed him grapes. Suddenly, a servant burst in with grave news. "Master Shen, something terrible has happened. Princess Wan Sheng, she's been killed." Shen Gong Bao remained composed. No need to panic. She was merely a decoy. The one responsible is Zhang Muafang. His subordinate said, "No, Huang Tian Kang and Zhang Yufang suddenly clashed in front of the dungeon. Princess Wan Sheng took the opportunity to sneak into the dungeon, but unexpectedly, halfway through, a Naja appeared." Shen Gong Bao responded, "So it was Naja's doing. The 7 heroes of Mai Mountain are on the divine board, so it's not convenient for them to interfere with mortals. Tell them to continue exploring the game. Dealing with mortals still requires the intervention of demons. Right now, the portal connecting to the demon realm is unstable, so only a few powerful demons can pass through. By the way, demons are divided into different ranks: demon generals, great demons, demon kings, demon emperors, and demon lords." Shen Gong Bao thought to himself, "Those old gods still hope for the new emperor's reincarnation. They think it's possible to turn their bodies into saints. It's pure nonsense. We have to find the reincarnated emperor. After handing over his soul essence to the leader of the celestial sect for the ritual, we can open the gateway to the demon realm and release the Lahao. Only then can we take advantage of the chaos to destroy the board and regain our freedom." Now, why don't most gods want to stay on the divine board? First, they live in captivity, constantly being ordered to do tasks. Second, they cannot advance in their cultivation. Third, their souls are controlled by the divine board. They may be called gods, but in reality, they are just high-ranking servants. Shen Gong Bao took off his pants and thought to himself, "I need to go out again. Before I leave, I should relieve some stress first." A woman was already sitting in front of him. The scene shifts to Liu Nian, where Mai Qiao is speaking warmly to him. "Brother Liu Nian, I'm really eager to start cultivating. There's a cave over there. I heard that cultivating in the wild is really exciting." Hank Su pouts and says, "Hey, pick me. I'm Elita Lolita, and I'll give you a very special dual cultivation experience. My Chow and Hak Shu immediately clash. You should pick me. That old woman can't even shake properly. You belong to me. You old woman with 2 extra lumps of fat, Liu Nian replies helplessly. Women are really scary. Fang Qi, angry, says, I'm his wife. You guys are bullying me. I wasted all this time thinking you were my friends. Honey, come back to me. Tonight, I'll help you relax like never before. All 3 of these rich ladies are waiting, and I want to help you relax too, Liu Nian. Liu Nian quickly rejects. Sorry, I've got something urgent to do. I need to check in on my father's news. Once I finish, I'll go to Fang Qi's apartment. If there's anything, just contact us. The 3 rich women immediately look disappointed. Liu Nian heads to a dizzying place. The materials are all ready. He goes to Daji's place to open the beginner's gift pack and see how much power he can boost. The Jade Seal teleports him. The scene shifts to the tomb of Xian Yuan. Ladies, I'm back. Can you check if the materials are all ready? Tian Tian and Yu Gairen are both sweating. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Everything is ready. Liu Nian asks, puzzled, what's that thing behind you? Yu Gairen poured some water and offered it to Liu Nian. Your Majesty, this is the batch of ding we made specifically for forging swords. The Long Phoenix sword is a weapon of both ultimate yin and ultimate yang, and if the balance isn't right, the furnace could explode. We still need to prepare more. Please, Your Majesty, rest for now. Allow me to offer you some water. Liu Nian said, you've worked hard. My level 20 rookie perk hasn't been unlocked yet. This seems like the perfect time to try it out. I'll activate it now. System notification. Congratulations. The player has obtained the rare artifact, Tower of Distilled Essence. This item can absorb demons and demon essences, resurrect them, and imprison them in the Tower of Distilled Essence. 2 demon essences appeared. These were the demon essences dropped when Liu Nian defeated the 9-headed serpent and Princess Wan Sheng. The system had announced it twice. Congratulations. You helped defeat the 9-headed serpent at the edge of the wilderness and have received the 9-headed serpent demon essence. And again, congratulations. You helped defeat Princess Wan Sheng, receiving the Princess Wan Sheng demon essence and a clear ice stone. Cutting back to the present, the system displayed a new hint. The player may now attempt to tame the demons trapped inside the Tower of Distilled Essence. Once the taming reaches 50%, the player can use one of their first-class skills. When it reaches 100%, they can summon the demon to fight alongside them. Since the Tower of Distilled Essence was created using the Imperial Spirit of the Immortal Phoenix, you can slay everything inside without fear. The demons will be unable to cause any harm to you. Once you reach level 40, you can unlock it again. Liu Nian was excited. I can use the skills of the demons inside. Their skills probably won't be limited by the game's rules, right? After all, I'm a player with skill buffs myself. The Tower of Distilled Essence was built under the command of the Northern Duke and the Market. According to legend, it is dazzlingly bright, incredibly similar to the palace where the immortals reside. In the investiture of the gods, it is described as the Tower of Distilled Essence stands at a height of 4 jang and 9 feet, with magnificent halls, jade towers, and pearl-filled palaces. Its railings are made of polished agate, and the family's decorations feature bright pearls. At night, it shines and radiates brilliant glows. The Tower of Distilled Essence now stood before Liu Nian, and he was excitedly looking around. This was indeed the Tower of Distilled Essence. Looking at the exquisite castle, the Grand Palace, it truly lived up to its legendary reputation. At this moment, Liu Nian noticed a group of demons bound to poles, one of whom was Princess Wan Sheng. Liu Nian walked closer, seeing that both Princess Wan Sheng and the 9-headed serpent were here. After all, the Tower of Distilled Essence was his magic artifact, and they couldn't hurt him. Just then, the system notified him. Congratulations, player. You have successfully unlocked the Soul Whip of the Tower of Distilled Essence. This item can only be used within the Tower of Distilled Essence. Demons you kill or assist in killing may drop demon pills, which can be used to revive and imprison them in the Tower of Distilled Essence. As long as they surrender 50%, you can choose to use one of their abilities. Once they reach 100%, you can use all of their abilities. Liu Nian was excited. His body was too weak, but if he could get the life-saving skill of the 9-headed insect, that would be so awesome. The 9-headed insect and the Princess of 10,000 Saints quickly recognized Liu Nian, Emperor Xin. Liu Nian said seriously, 9-headed insect, you should be happy that my little brother is okay. If not, no matter how useful you are to me, I would still kill you. The Princess of 10,000 Saints shouted, where are we? What the hell are you doing? Let us go. The 9-headed insect angrily said, if it were for that old man Wen Zhong, you would have died a long time ago. If you want to kill me, then go ahead. Liu Nian's gaze was cold. No, I can't bring myself to kill you. You're really useful to me. With that, Liu Nian kept lashing the nine-headed insect with a whip. This lash is for my little brother. This lash is for the humans you've killed. The whip marks were clearly visible on the nine-headed insect. This was the soul-devouring whip, and each strike devoured a bit of the soul, just like slow torture. You're so cruel. Liu Nian said indifferently, the system gave you the item, what can I do? The Princess of 10,000 Saints was furious and used her special skill. Poisonous dragon spreads, you bastards, stop it. Liu Nian simply snapped his fingers. Annihilate. The Princess of 10,000 Saints was shocked. My special skill, poisonous dragon spreads, is actually ineffective. Liu Nian smiled. Save your energy in my tower of distilled essence. You can't hurt me. Here's the translation of the text you provided. Quickly kneel and become my slave. If you submit obediently, you may suffer only a little pain. The nine-headed serpent resisted. We have cultivated for 1,000 years. How can we be subdued by a mere mortal like you? Even if it means death, I will never submit. Princess Wansheng also agreed. You're dreaming in broad daylight. Just kill us already. Liu Nian brought out the soul whip. Want to die? It's not that simple. Now continue to feel the soul-sucking effect of this whip bit by bit. The nine-headed serpent screamed, come on then. Liu Nian smiled, then turned to strike Princess Wansheng. Who said I wanted to strike you? I want to strike her. Princess Wansheng moaned in pain. This whip, it feels like small knives cutting into my flesh. Marcus, it hurts so much. The nine-headed serpent panicked. Emperor Xin, if you must target someone, do it to me. Liu Nian had an idea. Although this nine-headed serpent is vile, it's actually not that bad when it comes to Princess Wansheng. I have a plan. All right, continue torturing them. You two demons have slaughtered so many innocent lives. How can you not endure a little whipping now? After a moment, Princess Wansheng's body trembled, and her clothes were torn apart by the whip. I can't take it anymore. Liu Nian pulled her out of the chains and held her close. Nine-headed serpent, are you the one who enjoys letting your subordinates trample on humans? You like using women, don't you? Princess Wansheng, Fang had told her one thing. You want to hand her over to the little demon to humiliate her, don't you? Today, I will replace the players you've harmed and teach you a lesson, showing you a little rabbit that bites. With that, Liu Nian poked two fingers at her sensitive spot. The nine-headed worm panicked and said, stop. Let the Princess of 10,000 Saints go, Emperor Tian. I will fight you to the death. Liu Nian threw her to the ground, grabbed her foot, and was about to take a big bite. I've eaten chicken feet, fox feet, but eating dragon feet is a first for me. The nine-headed worm helplessly said, Emperor Tian, you really are a monster. Liu Nian smiled, wiped his mouth, and said, you're finally angry. The foreplay is almost over, so let's get to the main event. Liu Nian then revealed his treasure. Both the nine-headed worm and the Princess of 10,000 Saints froze. Why was his treasure so dazzling? This was the pinnacle of dual cultivation, and by cultivating together with him, they could continuously break through and grow stronger. In the past, Emperor Tian's dual cultivation abilities were extremely powerful. After his death, he was honored as the Heavenly Joy Star Lord in charge of marriages. Dual cultivation was also his primary practice. Now, although he had reincarnated after being tempered by Daji and other demons, his treasure had become even more unusually powerful. The nine-headed worm and the Princess of 10,000 Saints exchanged a look. This time, we've completely failed. The best thing we can do is temporarily hide in space, cultivate well, and wait for a chance to escape. The nine-headed worm stopped Liu Nian, saying, wait, we are willing to submit. Please, your majesty, do not harm the Princess of 10,000 Saints. I will take full responsibility for the mistakes I've made. Liu Nian smirked. Everything was going according to plan. Once the chains were removed, the nine-headed worm and the Princess of 10,000 Saints immediately kneeled down and thanked the king for his mercy. Liu Nian opened the system to check their level of submission. The system displayed an urgent reminder. The magical tool detected that the nine-headed worm's body had self-destructed, but the system did not stop because it posed no threat to life. It was the minor magical tool of the king which judged that the nine-headed worm was more suited to follow the king. The nine-headed worm has transformed into Xiao Juzi. I am willing to become a female demon forever to serve the great king. If the great king cannot accept me, please appoint me as the grand overseer of the respectful chamber. Let me help the great king turn all the male demons in the tower of distilled essence into Eunice. Only one man can exist here, and that is the great king. Liu Nian was stunned. Oh my god, I just wanted to teach you how to protect yourself. When the nine-headed worm first awakened its intelligence, it didn't distinguish between male and female. Depending on future cultivation, it can decide whether to become male or female. Now, the nine-headed worm has transformed from its original form into a female to atone. Xiao Ju smiled playfully next to Liu Nian. Great king, would you like to try it out? I'm really a woman now. Liu Nian was terrified. No, don't come near me. Xiao Ju struck a pose. I'm ready, my female body is still untouched. Liu Nian, feeling helpless, walked away. You really don't need to worry. Just do your job well as the Grand Overseer. He opened the system and quickly checked the loyalty levels of both of them. Once he received the skill, he planned to run as fast as he could. The system displayed a report. The loyalty of the nine-headed worm is 44% and the loyalty of the 10,000 Saints Princess is 39%. Liu Nian was confused after reading it. What is this? Didn't they already show their loyalty? I don't understand. The system displayed that nine-headed worm and the 10,000 Saints Princess are exchanging thoughts. Would you like to eavesdrop? Liu Nian immediately chose to eavesdrop. Xiao Ju and the 10,000 Saints Princess whispered to each other. The Emperor's new reincarnation is the ultimate dual cultivation. As long as we find a way to control him, then we can break through here and even become a demon king or demon emperor. That way, we might be able to leave this place. The 10,000 Saints Princess asked, then can my husband turn back into a man? Will we be happy together in the future? Xiao Ju replied, I'm already a woman. Why should we even talk about being husband and wife? Right now, the most important thing is for us to cultivate and escape this place. You need to figure out how to dual cultivate with the Emperor to increase your strength. The 10,000 Saints Princess was surprised. You want me to dual cultivate with a mortal? Xiao Ju reminded him, you're being foolish. Right now, the most important goal is to survive. If not, that soul-scorching whip will hit you, and sooner or later, your soul will scatter into nothing. Once we're stronger, we'll deal with him. Liu Nian was furious when he heard this. So these two were putting on an act. No wonder their obedience was so low. He immediately grabbed a whip and started lashing at them. They begged, Master, please spare us. Don't use the soul-scorching whip on us anymore. We'll wear a different kind of whip and satisfy your pleasure. Liu Nian wasn't interested in the least. Get lost. I'm not into that kind of thing. He walked over deep in thought. What should he do now? His father was under the control of a demon, and he had to find him quickly. But his body was too weak. Without the life-preserving skill of the nine-headed worm, it would be hard to move even a step. Suddenly, the wooden horse in the corner started playing music. That's it. He grabbed the clothes near the wooden horse and brought them over to the two. I command you to put these on. Princess Wanxin complained, the clothes are too small. It's so embarrassing. Liu Nian took out a whip and threatened, hurry up and put it on. Later, I'll let you have some fun. After the two of them put on their clothes, Liu Nian used his ninja chain technique to drag them to the wooden horse, forcing them to sit down. Sit down quickly. They're not happy. Don't resist. Since they were sitting on the sharp part of the wooden horse, both of them winced in pain. Liu Nian tightly restrained them and then lashed their backsides with the whip. This is what happens when you're dishonest, when you're just pretending. Now, give me your skills. The wooden horse rocked violently, and a strange fluid started dripping down. Xiao Juzi's submission level quickly shot up. She was on the verge of breaking. The sensitive part of her body was being rubbed against the back of the horse, and she finally reached her limit. The system announced that the submission level of the nine-headed serpent, trapped and living in the Tower of Distilled Essence, had reached 50%. The player could now choose one of her skills to use. Liu Nian didn't hesitate at all. It had to be a skill to save his life. The system displayed the information. The nine-headed serpent's unique defensive skill, Nine Dragons Chain Spell. This was a passive skill that automatically decapitated and protected the user up to 9 times when they were in danger. The cooldown time was 24 hours. Liu Nian was quite pleased. This was the unique skill of the nine-headed serpent. He had finally obtained the life-saving ability. Moreover, it could save him 9 times a day. The system notification confirmed that the defensive skill had been selected and the Nine Dragons continuous spell was now loading. At that moment, several snakes slithered up from the front. Hello, Master. Liu Nian was confused. Weren't you supposed to be behind me? Why are there now 9 more little heads? Xiao Ju explained, these life-saving creatures need strong yang energy to calm them down. In your past life, Master, you were the celestial joy star. For 1,000 years, you followed the path of harmonizing yin and yang for cultivation. As a result, after refining, your treasures have become the ultimate source of yang, merging into the 9 heads to form and nurture their growth. Liu Nian didn't complain further. All right then, people who accomplish great things don't sweat the small stuff. You, vile princess of 10,000 saints, I'm not only a reincarnated emperor, but also the heir of the great Wu. If you don't submit to me, I'll bring down divine retribution. The princess of 10,000 saints groaned, please don't, I submit. System notification. The loyalty of the princess of 10,000 saints has reached 50%. The player can now choose one of her skills to use. Liu Nian tapped to confirm. Success! That's the one. Decision made. The system notification popped up. Congratulations, player has obtained the exclusive skill of Princess Van Then Demonic Art, Violet Flood Dragon Dance. This skill will summon the Violet Flood Dragon, automatically lock onto enemies, and apply a slowing effect to their actions. Liu Nian smiled. The skill is in hand. I suppose it doesn't count as a banned combat buff within the game framework. If anyone dares provoke me again, I won't be so forgiving. Van Then reached out, gently stroking the head of the coiled serpent. How unexpected. After learning the nine-headed technique, DEITY's fusion capabilities have grown this strong. With that, she began an energy transference ritual, channeling it through her point of contact with the serpent's head. Liu Nian was startled. What's happening? Why am I feeling such a strong reaction just from her interacting with the spirit beast? Xiao Ju explained. The nine-headed serpent is a part of its master's body. Naturally, it shares a sympathetic nervous connection, like an extension of the master's own spiritual self. The serpent continued to coil tightly around Van Then, generating a special energy resonance that clearly impacted Liu Nian's emotional state. After the ritual ended, Liu Nian withdrew the skill. All right, this king must return to Hong Lang. You two stay here at the Star Pavilion and guard the Institute. If I discover even the slightest hint of disloyalty, punishment will be dealt according to the guild's law. Both Van Then and Xiao Ju immediately dropped to their knees. We wouldn't dare. Our loyalty is absolute. Liu Nian retracted his spiritual energy and decided it was time to go back and check on the progress of the Long Feng sword. He wanted to see if Daji and the others were ready. Van Then and Xiao Ju bowed respectfully and said, "We bid you farewell, your majesty." The system announcement echoed, "You have left the Tower of Distilled Essence." The scene shifted to the Xian Yuan tomb. Liu Nian looked around and asked, Tian, where's Yu Garen? Tian responded, "Your majesty, the Chun Yang Ding has been successfully crafted. The sisters asked me to help you change clothes and escort you inside." Liu Nian immediately pushed open the door and entered. Inside, Daji, Hu Ximei, and Yu Gairen were focused on refining their spiritual energy. The other maidens had already finished preparing everything. They were just waiting for the arrival of the king. Liu Nian's eyes lit up. "Hey, why are you all naked while forging the sword?" Daji explained, "Perhaps you don't know, your majesty, but forging a sword is not easy. The one crafting the sword must be in a pure state, free from any distractions or impurities, both inside and out, in order to succeed." Yu Gairen urged, "Please don't hesitate, your majesty. Place the Dragon Phoenix sword and the materials into the furnace now." Liu Nian followed right away. All the materials needed to forge the sword are ready. "I hope this time it works." Hu Ximei added, "Now please, your majesty, and all of us here, sit around the furnace, focus your energy, and channel your essence into it." Liu Nian did as she said. Now he had to concentrate fully to release the vital energy from his body. Suddenly, he felt light, his breathing grew calm and steady, as if in sync with Daji and the others. Liu Nian immediately released his essence. Daji signaled, "His majesty has begun. Let's join forces, sisters." The room's temperature began to rise. The bodies of Daji, Hu Ximei, and Yu Gairen burned with heat. The Dragon Phoenix sword and the materials started to merge. Suddenly, the furnace exploded. Daji rushed over to shield Liu Nian. "Your majesty, watch out." The Dragon Phoenix sword appeared glowing before their eyes. Liu Nian was amazed. This was the true form of the legendary sword. Daji, Yu Gairen, and Hu Ximei dropped to their knees. "Congratulations, your majesty, on successfully forging the sword. May you be victorious in every battle from now on." Liu Nian gripped the sword. "Let me test the power of this blade." He said that and casually swung his sword across. Everything it touched was destroyed, including Tian's outfit. The others were amazed. The sword's aura is so strong. The blade is magnificent and deadly, truly worthy of the Dragon Phoenix sword of the great king. Liu Nian smiled, thinking to himself, "So this is the true power of the Dragon Phoenix sword? If I face any monsters or demons in the future, taking them down will be a piece of cake." The scene shifted. In a short time, Liu Nian had already eliminated quite a few demons. Daji had disguised her Dragon Phoenix sword as a game prop. Now it's a Kangjiang Motus sword. This is usable in the game, and it looks so cool. At the same time, a flying yacht from the Western Guild, Wingho, ranked 25th, passed overhead, hosting a new member welcome ceremony inside. Lu Guan, the president of the Western Ying Ho Guild, was giving a speech. "The Western Ying Ho Guild welcomes all the elites of the game. You all work hard, and the resources you've earned through your efforts will be shared with the higher level players of the guild. Are you satisfied with that?" Everyone responded in unison, "No." Lu Guan stepped down and said, "We all come from humble beginnings, but being from humble origins isn't our fault. He then approached a girl dressed as a nurse. Do you want to keep working yourself to the bone like a beast of burden for the rich members of the big guild? After a moment of hesitation, she agreed with the others. No, we don't. Lu Guan smiled. Welcome to the Western Guild. Our guild is fair and just. Once you join, you are family. We look out for each other. Dear brothers and sisters, we'll be landing soon at the guild's base. It's a place filled with spiritual energy, surrounded by spirit stones and spirit springs. If you soak for 5 minutes, your experience doubles for the next 8 hours. Everyone cheered. If soaking in the spirit spring for 5 minutes gives us double experience for 8 hours, then we're about to level up fast. I'll soon surpass players at the same level. When that happens, I'll make sure to wipe the floor with them. Lu Guan said, we can't let others know about the spirit stones and spirit springs, especially the larger guilds. So, before we go in, we need to turn off the game interface and our communication tools. I hope everyone understands. Everyone agreed. A person dressed in black collected the communication tools. Lu Guan added, turning off the game interface and collecting the communication tools will prevent the admins from tracking us. One by one, everyone put their phones in a box. The person in black and Lu Guan exchanged smiles. They had everything. Soon after the yacht landed, everyone moved toward the guild base. Passing through this cave is where our guild's headquarters is located. This is where our dream begins. Following guild leader Liu, he soaked to the spirit spring for 5 minutes, doubling our experience for 8 hours. The spirit stones are free to use. Someone voiced their doubt. Something feels off. I have this sense of dread. Everyone reassured them. You're probably just seasick. Hang in there, we're almost there. Once they had herded the group to the planned location, Lu Guan revealed his true colors. Welcome to the Western Human Livestock Farm. People panicked. A human livestock farm? You're all in on this together. The guy with the headband smiled. No more pretending. I'm the Western broker. Just sit tight and wait for your death. The crowd grew chaotic. President, didn't you say you were taking us to soak in the spirit spring? What's really going on here? Look, something's wrong behind the president. Gates began to appear. Gu Otian, a subordinate of Lady Whitebone, stepped out along with a host of demons. President Liu has kindly brought us a fresh batch of manpower. Lady Whitebone will definitely reward him handsomely. Lu Guan bowed his head. I hope Lord Gu Otian will put in a good word for me with Lady Whitebone, so we can start learning her bone demonic arts for eternal life as soon as possible. Gu Otian smiled, of course. Lu Guan gestured to restrain a girl dressed as a nurse. I still have a request. Since these people are going to become nourishment for Lady Whitebone anyway, I'd like to keep their assets, and those female players too. Gu Otian didn't object. Just hurry up. We need to get out of here quickly. Lu Guan grinned perversely. My stick has been craving for too long. It's hard to hold back. Brothers, go ahead and unload the goods. He used the water to restrain the girl tightly. Hong Yan, a spy from the Great Merchant Guild, was quickly surrounded by Lu Guan's men. President Jian, please hurry and save me. At the same time, on the other side, Jiang Xu from the Great Merchant Guild was following closely behind when she suddenly lost contact with Hong Yan from the Western Guild. Luckily, she found the marks Hong Yan had left along the way. Western Guild, what are you really up to? Switching scenes to Liu Nian, who had just finished farming monsters and was resting. When he looked up at the sky, he saw 4 or 5 rare flowers. Liu Nian immediately ran after them. Where are these people rushing off to? Did the boss on this map reset? Yu Tian scared the group, freezing them in place. Help! I can't move. President, hurry, save me. The guy with the beard is up to some twisted stuff. Miss, satisfy me. Hong Yan immediately kicked his A. Get lost. Lu Guan whined, I haven't even taken my pants off yet. What's happening over there? You're asking for trouble, and now you're being suppressed by Gu Tian's pressure, still not being honest. Hong Yan gritted her teeth, feeling frustrated. Just then, Jiang Xu appeared at the perfect moment and stopped. Hong Yan immediately burst into tears. President, Lu Guan said, the heavens have a path, but you refuse to take it. The underworld has no gates, yet you charge right in. Lord Gu Tian, please help us capture them. Gu Tian looked down on them with disdain, thinking they were all useless. He quickly unleashed his dark magic, using the white bone furnace technique to blast away Jiang Xu's group. However, her gaze only grew more determined. Lu Guan smirked. There are still people standing. Brothers, let's go. Jiang Xu has accused you of colluding with demons to harm our fellow members. Lu Guan laughed. As long as the reward is big enough, I'd even sell my own parents. Slash of the flowing stream. Jiang Xu coldly formed a seal. Frozen hell. Lu Guan was instantly frozen in place, his arm locked in ice. Jiang Xu used her sword to knock him away. What is this? I didn't expect someone like you to have such skills. Jiang Xu held her sword to Lu Guan's neck. I've already reported the Western Guild's situation to the management staff. Release all the players immediately. Gu Otian, standing to the side, was excited. To think a mere mortal has this kind of power. It's worth my time to intervene. He drew his weapon, slowly advancing toward Jiangsu. Lu Guan immediately grabbed onto his leg. Lord Gu Otian, hurry and kill that woman. Gu Otian cursed Lu Guan for being useless and ruthlessly cut off his head. The people following Lu Guan immediately scattered. The guild leader is dead. These monsters don't keep their word. Run. Gu Otian had no intention of letting anyone escape. He quickly killed them all. Useless. Now that your identities as human traitors have been exposed, you are of no value to me. The battlefield was littered with bones, and the enemy was incredibly strong. The guild leader had to be extremely careful. Without saying a word, Jiangsu stepped forward and launched her attack. With her ice-slash-sword technique, she cut Gu Otian into pieces, but he quickly regenerated and returned to his original form. A mere human will always be a mere human. Be good and become nourishment for Lady Whitebone. Jiangsu managed to block most of Gu Otian's attacks, but she was quickly running out of strength. He's too strong. I have to save them. As soon as she finished speaking, a flash of light streaked through the air and sliced Gu Otian in half. He screamed in pain. Ah, Liu Nian smiled. The main character always shows up last. Jiangsu asked, "Who are you?" Liu Nian proudly introduced himself in the world of Fang Shen, where demons and monsters are forbidden. I'm Liu Nian, the strongest free player. Jiangsu replied, worried, this isn't the time for you to be showing off. These are real demons. If they kill you, you'll really die. This guy really doesn't know how dangerous this is. Liu Nian activated his fiery golden eyes and immediately saw through Gu Otian's background. Level 40 demon general, definitely a real demon, but he's just a small-time demon general, and I have 12 lives right now. I can give it a try, but wait. Why does this beautiful girl have demonic energy too? Without hesitation, Gu Otian charged at Liu Nian. If you've entered my territory, then you're all going to be food for the Whitebone Mao. Liu Nian signaled, you all get the injured people out of here quickly. Don't mess with my sword draw speed. He thought to himself that once they left, he could freely use the demon skills from the Tower of Distilled Essence like the swordsman's Blade Slash. Gu Otian laughed. Not bad. That's some power. But as long as my mana holds out, my body can regenerate endlessly. I can come back forever. Jiangsu was worried. I told you earlier, they're real monsters. You won't be able to handle them. Liu Nian smiled. Endless reincarnation, huh? Well, I'm curious to see whether my strike speed is faster or your reincarnation speed is faster. The warrior's skill connected with the thief's skills. Liu Nian unleashed 26 consecutive hits, leaving everyone stunned. Then came 36 hits. Is this infinite combo? This is crazy. And then 59 hits. Gu Otian proudly said, do you hear that? I can reincarnate infinitely. But suddenly he noticed something odd. Kid, why are you upside down? Wait, no, it's me who's upside down. How could this happen? Liu Nian burst into laughter. Your head is even funnier than my youngest brother's. Looks like your infinite reincarnation glitched a bit after that last combo. Let's keep going. Gu Otian panicked. I've reincarnated too many times in a short period. My magic power is almost drained. I need to slow down. Big brother, how about you take it slow? I'll have the White Bone Lady teach you the immortal skeleton cultivation technique. Liu Nian declined. Sorry, no need to trouble her. Gu Otian pleaded. The opportunity like this only comes once in 1,000 years, and Liu Nian didn't hesitate for a second. Coldly, he kicked him down, and the system announced mana points have been completely depleted. The demon general, Gu Otian, has been eliminated. Jiangsu was slightly shaken by the sight. Liu Nian, I remember now. Liu Nian is the player who broke the speed record for clearing the levels in Wanming Valley. I didn't expect him to be so strong when facing demons too. If we could recruit him to the guild. After Gu Otian was defeated, the others cheered, he's dead. We're saved. The woman in nurse's clothes, clearly excited, said, so handsome. If Liu Nian were my boyfriend, that'd be amazing. Hong Yan ran over to Jiangsu, beaming with joy. Thank you, guild leader. We're saved. Liu Nian suddenly remembered and almost forgot. Something about her sense seemed off. He took a deep breath. Sure enough, it was demon energy. But why couldn't his fire eye gold pupil see through her? Let's see how she reacts. Jiangsu stepped in to protect Hong Yan. What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? Why are you attacking someone from our guild? Hong Yan burst into tears. Guild leader, help me. I thought I had escaped from the tiger's den, but now I've run into a lustful wolf. Guild leader, this man is clearly not a good person. Before, he tried to take advantage of me, thinking his strength would let him do whatever he wanted. When I refused and escaped, now he's so embarrassed that he's turned his shame into anger and wants to kill me. The people in the guild were outraged. Vice President Hong Yan had already said so, and that was enough to confirm it. He claimed he came to rescue us, but in reality, he was just after our bodies. He's just another man with no good intentions. It seems like there's no decent man in the world. Jiang Su suspected he really was a pervert. She and Hong Yan were close, like sisters, and she knew Hong Yan wouldn't lie. Still, something about the whole situation felt off. Protect Vice President Hong Yan. Liu Nian smiled. So, you're calling me a pervert? One day, I'll make you understand what real lust is. Jiang Su was firm. I'll investigate this matter. Considering how you helped earlier, I'm asking you to leave now, Mr. Liu. However, others in the guild disagreed. They couldn't just let him get away with this, and someone pulled out a magical artifact to teach him a lesson. Yes, let's help Vice President Hong Yan get some justice. Upon seeing this scene, Hong Yan smiled triumphantly. Jiang Su urged, Mr. Liu, aren't you leaving yet? COQ, a 26th level swordsman, spoke up. Stop right there. He insulted my goddess Hong Yan. We can't just let him go. He's so full of himself earlier. He let that Liu kid show off, and now that the demon's dead, it's my turn to shine. Who knows, maybe a beautiful woman will fall into my arms. Hong Yan replied, this is just his fantasy about me. Thank you, Xiao, for taking care of that evil Liu Nian for me. I don't have much to offer, but I can repay you with my body. Hong Yan then smiled in satisfaction. It's nothing. Standing up for what's right is just what men do. In her imagination, Hong Yan wore an expression of pure contentment. Xiao Q was so powerful, with a grip that could lock anyone down. But Jiang Su immediately interrupted Xiao Q's train of thought. I said he can go, so he's free to go. Now hurry up and get going. Liu Nian could only sigh. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished. After Liu Nian left, Jiang Su became doubtful. Did we accuse him wrongly? Hong Yan, are you sure he's the one who teased you before? Could there have been some misunderstanding? Hong Yan laughed. You're not Hong Yan. Who are you? The other person revealed their sharp claws. You brat, take a good look and see who I am. Footnote, the white bone spirit was originally the skeleton of a female corpse from the White Tiger Ridge. It accidentally absorbed the spiritual energy of the heavens and earth, transforming into a humanoid skeleton. It became skilled in disguise and luring people into its lair to absorb their essence. The bone spirit, satisfied with herself, sneered, the troublemaker is finally out of the way. Once I finish things here, I'll go deal with him next. Suddenly, a system message echoed through the air. Warning, players inside the bone realm cannot contact the outside world, nor can they exit the domain by conventional means. Panic quickly spread. Everyone realized they were truly trapped, unable to escape. Help! Someone help me! President, please save me! Jiang Su shouted, her voice full of fear and desperation. Why isn't this bone spirit's defense breaking down? The bone spirit chuckled. You're tough, but what can an ordinary mortal do against ancient sorcery? In moments, Jiang Su found herself paralyzed, caught in a web of spiritual restraints. You think I didn't know Hong Yan was a spy? The bone spirit said coldly. I had to perform to lure all of you here, quietly and effectively. Jiang Su trembled. I can't fall here. I haven't even met the one from my dreams yet. The bone spirit raised her hand, gathering energy. Then your essence will serve another purpose. Jiang Su cried out in pain as the spell surged toward her. In that instant, Liu Nian appeared once more, his arrival sudden and dramatic. Calling for me, he said, stepping forward confidently. You really thought you could still trick people with these old bone spirit illusions? How many times do I have to remind you? This isn't your ancient playground anymore. People have this kind of hobby, you control it? The player dressed as a nurse was moved by Liu Nian. As expected, Liu Nian is truly the chosen one. Today, he saved me twice in a row. I was really stupid earlier for not helping him. I must make it up to him in the future. Others were suspicious. So Liu Nian didn't run away. The White Bone Lady is a powerful demon. Can Liu Nian defeat her? Maybe they're just putting on a show together. Liu Nian, frustrated, threw a golden brick at Xiao Q. Stop talking nonsense. If you're so tough, come and fight instead of running your mouth. The player dressed as a nurse cheered for Liu Nian. Go for it. Defeat her. The White Bone Demon grinned, amused. How ridiculous. You think just because he defeated my subordinates, he can defeat me? If he could, I'd be his servant for eternity, fulfilling his every whim. You said it yourself. Now come over and die. I'm waiting to take your demon core. The White Bone Demon then summoned a vengeful spirit. You little brat, don't know your place. Today, I'll send you off to reincarnate. Even an immortal wouldn't survive the attack of my White Bone vengeful spirit. You're as good as dead. Note on the hierarchy of immortals, mystical immortal, true immortal, supreme immortal, Grand Lu Golden Immortal Saint. Liu Nian didn't hesitate for a second. You think the battle earlier was my full strength? Up, down, left, right. 3 levels as the rules state. Up, down, left, right. This is the code block from the Soul Arena game. Players who use this code gain 30 lives. Here, Liu Nian felt like he was using a cheat code, thanks to the life-saving skill granted by the 9 little worms. The system displayed that the 9 dragon spell had activated, which protected him against 2 fatal blows. Liu Nian leaped up and met his opponent at the Tower of Distilled Essence. The Bone Spirit was surprised. Kid, you're willing to trade lives for lives. Without hesitation, Liu Nian swung his weapon at the Bone Spirit. This was the true power of the Dragon Phoenix Sword, the special skill Dragon Phoenix Slash from the Dark Sword of the General. The system announced, "Congratulations, player, you have killed the Bone Spirit Lady, receiving the Demon Pill and the green chestplate of Ning Tai Shen. It increases physical defense against enemies below level 50 and grants immunity to fatal damage once. Cooldown, 24 hours. Liu Nian smiled and said, "The White Bone Demon's elixir. You're seriously considering what the White Bone Spirit said earlier. If we can get her to obey, then we could use her shape-shifting abilities. After all, she asked for it herself." Suddenly, a player dressed as a nurse knelt down. "Liu Nian, please accept me as your servant to warm your bed." Other women quickly agreed, "A life-saving grace you've given us, Liu Nian, can only be repaid by working ourselves to the bone. If it weren't for you, Liu Nian, the White Bone Madam would have dragged us into her cave and eaten us. We'd also love to warm your bed. He was so powerful now. Surely he'd ascend to immortality. We absolutely need to stick close to him." Jiang Su quietly stood behind, watching Liu Nian, and asked, "Is this how the great demons in the journey to the west were killed by a mere mortal?" Liu Nian turned around. "You're all exaggerating. Aside from the demon-slaying mission, which is a man's duty, the expressions of these women are a bit unusual. Why are all of you staring down there?" The 9-headed snake cried out in sorrow. "Big brother, 8th brother, 9th brother is dead. Big brother, we need to cultivate together to revive 8th and 9th brothers." Liu Nian quickly stopped them, saying, "Oh my gosh, I clearly collected the skill earlier. Why didn't they run off on their own asking to be revived?" He then absorbed the demon core of the White Bone Lady into the Tower of Distilled Essence and teleported instantly. Xiao Q seized the opportunity. He was indeed colluding with demons. Earlier, the White Bone Lady wasn't dead after all. He was just putting on an act. How could someone with my 180 IQ be fooled by such a cheap trick? Jiang Su immediately became cautious. "Are you human or a demon?" Xiao Q smirked maliciously. "With the White Bone field gone, I've already contacted the enforcers. The immortals will be here soon." He was as good as dead. Jiang Su said, "You can go. I believe you're a good person, but you've been practicing demonic arts." At that moment, the giant spirit appeared. Xiao Q couldn't escape. The others were quickly overwhelmed by the pressure. The force was so intense that I couldn't even lift my head. As I waited for the giant spirit to crush him, I knew I'd be the one to stand up and expose his collusion with demons. "Right, let's do it. Use your big hammer to turn him into mincemeat." Jiang Su couldn't move. "This person has a part in killing the White Bone Lady. Please, giant spirit, eliminate him." The woman in the nurse's outfit pleaded, "Let Liu Nian go. I'm willing to die in his place." The giant spirit immediately covered her mouth. "So it's you again, little brat." Xiao Q smiled triumphantly. "This kid must be a familiar criminal, and now, once again, I'm about to make a great achievement." Giant Spirit God happily pulled Liu Nian into a tight hug and said, "Kid, you're something else. You use a mortal body to kill a great demon. You really are the younger brother of Naja, the 3rd prince. I'm starting to like you more and more." The system's notification sounded and the oppressive force was lifted. Everyone could move again. "What's going on here?" someone asked, noticing Liu Nian's connection to Naja, the 3rd prince. "Lord Giant Spirit God, this person has 7 treasures. He must be an accomplice of the demons. Please kill him to calm the people's hearts." Giant Spirit God started rummaging through his robes. 7 treasures, huh? Last time, when you showed me your backside, I noticed your treasure wasn't ordinary. Today, I'll check it out myself. "Check. What are you planning to do?" Liu Nian asked. Everyone stood there stunned. What was going on? A treasure that's not ordinary? Jiang Su thought to himself, Liu Nian is close to Giant Spirit God and Naja, and their relationship seems deeper than I thought. Xiao Q was furious. "This is too much. Giant Spirit God, you're protecting the bad guys. I'm going to report you." Giant Spirit God immediately shot him a glare. "You want to die?" Xiao Q's health dropped to 1 in an instant. Just then, a voice called out, "Stop!" Liu Nian blinked in surprise. "Yang Jian?" Here is the translation of the text. "I am the 2nd Land God, Yang Jian." Everyone immediately knelt down to pay their respects to the 2nd Land God. Yang Jian exuded a powerful aura, but Liu Nian remained standing. Seeing this, Yang Jian glared. Why aren't you kneeling when you see me? Liu Nian stood firm. Because there will come a day when my status will surpass yours. The others were shocked. Surpass you? This kid is crazy. Jiang Su, confused, wondered to herself, why does it feel so normal when this man says something like that? Xiao Q smugly commented, very good, keep being arrogant. At that moment, the heavenly hound Fu Fu rushed in. The giant spirit god and Jiang Su quickly stepped in to stop him. Wait, this brother has done great work in killing the demons. Please, second land god, show mercy. The heavenly hound Fu Fu knocked Liu Nian down, and the others were immediately freed from the pressure. Seeing Liu Nian pinned to the ground, Xiao Q was thrilled. Yes, him. However, Liu Nian just laughed. It tickles, I didn't expect such a cute heavenly hound. Not fierce at all, unlike the myths. The heavenly hound Fu Fu proudly declared, I am the second generation heavenly hound Fu Fu. Jiang Su gently picked up the heavenly hound Fu Fu in her arms. This dog is so cute. These mortals deserve to die for humiliating me, but it really feels quite comfortable. Yang Jian asked, How Tian Hound, does this person carry any demonic aura? The How Tian Hound, Fu Fu, immediately responded, Master, there is no demonic aura on him. Liu Nian was surprised. So it turns out that the How Tian Hound was probing for the aura earlier. As for Liu Nian, he hadn't learned any demonic cultivation techniques. Instead, for the Tower of Distilled Essence, he used the demonic techniques trapped inside it. The Tower of Distilled Essence acts like a filter, removing the demonic energy and selecting special defensive skills. The Nine-Dragon demonic art, which uses his own yang body to nurture the 9 heads, meant that the How Tian Hound couldn't detect any demonic aura. The Divine Wolf then reported, I once heard the third prince, Naja, say that this person has a rare natural talent for dual cultivation. After entering this small world and absorbing the spiritual energy of its surroundings, it makes perfect sense that he condensed 9 treasures. Yang Jian nodded, I see. Divine Wolf, you are an immortal. Go and accept your punishment. Yang Jian turned to Xiao Q. I heard everything you said earlier. You slandered Liu Nian, accusing him of colluding with demons, and then you spread rumors about the Divine Wolf having an affair with a mortal. As punishment, I will strip you of your spiritual energy, so you'll have to start your cultivation all over again from scratch. Xiao Q was demoted by 1 rank. All those months of hard work were wasted. Yang Jian ordered the heavenly dog to turn back. Mortal humans, focus on your cultivation, and I hope everyone here will follow the rules of heaven and earth. If I find out that anyone is colluding with demons, you will be executed. Yang Jian silently transmitted a message to Liu Nian. I will be waiting for you at the higher ground. Everyone was stunned, their mouths wide open. The second brother god said he will wait for him at the higher ground. Liu Nian smiled. All right. Suddenly, he felt a chill. Why do I feel like someone wants to eat me? Didn't I already deal with the white bone demon? A group of beautiful women surrounded Liu Nian. Benefactor, you saved my life. I want to learn your 18 martial arts techniques. Master, tonight, let's have a deeper exchange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even with 2 more hands, I can only satisfy 5. A woman dressed as a nurse reached out her hand, then despairingly said, What should I do? The Great Spirit could only watch helplessly. It seems I revealed a huge secret. Liu Nian is about to face disaster. The scene shifted to a location somewhere within the small world of the game. After 2 hours, they finally defeated the Black Bear Demon. It seemed like using the right equipment was the key. I just wanted to find a peaceful place to play the game, but who knew that the second brother god would chase me all the way here? Well, don't blame me for sending you to the Western Paradise. Amenaba. The scene shifts to a woman in a nurse's uniform. No matter how many treasures Liu Nian has, she will be satisfied with everything. She takes the initiative. Liu Nian, my younger sister Bao Mai, I also want to wash your face for you. Liu Nian, feeling exhausted, sighs. Here we go again. He had just finished showering and is already out of breath. Who could possibly understand this pain? In Bao Mei's heart, she envisions herself lovingly by Liu Nian's side. Would you like to practice with your younger sister, big brother? Other women also line up, eager to practice with Liu Nian, wanting to cultivate alongside him. The mighty divine spirit smiles. Hey bro, don't let them drain you dry. How could the god with the face of heaven and the second Lang, the god of the celestial realm, enter this little game world? My bottom is about to be crushed already. With that, she leaves. Jiang Su speaks up. Although the Heavenly Court doesn't forbid the study of dual cultivation techniques, this technique is mostly theoretical and cannot be brought into practice. Liu Nian disagrees, thinking that this statement is wrong. But as the old saying goes, food is the source of desire. A psychologist once said that desire is the origin of humanity. Furthermore, the Eastern Buddha even named this technique the dual parents method. Everyone was amazed after hearing this. Liu Nian is incredible. Who knew he also understands psychology? He's so knowledgeable. It turns out interest is actually such a powerful thing. The dual cultivation method is actually the dual parents method passed down by Buddhism, and it exists in Taoism as well. If we wait a little longer, we'll understand it better. Liu Nian asked Jiang Su, "Do you still have objections to what I said?" Jiang Su's heart raced. It turns out dual cultivation isn't something shameful. Just now, she had completely broken free from the chains of traditional beliefs. This was freedom. Before, Jiang Su had been too embarrassed to even consider it. No matter what, she would never practice such a disgraceful method of cultivation, let alone with him. Liu Nian, slightly confused, said, "I never said I wanted to do dual cultivation with you." Jiang Su dreamed on, thinking that the only man she would ever have in her dreams was the human emperor. Jiang Su and her companions left the immortal cave. Man Whitebone and her subordinates had already been executed. We still need to rescue the teammates they captured. If fate allows, we will meet again, Nian. The others started crying. What should we do now? Big brother, we don't even have a place to go. Liu Nian thought for a moment. These people had fallen into the trap of the Western Guild because they weren't accepted by his own guild. If he were to form a new guild now, why not have them meet Fang Qiu first? She could help select those who were truly useful. He then announced to everyone, "First, you can go to the Tai Mountain VIP Villa area to find Fang Qiu. She will make arrangements for everyone, except for those at level 1 with the Xiao surname." Xiao Q, annoyed, said, 30 years east of the river, 30 years west of the river. Don't look down on a poor young man." The others, upon hearing Liu Nian's words, were overjoyed. "All right, we're saved. A villa area, so it really is a big shot." Could Fang Qiu be the young mist of the Kuashan group? Bao Mei, feeling a bit down, replied, "Fang Qiu is the eldest daughter of the Kuashan group and extremely wealthy. She must be Liu Nian's main wife. I can't keep feeling so hopeless. Fang's young miss always has a few days every month when she's unavailable, so during that time, I can take care of Liu Nian." Everyone quickly gathered together and teleported away. Liu Nian, feeling smug, thought, "Finally, I've completed the task and found a safe place. I can't wait to enter the Tower of Distilled Essence and conquer the Whitebone Madam." Just then, Liu Nian's phone buzzed with a notification. It was a call from Li Hua Lu Qiu Ya. "Liu Nian, I've got news about your father. Come to Po Lu and we'll discuss it." "News about my dad? Now that I have life-saving skills, maybe I should try to save him after all." Scene shifts to Bao Hua Lu. "Qiu Ji, where is my father?" Qiu Ye stepped out, revealing a bit of skin. "Your sister just finished her bath. Don't rush, little brother. You should also know that the information about Bao Hua Lu isn't free. Then just give me a price, QG." Qiu Ye smiled and pushed Liu Nian down. "I don't lack money. I just want you to help me with my cultivation." Scene shifts to the 5th realm of the lesser world. Yang Jian was furious. That damn monkey, even after becoming a Buddha, he still doesn't stop. So many people have begged but couldn't get anything. The Buddha tells him to give it up, and he just refuses. In Yang Jian's memory, the Jade Emperor had ordered the rebellious son Wukong to disappear from the Western sect and commanded the second son, Yang Jian, to capture him and bring him to trial. The heavenly dog, Fu Fu, walked beside him. "Master, I can smell the monkey scent on that monkey. He's ahead in the area in front of us." Yang Jian's eyes were filled with determination. "Son Wukong, I've finally found you." Fu Fu eagerly ran ahead. "Master, let me fight first. You stay back. Remember, you can't even last one move against it. Don't waste your life." With that, Yang Jian quickly headed towards Sun Wukong. Monkey King questioned, "I'm the one who holds the scriptures, and I'm the one who defeats demons. I'm the one who conquered vast territories for the Buddhas. Damn. Now, all I want to do is lie down and play some games. So what's the deal with that?" Yang Jian replied, "You'll only understand your true worth through your work. If you keep this up, you'll become a useless monkey. Being a Buddha isn't something you can just do whenever you feel like it. Come with me to heaven and face your punishment, or I'll smash your phone, your 5 pounds, and your Switch." The Monkey King grew furious. "I'm so mad I could explode. Take one of my hits and then leave me alone. What's the Jade Emperor even supposed to be? Wasn't it you who threw me out of heaven all those years ago?" Yang Jian remained unfazed. Speaking nonsense about the Jade Emperor and not following the laws of heaven adds one crime on top of another. The two rushed at each other and then quickly pulled back. Yang Jian activated his heavenly eye and a beam of light shot out, sweeping across the ground. The Monkey King leaped onto his staff and attacked from above. If I'm sending a Buddha off, it's straight to the Western paradise. Time for you to see the real power of my fighting Buddha. One swing of Wukong's staff instantly caused the ground to explode. The scene shifts to the Balboa Tower, where Hu Yeg is wrapping herself around Liu Nian. You just need to lie flat, little brother. Let me do the moving, she said, her tone excited. The news I just received is definitely true. These are your 7 treasures, huh? They're so thick and plump. Truly the ultimate in dual cultivation. Liu Nian's expression was relaxed and calm. Sis, your information network is really something. As soon as I even hinted at it, you already knew. He thought to himself, actually there are 9 in total. 2 of them died in the battle and haven't been revived yet. Hu Ye is surrounded by 7 heads, and our elite clan excels at dual cultivation techniques. You 7 go ahead and charge in. Well, thanks for the hospitality, won't be polite. One by one, the 7 serpent heads slithered in. Is this a fairy's mansion? Looks like we're evolving too. Once fully inside, the heads of the serpents transformed into Liu Nian, completing the evolution process. I feel like this new form makes movement easier. With this, we could fight for another 300 rounds. 2 more Liu Nians are entering now. Hey, big brothers, we're coming in for a massage too. I didn't expect this little mansion to be able to hold all 4 of us. Wait a minute, it seems like 3 more brothers are coming in from the back. Liu Nian slowly began to feel an intense emotion. It was as if a huge power was bursting out from within her body. Yao's body had reached its limit. This was incredible. Her breakthrough was almost at hand. The system notification appeared. After Liu Nian and Chu Ye practiced together, they broke through from the mid-stage Zhuangjian to the late-stage Zhuangjian. Chu Ye trembled. Is this really a breakthrough? This tiny realm has kept me stuck for 400 years. 400 years? No, I can't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If I don't drain you dry today, then I'm not a fox. She became even more excited. 8 and 9 have been revived. Welcome to the battlefield. The chubby pig outside was eavesdropping. Master, please be gentle. You're hurting Sister Qin. A long time passed, and Chu Yao was completely satisfied. She had practiced more than 50 times, and it seemed like she could only stop at the peak of Zhuangjian. The system displayed the levels of the mortals as Transcendent Immortal, True Immortal, Tai Immortal, Great Lu, Golden Immortal, Sage. Each realm was divided into 4 stages. Early stage, middle stage, late stage, and great perfection. Liu Nian, barely able to speak, gasped, Sister Q, you should tell me where my father is now, right? Here's the translation. If your husband is so angry, then I'll tell you this. According to the detective's report, your father has gotten stuck in the Spider Queen's web cave. The chubby pig outside, hearing this, was surprised. Oh, the web cave? Isn't that the lair of my mother? My grandfather was the grandson of the Heavenly Marshal, but the ancestors of the chubby pig family had no sons, so they adopted my grandfather as their heir. He inherited the title of Heavenly Marshal and continued to manage the galaxy. Since my ancestor's wife was from the Spider Clan, the Chus had to marry into the Spider Clan for generations. My mother was also from the Spider Clan, and my father died in battle while fighting in the demon realm. My mother lived alone for 100 years, never remarrying. Don't even think about making Liu Nian's father my stepfather. If Liu Nian's father is my stepfather, then Liu Nian would become my brother, wouldn't he? At that moment, Liu Nian stepped forward. Little chubby pig, what are you doing here? The chubby pig cried as it hugged Liu Nian's leg. You're my real brother. Liu Nian, cautious, responded. How did I become your brother? You dumb pig, you dare challenge me. Let's fight. The chubby pig, upset, said. It's wrong for a younger brother to hit his older brother. That's against the rules. Liu Nian said seriously, stop messing around. I need to talk to you. I have to go somewhere urgent. You have any new stuff to show me? The fat pig immediately got angry and retorted, you want to buy gear to go kill our mother, huh? Suddenly, someone shouted, there's a demon. Quick, go check it out. Kill it if you can. The fat pig said, did the spy really say you killed Madam Whitebone? Are you addicted to hunting demons now? Hearing about the demon, Liu Nian eagerly ran over, shouting, a demon, I'm coming. The fat pig quickly chased after him. Wait for me, don't act rashly. The scene shifted to a street corner where Tu Ye was holding the tiger person tightly. Tu Ye shouted, scream all you want. The more you scream, the more excited I get. Come here, behave. He ripped apart some cloth. Don't. Tu Ye gave a sinister smile. I'm bored of playing with people. Time to try something new today. Just as he lunged at the person, Liu Nian appeared to intervene, stopping him, casually picking his teeth with a toothpick. Tu Ye fumed. A mere mortal and a pig dare to insult me and ruin my plans. I won't let you two get away with this. The chubby pig pulled Liu Nian aside and whispered, little brother, I know you have a heart for ridding the world of evil, but there are some things you don't know. Before you can deal with demons and monsters, you need to know the secret signals. Liu Nian was confused. A heart for ridding the world of evil? I just want to get a few demon pills to expand the tower of distilled essence. The chubby pig took out an item and said, "Do you recognize this trident your grandfather used to carry?" Tudier remained calm. "I thought I recognized you. Turns out you're a descendant of the chubby pigs. My father is the great hero of the earth element who helped destroy the Chu dynasty." The chubby pig whispered to Liu Nian, "Did you see that? The signal is right. He's one of us. We can go report to Wenzhong first." Note, after Wenzhong died in battle due to a severe injury, his soul was absorbed by the Divine Board and elevated to the position of the Nine Heavens Thunderlord. Tudier was worried. "Wenzhong is my father's mortal enemy. If he finds out I'm bullying a female player with the demon tribe in this little game world, I'll be done for." A little background. The Earth Element Lord was originally a third-generation disciple of the School of Celestial Light. He had a temperamental personality, was prone to betrayal, and had a weakness for women. Though he worked for the Heavenly Court, the relationship between Wenzhong and the Earth Element Lord was like oil and water, completely incompatible. The Earth Element Lord said, "We're all descendants of immortals. We're family." Then he flipped and said, "Dare to report me? I'll kill you first and then deal with this mortal." Liu Nian immediately used his magic technique, the soulbinding needle, and said, "What? How can a mere mortal do this?" Tugia slowly began to vanish, muttering, "Father, take your revenge." The system announced, "Tuya has been defeated by the soulbinding needle, a beginner-level divine artifact that binds the enemy. This artifact is explained in the Fengshen Yanyi, and it belongs to the Earth Deity sect. When used, it automatically binds the enemy." Liu Nian, filled with killing intent, said, "You little fat pit, you follow the rules, but they might not. Unless your backers are incredibly powerful. If you offend them, you're better off killing them now than later." The fat pig, frightened, took a step back and said, "He must have illegally entered the minor world. Since he didn't join the system, that's why you could kill him. This time, I almost lost my life. The rumors are true after all. Although Liu Nian was immortal, his combat power was on par with that of a true immortal." The system noted, "A person not registered in the game system can indeed kill both players and NPCs. Similarly, NPCs and players can kill those who are not part of the system." Liu Nian asked the little fat pig, "I've seen many immortals send their descendants to this minor world to act as NPCs. Do you have an area you manage?" The fat pig replied, "Only true gods have territories to manage. I'm just a divine servant, like a worker in your world. The divine realm has strict promotion rules. If we perform well in the minor world, we can participate in the divine recruitment competition organized by the divine realm. Only those who pass the competition will truly become gods." Liu Nian noticed the tiger, so that's how it is. The little tiger girl fainted. "What should we do now?" The chubby pig happily said, "How about we take her to my house? I'll treat her there." At that moment, a woman appeared. Turns out the little chubby pig had been learning bad things from you. You guys even went as far as paying up corpses in front of the guardhouse. She was Zhu Shi Niang, and you guys have quite a lot of nerve. Liu Nian and the chubby pig were embarrassed. "Auntie, it's not what you think. We just want to help her. This is Liu Nian, the one who killed the white bum madam. How could we do anything bad?" Zhu Shi Niang was furious, and with a quick motion, she took the table away to where Shen Gong Bao had stationed it. "I was planning on going home to take care of my child. If I don't get back soon, he'll turn out to be a troublemaker." She shot a glare at Liu Nian. Liu Nian killed the white bone spirit. He's the Liu Nian, who's the ultimate body cultivation and dual cultivation genius. I've heard that cultivating with him just once can help someone break through to the next level. If you eat his tadpoles, you can even extend your life. Just earlier, the flirtatious fox Xuya was bragging about making a breakthrough in her friend group. Could it be related to him? An hour ago, Hugh the It posted, "Ladies, I've broken through to the great perfection in the mysterious immortal realm." Liu Nian felt anxious. Since Shen Gong Bao had taken control of the spider cave, it was certain that her father would be in grave danger. She couldn't just sit back and do nothing. She had to go to the spider cave no matter what. Zhu Shi Niang smiled gently. "No, you can't. I'm determined to have him." The chubby little pig was a bit confused. "Liu Nian's father wasn't caught by my mother, but I still have a strange feeling. Something's not right." Zhu Shi Niang turned around. "You take the little tiger, get treated first. I need to discuss something with Liu Nian." The chubby little pig felt uneasy. "No, I want to stay with you both." Zhu Shi Niang frowned. "You're not listening to me anymore, huh? There's still plenty I need to settle with you." The chubby pig quickly became scared and said, "I'll take her for treatment right away." With that, the chubby pig hurriedly picked up the little tiger and ran off. Now, Zhu Shi Niang turned to Liu Nian. "Let's go somewhere quiet. I have something important to discuss with you." Liu Nian nodded. "Is it about the little pig? I was actually about to ask you about the situation in the spider cave." With that, Zhu Shi Niang retracted the spider legs behind her and led Liu Nian away. Along the way, they caught the attention of many people. Liu Nian couldn't help but ask, why do I feel like I have so much fur on me? And why are all these women staring at me as we pass by? Zhu Xinang took out her phone. It's because your dual cultivation status has become a hot topic in the demon world. Naturally, many people are thinking about the possibility of cultivating with you. Liu Nian was reading the comments on his phone, feeling a wave of panic inside. If things kept going like this, he would be killed sooner or later. It seemed like he needed to spend some time in the Tower of Distilled Essence to tame the great demon. Just then, his phone rang. He picked it up and saw that it was Fang Qiuye calling. Fang Qiuye asked, Liu Nian, where have you been these past few days? Why haven't you come to the apartment to see me? Liu Nian gave a small, apologetic smile and said, sorry, I've had a lead on my father. I was planning to figure out how to rescue him. Suddenly, my cow interrupted on the phone. Liu Nian, I miss you so much. Do you think my yoga pose is perfect? Fang Qiuye pushed her aside. There are also a lot of people looking for you, saying they want to form a guild. They said you told them to come. Hearing this, Liu Nian remembered what he had said earlier and told Fang Qiuye, sorry, I forgot to tell you. After the whole Spirit Guild incident, I feel we should have our own guild. These players are all people I saved from Madame Whitebones. You can sort through them and keep the ones with potential to join. As he was speaking, Hexu suddenly interrupted, asking with concern, Liu Nian, I heard you defeated the Whitebone demon. That's amazing. Are you hurt? Come back soon and I'll give you a dragon essence massage. Fang Qiuye pushed her away and continued, you all get out of the way. Liu Nian, remember, you're my husband. We had a proper wedding and I agreed to everything. But if you're messing around and I find out, I'll ruin you. After saying this, she hung up, leaving Liu Nian completely stunned. Zhu Xinang's eyes were filled with fury. You got 3 other girlfriends hidden at home, and that little piggy who's obsessed with women, he's been ruined by you. Liu Nian, scared, quickly tried to explain, Aunt, you've really misunderstood me. The whole thing with the little piggy has nothing to do with me. She gave him a cold look, thinking to herself, if his girlfriend had called just a little later, it would have been even more exciting. Then Zhu Xinang took Liu Nian to a hotel. When they arrived, Liu Nian read the signs on the board and felt something was off. Romantic watered room, super sensation vibrating room, special cosplay theme room with discounts today, cinematic style passion room, Big Brother bear protection room, pedal bathroom. After reading it, he was scared. Can we go somewhere else to talk? This place. Before he could finish, Zhu Xinang interrupted. We're staying here. Don't think too much. I just want to find a quiet place to talk to you. Saying that, Zhu Xinang immediately grabbed Liu Nian's hand and pulled him into a room with a romantic waterbed. The staff member smiled and replied, sure, your room number is 520. Here is your key card. After taking the key, she quickly led Liu Nian to find the room. The 2 staff members watched them leave, whispering to each other. That young man is quite impressive. He must have worked hard for at least 30 years to reach this level. The other staff member responded, who said he's not good in that area? Admiring him is useless. I heard there's someone named Kim Chen, a famous practitioner from Mu Mountain. If you cultivate with him just once, you can achieve immortality. The first staff member replied, that's just a rumor. There's no way it's that exaggerated. We still don't know if it's true or not. Although they were speaking softly, Liu Nian, with his sharp hearing, overheard them. He thought to himself, looks like I'll need to return to the Tower of Distilled Essence soon to learn the shape-shifting technique. At that moment, Zhu Xinang swiped the key card, waited for Liu Nian to enter, and then locked the door behind him. He looked around at the room's layout and suddenly felt uneasy. Zhu Xinang looked at him and said, you've spoiled our little chubby pig. What do you think should be done about it? Liu Nian froze, breaking out in a cold sweat. This isn't my fault. I just remembered something. I still have some things to take care of. I'll leave now. But Zhu Xinang stopped him. Leaving? It wouldn't be that simple. She removed her outer cloak, and from her navel shot out a thread of spiritual silk, tightly binding Liu Nian. You're even getting a nosebleed. Auntie isn't forcing anything, you know. Zhu Xinang stepped closer, her eyes deep and filled with hidden meaning. Are you really going to fight me? Could you be that heartless? I don't intend to harm you. But look at you. That embarrassed face of yours already betrayed your thoughts. Liu Nian blushed. No, I'm not. I did mean. It's just a normal reaction. She chuckled softly, pulling down her hem slightly in a deliberately teasing manner to intensify the awkward tension. Still trying to act tough? What a pity your girlfriend called too early. Otherwise, we could have had a bit of excitement. She licked her lips lightly, her eyes gleaming. Tonight, you're not getting away. With that, she suddenly pushed Liu Nian onto the bed, wrapping her arms around him tightly. Her boldness threw him into a flustered panic. Seeing his disoriented expression, Zhu Xinang sighed gently. It's truly been tens of thousands of years since I've encountered a pure yang sacred body like yours, clearly a heaven-sent constitution for dual cultivation. Liu Nian stammered, Auntie, the air conditioner's really cold. Maybe I should put my clothes back on first. She laughed and then sat beside him, her foot lightly nudging him playfully. Young and full of spiritual fire, your energy is like a blazing furnace tonight. Let me help you balance that out. As she continued with her teasing, Liu Nian finally grew serious. This isn't right. Little fat pig is the best friend I've made in this small world. If I cross the line with his mother, I'd never forgive myself. Zhu Xinayang's smile, half playful, half sincere, which is exactly why you should cultivate with me. If I break through to the true immortal realm, I'll gain 1,000 more years of life. Isn't that ultimately helping Little Fat Pig too? Yet Liu Nian remained firm, shaking his head. No, Auntie. Please don't come any closer. Seeing that he kept refusing, Zhu Xinayang pretended to be pitiful and said, You don't want your good friend, the little chubby pig, to grow up without a mother, do you? Liu Nian hesitated. At that moment, Zhu Xinayang quickly used a spider silk to raise a flag on another thread and said, How about this? Let's play a game of tug of war. Right now, there's a flag in the middle of the spider silk connecting the two of us. The flag will move towards the winner depending on whose pull is stronger. If I lose, I'll immediately let you leave. What do you think? Liu Nian felt confident and thought to himself, I've never felt this sure of myself. Daji and the others have already helped me improve my water key skills. There's no way I'll lose. He agreed immediately, all right, but if I win, you have to let me go. Zhu Xinayang nodded confidently, of course. Liu Nian's excitement grew, then let's start. 1, 2, 3, go. Liu Nian gave it his all, and sure enough, he gained the upper hand. However, as the saying goes, experience trumps youth. Zhu Xinayang pretended to be weaker to make Liu Nian think he was winning. When the distance between the black hole and the rocket was only 20 centimeters, she suddenly lunged at Liu Nian. You can tricked. I'm coming for you. Liu Nian was confused. I thought we were playing tug of war. Why? Zhu Xinayang hit the target perfectly, leaving Liu Nian no time to react. She laughed with satisfaction and began her cultivation. Liu Nian was totally stunned by the move. He thought to himself, damn, the pull's so strong, there's no way to escape now. He helplessly looked at Zhu Xinayang on top of him and said, Why did you have to trick me like this? Zhu Xinayang replied in a sweet, teasing voice, Well, now you've seen everything. The deal's done. From now on, you're mine. Suddenly, at that moment, Fang, the Tangmen's celestial general, kicked open the door and rushed in. Room inspection. A report came in that a mortal is smuggling divine positions. But when he saw Liu Nian and Zhu Xinayang tangled up, he quickly backed out. Sorry for the interruption, wrong room. He dashed out into the hallway, breathing a sigh of relief. After all these years, the king still can't resist women. That woman looks like a widow, changing things up a bit, huh? He pulled out a cigarette, lit it, took a drag, and then started reflecting on life. This isn't good. The king is getting worse. I need to report this to Prime Minister Wen. Maybe he can talk some sense into the king. Meanwhile, back in the room, both were still in shock and couldn't move. Zhu Xinayang, clearly annoyed by the interruption, stood up. I'm not in the mood today. We'll continue training another time. Liu Nian silently cried in relief, finally escaping this disaster. The scene shifts to a quiet hut, where my thoughts keep circling around the events that just happened. Did something really occur between me and Zhu Xinayang? Probably not, right? Whatever happened earlier, surely it couldn't be considered that. Suddenly, from hundreds of miles away across desolate land that was once lush and green, a strange melody floats in the air. A massive dark aura centipede soars across the sky. There's not a soul in sight, except for a small child standing alone. The child walks toward Liu Nian and says calmly, I am the master of the celestial way. Wait, let me show you something. I possess the legendary 4 celestial swords and the celestial formation. Are you interested in learning more? No. These are the most powerful techniques and artifacts tied to the master of the celestial way. Liu Nian activates his fiery insight eyes to scan the figure, and a status window appears. Taoist, level 43. Liu Nian furrows his brow. People are pretending to be the master of the celestial way now. Must be another scammer. Better to ignore and move on. What he doesn't realize is the child truly is the master of the celestial way, simply using a high-level concealment technique. Seeing Liu Nian brush him off, the child hurries after him. Wait, don't leave. I'm serious. For just 100 million spirit coins, the 4 celestial swords and celestial formation can be yours. Liu Nian turns around and deadpans. Sure, and I suppose that makes me the Jade Emperor himself. The celestial teacher snorted, if my disciples hadn't helped the heavenly court, what is the Jade Emperor to me? Don't leave yet. Note, the heavenly court is filled with many divine positions, most of which are held by disciples of the teachings of the Tao. Among them, the majority of the heavenly generals, after the death of 80,000 followers of the Tao, are often referred to as the 80,000 4,000 demon-slaying soldiers. He snapped his fingers and thought, that's right, this person is indeed the new emperor. My calculations are never wrong. According to the teachings of my school, we are meant to help the people of the world cover up the mysteries of the universe. Regardless of whether one's origin is humble or noble, anyone can join our faith. Since the great divine calamity, I've been schemed against by the primordial Enlini. They colluded with the Western Saint to break my Chu-Tian formation. They wiped out my school, killing those disciples who had no value left and taking those with value to the West. I was also imprisoned by my master, Hong Jun, in the Palace of Eternal Silence, eventually being turned into a demon and escaping into the demon realm. Before entering the demon realm, my original soul finally broke free from my demonized body. Though I escaped, my body had shrunk and my cultivation had fallen to the lowest stage of the immortal realm. Even though my body had shrunk, my Tao heart remained. Sooner or later, I will reclaim my body. The celestial teacher will forever only have one. The heavenly master formed a seal and thought to himself, Daixin, the destruction of the Tao was caused by you, but it was also revived because of you. Let me lend you a little strength to hide your fate. Even a saint would have trouble tracing your origins. He then performed a seal and released a golden light that entered Liu Nian's body. Liu Nian only felt a slight itch on his back, as if something had passed by. Was it an illusion? Never mind, he continued on his way. A little while later, a system notification appeared. You have entered the spider-wet realm. Liu Nian immediately used his fire eye gold essence to observe. The mountain over there had a faint trace of demonic energy, most likely the spiderweb cave. Even though he now had more than 10 lives, if he encountered an opponent whose strength was vastly different from his, getting killed repeatedly would still be very dangerous. It would be better to first catch a small demon outside and send it in to scout the situation. Liu Nian climbed a tree and waited for about 15 minutes. After a while, a small demon came along, singing as it walked. The great king sent me to patrol the mountains. If I find a little beauty, I'll bring her back to the cave for the great king. Liu Nian looked at it and thought to himself, what an awful song. I'll make sure to shut you up later. At that moment, he suddenly remembered. That's right, he had killed Tubia, the illegitimate son of the Earth Monarch, and received the primary celestial binding vine. To explain, the primary celestial binding vine works on targets up to the level of a true immortal and a greater demon. The lower the target's health, the higher the chance of success. He immediately used the Kantin Dang to trap the little demon again. Who is it? Xiao Quan shouted angrily. I am General Xiao Quan, the trusted aide of the Hundred-Eyes Demon King here. Liu Nian jumped down and replied, Isn't the Hundred-Eyes Demon King just a giant centipede demon? Xiao Quan shouted in anger, How dare you? If the Demon King hears you, he will definitely peel your skin off. Liu Nian, with a sinister look, pulled out his trusted knife and said, Then he must have already helped him harm quite a few people. You say you've hurt so many people. What do you think is the best way for me to punish you? Xiao Quan, frightened by these words, quickly begged for mercy. Please, great hero, spare me. I was just following orders. I truly never intended to harm anyone. Liu Nian moved the knife closer. Fine, if you answer my questions honestly, I'll consider letting you go. Tell me, what is the power of the centipede demon, and what are his preferences? Xiao Quan immediately replied, The Demon King is at the peak of a great demon, level 45. He specializes in poison. There are hundreds of eyes on his chest that can shoot golden light to kill. He likes women specifically, women who love other women. Liu Nian was surprised and asked, Wait, what? He likes women, as in women loving women? Xiao Quan hurriedly corrected himself. No, what I mean is, our Demon King is a female, but she likes other females. Liu Nian imagined a few interesting scenes and thought to himself, so the Hundred-Eyed Demon Lord is a woman. In that case, I definitely have to capture her for the Tower of Distilled Essence. He then exclaimed, Let me ask you one more thing. Where are the people you've captured? The man replied honestly, The women were left in the cave to entertain the Hundred-Eyed Demon Lord and the men. Liu Nian pressed the blade closer, threatening, Where are the men? Xiao Quan was so scared he almost wet himself. He quickly said they were taken away by a powerful figure. Liu Nian growled, Who took them? The man crying answered, Apart from the Hundred-Eyed Demon Lord, no one knows who that powerful figure is. Without hesitation, Liu Nian swiftly decapitated Xiao Quan, thinking to himself, Next time, remember to be a good little demon. Liu Nian thought about the terrifying eyes on the Hundred-Eyed Demon Lord's chest. There were so many of them. He feared that even if he had countless lives, He wouldn't survive her killing spree. The low-level immortal curse wouldn't work on such a powerful demon. What should he do? Should he report it to the game administrators, just in case someone from Shen Gong Bao's group had infiltrated? After pacing back and forth for a while, he suddenly had an idea. Got it! The 100-eyed demon lord is incredibly strong, so I'll capture the white bone spirit and learn her shape-shifting skill. Then I'll find a way to sneak into the web cave.